Today we got a 20-year rebuild of the Arizona Cardinals. And this one is long, so I'll keep this short, but this is the 10,000 subscriber special plus a giveaway. Where that is right, because of hitting 10,000 subscribers, I will be giving away $10,000. Huh? You're out of your damn mind if you think I'm giving away 10 grand. But for real though, I will be giving away $50 to 3 of you lucky people. And to enter, it is quite simple. First, you gotta make sure you like this video right now, and of course, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, so if you haven't done that, go ahead and do that. 2, follow me on the socials, preferably Twitter, but if you don't have one, Instagram works as well. Both links are in the description down below, and if you follow me on both, I'll give you an extra raffle ticket. And lastly, 3, simply comment down below that you have followed me on whatever platform, because I will most likely be giving them out via DM. And good luck to you all that enter, and once again, just want to say a massive thank you for 15,000 subscribers. I'm extremely pumped to see how far we can go in 2024, because it's really only the beginning. And enjoy. First thing is first, this team as a whole, not too good. Kyler Murray is the QB1 here, and to be honest with you, I think he's gotten a little underrated. The former #1 overall pick in, I believe, 2019, has a special ability when it comes to running the ball and using his legs and his speed. We've seen him make the craziest of plays, running around for 10-15 seconds. That's not even an exaggeration. Like, he makes some wild plays throughout the season. He's also got a good arm, too. Now, he did get paid a good chunk of change, as you can see here, and my goal is to win a Super Bowl with him in a Cardinals jersey, play out his entire contract as well, so only time will tell if it's going to be worth it. James Conner is, of course, the RB1 here, and despite being a little up there in age now, he's still pretty good. However, being 28 years old now means he's naturally just going to start going down in overall. Being normal development does not help that as well, so an RB1 is definitely in our plans. The wide receiver room isn't anything special as well. You got Hollywood Brown as the 1, who I honestly do like. Now, do I love him as a 1? Maybe not as much, but I do think he's a good player. And he started off this year actually pretty good with Joshua Dobbs. We haven't really seen him too much with Kyler as of late because of injuries to him. Of course, those two go way back to Oklahoma, but game-breaking speed, like I said, I'm a fan of Hollywood Brown, so hopefully we can keep him here in Arizona. Rondell Moore's a solid option as well, still really young. And Michael Wilson, the rookie out of Stanford, has been holding his own as well. Hopefully we can develop him. However, at tight end 1, you of course got the emergence of Trey McBride, who has been as good and as reliable as they come. Who has had an awesome sophomore season. He's been a target and reception monster. Has probably been Kyler's favorite weapon so far as well, so there's definitely something here to work with. We'll try to develop him as best we can. The offensive line is not great. Paris Johnson, of course, the rookie. Hopefully we can develop him into being a franchise tackle for us. DJ Humphries is okay. He's a little bit older now, but for a tackle, I guess not too old. He is getting paid a little bit though. The interior is where we gotta put in some work. Now the defense is definitely not pretty, especially on paper. BJ Ojulari, the rookie, of course, who I moved to left end. He's kind of the only building block, I guess you could say, on this D-line. He's still only a 71, but he's a rookie, so there's something to work with there. We're definitely desperate and in the market for a cornerback 1 as well. We lost Byron Murphy to the Vikings. Marco Wilson's here and Garrett Williams, who are both still young, but we definitely need that 1. The safety group ain't too shabby though. I'm a fan of Jalen Thompson. Budda Baker is one of the best in the league at his position. And if I'm not mistaken, there were some trade rumors about him in the offseason as well, but I'm going to plan to keep him. I want to win a ring with him. I see him as the cornerstone of this defense. However, this is a 20-year rebuild, and he is 27, so we'll see like the next 2 to 3 years. If we're not performing, I might just have to let him go. And tell you what, the linebacker group is solid as a whole. Zaven Collins I like, although I wasn't a big fan of the pick at the time. This team just loves their project linebackers in the first round. Dennis Gardick's been solid this year. Kaiser White, Chris Barnes here as well. An okay group. And to summarize it all, a 20-year rebuild with this team, it ain't gonna be easy. I would like to do it with Kyler as our guy though. As I mentioned earlier, he's still only 26, so we'll probably have him for the first half of this video. Then after that, we'll figure that out when we get there. Now for contracts, Hollywood Brown is here, and like I said, we definitely want to keep him. We'll bump it up to 4 deal. I gotta bump up the money then as well. It's gonna be a little pricey, I can't lie. Let's do 5.3. He's back to stay. Okay, I don't hate that contract. And then the likes of Chris Barnes, Greg Dortch, Rashad Fenton, Phomv. Y'all can leave, man. And the regular season is done, and no surprise here, we finished bottom of the NFC West, only finishing 3-14. I gave every single team their realistic record, by the way, up to week 16, but yeah, no surprises here. We will, of course, be using a realistic draft class as well. I'll put the name of it on the screen right now. Shout out to Bengal. Statistically, Kyler was literally doing cardio out there. Of course, the majority of this season was played by Josh Dobbs, but Kyler just didn't do much after that. James Conner was cool, I guess, 4.5 carries, 7 touchdowns, only 750 yards though. Leading receiver was Marquise Brown with 844 yards, 5 tuds. Michael Wilson had a decent rookie year as well. Rondell Moore solid. All the stats are so ugly. And then defensively, Kaiser White, 140 tackles. That's a ton. He also had 11 TFL. Same with Zaven Collins, 10 for Dennis Gardick there. And then Zaven Collins, 5.5 sacks, leads the way. 4 for Ojulari, Gardick, and Victor DeMokJ. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't really know. We low-key had like a ton of people with sacks though, so that's cool to see. Kaiser White 2, Budda Baker 2, and Garrett Williams 2 interceptions. Obviously a building block of a year though. We are in no rush. It is a 20-year rebuild, so every decision, every move we make will be of course for the long term. Super Bowl is going to be a rematch of the Niners and Chiefs, 2 bozo QBs. And my Dolphins got smoked in the wildcard round, 40-14 by the Chiefs. Nice. We got the Bills and the Chiefs in the conference championship. That's an awesome game, a hood classic if I say so myself. Niners make it as well. They smoked the Eagles, beat the Cowboys just barely. And the number 1 seeded Ravens also got knocked out in the divisional round by the Chiefs as well. That would be so disappointing, but that would be an awesome matchup to see again. MVP goes to the throwing fullback. Look at Baker finishing top 3 though. What a bounce back year he's had. He actually even won best QB in the NFC. That's pretty cool. How this guy is top 7, I will never understand. We can go check out some quick development traits, although I'm assuming it's gonna be quick because we're not gonna have any. This team was terrible. Offense didn't look like any. Ooh. Okay, I think Kaiser White went up. He did have a great statistical season, but Jalen Thompson up to superstar is pretty awesome. He's still just 25 years old as well, so him and Budda Baker for the future, I think our safety pairing is set. But yeah, obviously we got nothing else. And the Niners with Brock Purdy end up getting it done, beating the Chiefs 17-14. Defensive tackle Javon Hargrave is your Super Bowl MVP though. That's awesome. Too bad Lamar owns them.
We play ball.
And then for player contracts, we got a 5th year here for Zaven Collins. I will be accepting that. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm probably not going to be bringing any of these guys back. Oh my god, we just lost one of our best players. It is free agency time though. We got about 70 mil to splash out here. Christian Wilkins would be an incredible addition to this defensive line. Michael Pierce kind of drops off after that though. Bobby Wagner, Rashul Douglas, Jordan Brooks would be not bad, although our linebacker group is definitely not a place we got to upgrade a ton. Geno Stone, Odell. Damn, Baker did all that and the Bucks just let him go? What are the odds we just rocked 2 Oklahoma QBs? Cardinals legend Joshua Dobbs is here. And for running backs, okay, we could definitely make a splash. AJ Dillon. Now, Christian Wilkins' motivations are historic champions, which we are not, and our head coach historic record is obviously not good. But man, he would be a game wrecker on the defensive side. I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna give him a pretty big deal. 3 years. He is already 28, but if we can get him, that would be incredible. Are we even gonna be near the top though? We are actually number 1 right now. Okay, and he is of course the top guy. We want. He's the top guy in the free agency class. Jaime Fairbairn is here. Ezra Cleveland. We would love to be our left guard as well. And then Greedy Williams just to be our CB3 would be good. A good option for us to have in the DB room. Everybody is gone. My signings. We get Fairbairn, Ezra, and Greedy, but we did not get Christian Wilkins, who goes to the Commanders out of all teams as well. That one hurts. That one hurts. Baker also went to the Titans. Not really sure why the Bucks didn't re-sign him. He went up to star. Did he already have star? I don't know. Okay, AJ Epinesa is being very difficult to deal with, although we have been the highest suitor so far. However, we did add in Ashton Davis and Tristan Hill as well, so welcome them to Arizona. We just really needed to round off this team a little bit more because it is so thin, but of course the most of the damage will come through the draft. And AJ Epinesa finally accepts. And tell you what, speaking of the draft, if I'm not mistaken, we do have the Texans' 1st round pick as well. That's going to be number 16. Ours is number 2 as well. And then in the 3rd round, we have the Titans and the Texans pick. Holy. That trade, of course, being when the Texans moved up to number 3 last year to grab themselves Will Anderson. And being at pick number 2, there's definitely a chance we trade back, get a lot of draft capital for the later on years as well. However, if a player like Marvin Harrison is sitting there for us to choose and to help our young quarterback in Kyler Murray, it would be hard not to. However, I'm kind of more interested at what we do at pick 16. Somebody like Jerzon Newton at defensive tackle would be awesome. I also got my eyes on Latu out of UCLA. Especially if we go receiver at 2, we definitely got to help out the defense as well. I think somebody like Terrion Arnold at Alabama could be in the choosing at 16 as well. So those are our 3 private workouts. I haven't done 3 yet. Never mind. Why is Spencer Rattler here? Hello? He went up 101 spots. Madden. What in the world? Maybe we grab like a running back later down the board. I'm a big fan of Blake Corum from Michigan as well. Let's throw the final one on him. Okay, I'm not really sure why, but mock draft 4 and 5 are just not here for some reason. But mock draft 3 is, and here's the problem. The Bears, of course, are the number 1 overall pick. It looks like they're going to be riding with Justin Fields, and they could potentially take Marvin Harrison Jr. at 1, which would suck in our case. Look at this board, by the way. What in the, where is... Caleb Williams is dropping to 15, because why wouldn't he? Why freaking wouldn't he? What in the world? And Drake May is going to fall to 20 to the Rams. Oh my god, Madden. What the? And Latu is projected to jump up 8 spots to go at number 6. Bro, this draft board is just screwing me. Of course, that was mock draft 3 though, so who really knows how much it could change at this point? Where is like the draft thing in the background? I don't know, but I'm gonna sim the first pick. The Bears go with, can I even see? They go Marvin Harrison. Well, then. This very well could be a trade down spot. We can get 3 firsts from the Buccaneers, who, remember, don't even have the best quarterback in the NFC anymore, that being based off the award, Baker Mayfield, so that could be nice. The Vikings 2 firsts. The Seahawks interdivision get 3 of their firsts as well. I mean, these packages are pretty freaking crazy. Before I do anything, who is the quarterback for the Buccaneers? Who? Of course, if we trade them number 2, they will maybe choose a quarterback, but still, bro. What? What are they cooking? I really wanted Marvin Harrison Jr., but since the draft board has fallen like this, I'm going to trade back with the Buccaneers. Like I said, every move, every decision that we make is for the long term. It's a 20-year rebuild. We want to build a dynasty around here, right? So we can't go all out just in year 1, especially if things don't fall to our favor. The Buccaneers, we're going to get 3 first-round picks for the next 3 seasons, as well as a 3rd in 2025, a 6th in 2024 as well. We are going to send that in. Now, since it's Madden, what are the odds the Buccaneers trade up and don't even choose a quarterback? The Buccaneers, okay, they go Caleb Williams. They are probably going to be pretty good, but I will be happy with all those picks later on. And the Patriots go Malik Neighbors. Like, what is this game? Like, are you really telling me they're sticking with Mac freaking Jones? And there goes Drake May, number 15 to the Falcons. My God, what a Christmas gift for them. And here at 16, we still got some names. Keon, Coleman, Roma Dunze. I'd love any of those guys at wide receiver. Cooper DeJean, Terry Arnold, who we, of course, put a private workout on as well. Definitely still some names here. We could make a big move. But I think with our first one, we're going to choose quarterback Spencer Rattler out of South Carolina. I'm just not too sure if we can move on in the future with Kyler Murray. I'm obviously kidding because, of course, we're going to be going wide receiver Keon Coleman out of Florida State. 6'4" physical receiver here, just 21 years old. And don't just look at the 6'4" and think he's a big body. I mean, obviously he's a big body, but he's got some wheels to him as well. He can fly when he's got that ball in his hands. So Keon Coleman, I think, would be a huge, huge weapon for Kyler Murray. And I think fits our wide receiver room well as well. We got the speed with Hollywood Brown, Rondo Moore is that smaller slot guy as well. So Keon Coleman just adds another element to this offense that I think will fit very well with Kyler Murray. He's going to be our first round pick. He is, of course, hidden development as well. And look at the physical ratings, 93 acceleration, 93 speed. For a guy that's 6'4", 96 jumping as well, he's going to go up. He's going to grab it. He's going to be a great wide receiver for us in this entire video, hopefully. Let's go. And I don't really know how to explain it, but Cooper DeJean is the most Packers pick of all time. And we're back here at pick 19. Imagine I just pair up Roma Dunze with Keon Coleman for Kyler. That would be pretty freaking awesome. And honestly, I keep thinking about it now. However, I'm going to go with Terry Arnold, the corner that we scouted, of course, out of Bama, who's been flying up draft boards recently. Could even play himself to be probably corner 3, corner 2 in this class, depending on who you ask, depending on what you want, right? But at the end of the day, he's still only 20 years old, out of Bama as well, and we are desperately in need for a cornerback one, as I mentioned earlier. I think he could definitely be the guy here. Now we have a room of Greedy, what's the other guy's name? Marco Wilson and Garrett Williams as well. Terry Arnold to add on to that group. I think it's a pretty solid DB room. He is only normal. Well, dang, I thought he was going to be hidden for sure. That's kind of pain. I just got to pray we can develop him now. Dang. Felt like a spear went through my heart there. I cannot lie. But of course, you can't hit them all. Sometimes that's what the draft is all about. You know, some great players you can scout, you can love. But when they get in the league, maybe they're not all that. Of course, it's not over. He hasn't even played a snap yet. But that normal development will always put a tear in my eye. Pick 2 in round 2. We're going to go with defensive tackle, the big man out of Texas, T'Vondre Sweat. I believe he scored a touchdown the other week as well in Texas's last game in the regular season, that is. I think he's going to be a good addition. We desperately need help on defense and especially defensive line as well. This is a solid, valuable pick here in round 2 now. Welcome to the Arizona Cardinals. He, to my delight, is hidden development, also with 97 strength as well, and being 362 pounds. He's going to be an absolute monster. Although he does not look 262 pounds at all there. Now in round 3, we have pick number 2, number 6, and 16. Wait, did Blake Corum already go? He did. I totally forgot about him. Because we have so many picks in this 3rd round, though, I feel like I could take some gambles. The first one is going to be right guard Javion Cohen out of Miami. We are desperately in need of guards, especially for the future, as well as our guys are a little older and just not too good, to be honest with you. So he's going to be our first pick in round 3. Only normal development, sadly. Pick number 6, I'm going to go with right end Princely Umenmailin. I don't know. Looks like one of the best players left, though, and in a big position of need as well. B block shot, A finesse moves. I like what I see there. A to C power moves might be a little bit of a gem here that we can find out of Florida in round 3, pick number 6. Only normal development, unfortunately, as well. But like I said, we just need bodies. We just need players at the position. So welcome him in with open arms. And I'm going to trade out a pick 16 in the 3rd round with the Vikings here. We're going to get 2 future 3rd rounders. That's pretty good value if you ask me. And draft recap time. That draft board did not fall how I was expecting it to. However, I am still happy with a guy like Keon, Coleman. He's also a 78 overall. So how can I complain? Terrion Arnold is a 75 as well. Just unfortunately was only normal. Phomvongsa is a beast. Coleman 71. This Princely guy 73. Not bad at all. We also had Isaiah Davis in round 4 there. He's a 72. Is he normal or hidden? I skipped it. I'm not gonna lie. He's only normal. And then the CPU did their work later on as well. Not too bad. Not too bad. Like I said, it wasn't what I hoped for with Marvin Harrison. Maybe a lot too down here as well, but I think a solid year 1 class. What we are really banking on now in year number 2 is for Keon Coleman to come in and be as advertised right away. He's going to be our starting wide receiver 2. Trey McBride can hopefully keep developing as well as Paris Johnson, and we need a big jump. We need Kyler to go back into that MVP form he was in just a few years back. And crossing my fingers, he could potentially go up to a superstar development as well. Defense, we added a lot. Our defensive line is completely brand new with rookies Tavondre Sweat and Princely as well. Terrion Arnold now rounds off a pretty decent cornerback room. Nobody's great, but they're not bad at all. Safety room though, awesome. 2 superstars here. How can I complain about that? This team is not terrible. Now, are we going to be contending for the Super Bowl? Probably not. Can we make the playoffs? There's a slight chance potentially, but like I said, of course, everything's for the long term. We're going to build it baby steps, little by little, year by year. We're going to be taking quite a methodical approach to this. You know, I'm not just going to go trade every pick and get all these crazy players and be good right away. I want to do it in a realistic time span. Kyler Murray being 27 already though kind of scares me. That doesn't sound real. However, why wait to the end of the season to see if he can go up to superstar when you can just do it right here? Oh my god. And we get gold on what may or may not have been first try. Please though, let me see that gold over here. No. Guess we could try rushing attack with Isaiah Davis as well. Also, if I don't get a dev upgrade here in year 1, I'm not doing it for the rest of the video. Or else this video would genuinely take me like maybe 19 days to record. That might be too low if I'm being honest with you. Great block, 31. You idiot. Oh my god, 31 is not helping, bro. Buzzer beater. I think we can get gold. Isaiah Davis, let's go. We literally barely got that. Please just go up to star. God damn. Wide receiver battle. Let's do the rookie Keon Coleman. Not gonna lie, Keon Coleman feels absolutely filthy. He is cooking whoever this corner is. Ugh, like look at that. Kyler, throw me a dime. Throw me a dime, Kyler. Throw me a dime. That is your preview of what this duo is gonna look like. But of course, no dev upgrade. Just give me one, EA. Just make me happy. Nope. And then I swear for chase and tackle, there's like a way to cheese this. I saw Bengal get like 300k or something. And for those that know me, know I am not a fan of freaking chase and tackle. So whatever I can do to make it easier for me, best believe I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, this is incredible. I'm already at 7k. This is actually awesome. The real question is, can we hit 1 mil? We are at a 39 times multiplier. Oh my god, that was vicious. Don't choke it. Don't choke it. We have 4 seconds left. Times 50 multiplier. All I want is a mil. What is that? Oh my god. 0.667 seconds left. We hit a mil. Hey yo, if Zaven Collins doesn't go up after I just put up a mil there, all real, all no cheesing or anything, I don't even know what to say. Come on. And at mid-season, we are currently 2-5. Not necessarily where we want to be, but kind of what we expected. We can go check out some quick development traits for Keon Coleman, who ends up only being a star. Sadly for us, nothing on offense other than him. Defense, did I get? We got Tavondre Sweat, I believe, who is also only a star. Things are looking a little bleak. Can't lie, but that is okay. Budda Baker is here. 28 years old now. I said I do want to keep him. I said he is the cornerstone of this defense. However, with us just being 2-5 at the midseason point, we might have to move him right now and just get any value we can get. Sadly, he just really doesn't fit the timeline. Maybe by the time we're good, he's going to start regressing. So let's just check out what we could get for him. Montez Sweat, Stephon Gilmore, Christian Kirk, Aaron Jones, Ramondre Stevenson. Nothing here really blows my mind. Puka, although it's to the Rams interdivision, I don't really want to do that one. Now, Tank Dell would be good. And a first-round pick. Hold up. D-Hop, get him back over here. Tank down a first is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, we would probably should do Puka Nacua, but I just don't want to do it with the Rams. Not gonna lie, the 18.5 cap hit that Budda Baker has is making this a little more difficult than I was expecting, but we might have found a deal here with the Steelers. I'm gonna send the first one through. It's actually accepted. I did not think that would be accepted. Okay. Budda Baker is going to Pittsburgh to pair alongside Minka Fitzpatrick and their offense, or their amazing defense as well. We're going to get Najee Harris. They're looking to move on with Jalen Warren as their true RB1 now. We're going to get Allen Robinson and Nick Baldwin just as cap filler, but then 2 future third-round picks as well that we will definitely get. And I think the backfield now with Najee in it, with Kyler Murray as well, is actually going to be pretty dangerous. And then I think for our focus scout, we're going to be putting on defensive end. There is a right in at number 1 out of Temple here, Matt Woodson. He looks all right. Nothing special though. Nothing really, generational, which is what we're looking for. There's a lot of good tackles in this class though, which we could definitely get. We get clash with the Patriots. Of course, like I mentioned, this is our Super Bowl. Can we beat Bill Belichick? We do, 35-21. Next up, the 3-5 Commanders, who stole Christian Wilkins from us. Remember, we're 17-14. Hold up, we're kind of rolling now. Actually, wait, did I even check out any other contracts? Because your White's here, he's 28 now, probably gonna let him go. Rondell Moore. Ooh, Rondell Moore wouldn't be the worst to bring back. Now, he does want a bit. It's only gonna be 2 years, though. He is up to an 82 and just 24 years old. I think I'm fine with that. Of course, we have Keon Coleman on a rookie deal as well, so I'm not too mad about that. Everybody else, though, probably going to let him go. Week 10, oh my God, I'm looking at the NFC West. The Niners were 2-7. They're bottom of the division. Didn't they win the Super Bowl literally last year? We lose 28-24. Look at the Niners. What a fall off. We got some focus players now, of course. Matt Woodson just doesn't look that crazy. D power moves, D block shed is just not what you want to see. Oscar Ross, though, look at his stats. B catching, press, zone, A man coverage. Only 5'11 out of Bama, though. He's going to be our first one. Also going to do strong safety, Brian Morrison, in hopes of getting that Budda Baker replacement, of course. And then last one, I'm going to throw on tackle Lucas Hoffman out of Mizzou. Why not? And at week 11, we're now 4-6. This division is actually really close. If we would have beat the Seahawks there, we would have been joint top of the division. So there is still a little bit of hope for us to potentially make the playoffs, maybe, if we get on a little heater here. Week 18 is here. We miss out. We actually end up finishing bottom. All right, 5-12. That was a little anticlimactic. 25th in offensive yardage for us this season. Defensively, dead freaking last. Yeah, we need a major overhaul on that side this season. Kyler, 3,674 yards, 25 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, only 60% completion rate. Not a terrible year, but not that MVP level we were hoping for, of course. However, Najee was awesome, who we added in at the midseason mark. 12 touchdowns for him, 4.5 a carry, and 1,220 yards. Next season, in his full off season as well with us, I think he's going to boom. Hollywood Brown, 1,140 yards, 6 touchdowns for him. Keon Coleman in year 1, 942 yards, 5 touchdowns, 4 for Rondell Moore and Trey McBride, as they have pretty solid contributions, as well as Najee and even Allen Robinson. Actually, I guess his stats were mainly from the Steelers, of course. Zaven Collins, 131 tackles this year, 3 people over 100, including rookie Terry and Arnold, the corner, AJ Epinesa. How about that? 18 TFLs, 10 for Tristan Hill. However, nobody after that. Sack numbers are not good at all. Tristan Hill leads the way with 4. 3.5 for the rookie Tavondre Sweat. Only 2.5 for the new addition in AJ Epinesa. BJ Ojulari with only 2 as well. Oh my God, do we need somebody to generate some pressure in this offseason? I need to get somebody. My God. I guess our defense was ranked dead last for a reason, right? Bills, Eagles, Super Bowl 59. That would be a fun one. MVP goes to Lamar B. By the way, somebody in my other video got mad that I called Lamar a running back. It's just a joke, brother. I'm a Lamar guy. I love Lamar. I think he's been awesome. I don't know why he always got that hate that he did. I love Lamar. It's just a joke. Smile a little bit, my brother. And by the way, Terry and Arnold did finish number 2 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. We will definitely be taking that. Damn, I wish he could have finished 1, though, because him going up to star would mean the world. Him being normal just sucks, dude. But of course, you win some, you lose some. Development traits. Najee is already a superstar. Nobody went up, I believe, on offense, which kind of sucks. Keon Coleman still remains, and Hollywood Brown and Kyler, of course. Defensively, however, I think AJ... Oh, hold up. Terry and Arnold did go up. Let's go. Despite not winning Rookie of the Year, he still had a good enough season to go up to star, and that is going to be big time for us moving into the future of this video. And the Eagles smoked the Bills, as the Bills only scored 8 points. Eagles 22. Super Bowl MVP goes to, I think, back-to-back defensive tackles. Last year was Javon Hargrave. This year is going to be Jalen Carter. However, I can't lie. Another disappointing season, man. I kind of had some hope for us to make a push, especially with having what I believe to be our franchise guy in Kyler Murray as well. However, that is why we did that trade. The Buccaneers are going to be the number 3 pick. We're going to be number 6. We have the Steelers pick as well. We have the Buccaneers 3rd round pick. And if I'm not mistaken, we have them in 2026. And that is all. Oh my God. Didn't they grab Caleb Williams too? He had a decent rookie season as a whole, but it did not account for many wins, as they end up finishing bottom of the NFC 4 in 13. Oh my god, we lucked out with that. Bro, I was feeling very down about the season we just had, only 5 wins, but after seeing that, I'm pumped up now. This is going to be a legacy draft for me, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to let everybody walk here. If we want to turn things around, it starts right now. I cannot be missing, I cannot be folding. Free agency, please got something for me. As we got just about under 90 mil. Nick Chubb? Hello? Joe Tooney is here. He's up to superstars. Well, Keenan Allen is pretty cool. Amari Cooper, Javarius Ward. There are some definite blue chip guys here. J.O.K. as well. Ooh. Greg Newsome. Oh my god. Wait, team has franchise QB. Kyler Murray is now a franchise QB. Okay, I guess he got that tag now, which is good. Okay, I'm checking out our team salaries here, and if we dump off DJ Humphries, we would save ourselves about 9 mil. And even though he's a captain and has been a great servant to the Cardinals, you don't gotta ask me twice. And I did that mainly because Deion Dawkins and Cam Robinson are here in free agency with interest in joining us as well. And although there are some good tackles in the draft, I think we need some vets and some guys that have experience in the league already to be on our own line, because another part of it is already pretty young, aka Paris Johnson, but you know what I mean. Joe Tooney here as well. Honestly, I would love to bring him in for just 1 year. And something I've been desperately looking for, that standout CB1. I think Greg Newsome can be that guy. I'm a big fan. He has interest in joining us as well. I'll even bump up the money to make it a little bit sweeter. And we are comfortably his top offer. Oh my god, Ryan Stonehill has green interest. Say no more. Gonna give him a 7-year contract. And some definite heavy hitters here. Joe Tooney, Greg Newsome, Cam Robinson, Ryan Stonehill. All guys would come in and immediately be top of the depth chart as well. Hopefully we can grab every single guy. We go 3 for 4. We miss out on Joe Tooney, and honestly, he's probably the guy that I'm most okay with missing out on. Greg Newsome was the guy I wanted the most, so very happy with that. Cam Robinson would be our new franchise left tackle, kind of franchise. He's already 29 or whatever, but you know what I mean. Stonehouse is one of the best punters in the league. Get on here. As Joe Tooney goes to the Texans. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. And come draft time, I think our offense is actually pretty solid now. We just need to round off the interior of the old line, but everything else I'm pretty happy with. And then defensively, I think corner is now fine. We do just need another standout edge, and I did not realize our linebackers were looking that thin. And would you look at this, there's a cheeky Quinn Miners just chilling here still in free agency. We would love to grab him, as well as Divine Diablo, and then Tony Adams as well to play in those positions of need that we need on defense, of course. Contracts are reviewed, and we get Miners, Diablo, and Tony Adams 3 for 3. What a free agency. Come on. We are here to focus more players. And who did I do before? We did Oscar Ross. He's an 80%. He looks awesome. I'm going to put one more on him just to know his talent. We did Hoffman as well, who I don't think we really need now. And then Brian Morrison as well. I'm going to put one on Gavin Cage, the center right below him, though. He looks awesome. We also need a center. What we need more than anything, though, is just that game wrecker at defensive line. I'm not going to lie. The defensive tackles in this class actually look really good, especially these top 2 guys, Taylor Cannon and Devon Sheffield. They look awesome. However, I'm going to put my last and final focus scout on CJ McCall here, a UCF power rusher, outside linebacker. Hopefully he can be the guy we're looking for. And the draft is now here. The Steelers are actually the #1 overall pick. Patriots #2. We are sitting pretty at 3 and 6, remember. Oscar Ross is going to be a round 1 talent. Corner isn't our biggest need now, so we'll just keep him at the back of our mind. Gavin Cage, the center, looks like a ridiculous prospect. All A's there. He's 22 years old out of Clemson as well, and then his ratings, pretty solid all around. Elite change of direction and agility. He's gonna be looking like Jason Kelsey out there. And then CJ McCall is gonna be the big question mark here. We have him at a 90 now physically. Only poor acceleration, decent agility, solid change of direction, and jumping there, not good at all. Elite strength is pretty nice though. Skill wise, he does have A awareness, B block shed, A play rec as well. His power moves are A to B. Finesse moves at C is definitely not the worst, but he's definitely going to be a gamble if we take him. At #1, the Steelers do end up going with that right end. #2, the Patriots go with a guard. Wow, in round 3, we actually have 1, 3, 6, and 14 here. So if we want to do any sort of trading up or anything, we definitely have the ammo. This might just about do it. The trade is accepted. We got a plan. I'm going to be moving back from #3 all the way to #8 with the Jets. We also get a future first round pick from them as well. Going to be giving them a 3rd this year, future 4th, 5th, as well as Greedy Williams. And then I'm hoping at #6 and #8, I can grab that outside linebacker as well as the defensive tackle. And at pick #6, they both should still be here, right here. CJ McCall, Devon Sheffield. Let's go with CJ McCall first, the outside linebacker out of UCF. Like I said, it's a gamble. It's a bit of a risk here. I don't love the poor acceleration and decent agility and all that stuff. However, he does look like a solid player. We just need a game wrecker off the edge more than anything. Praying he can be that guy for us. He's hidden development. That's all I could really ask for. That's all it takes to make me happy, all right? So I'm pretty happy with the decision we made to trade back. And now hopefully we can get the defensive tackle as well. I swear, if the Niners take him right here, okay. Devon Sheffield's going to be our pick here at 8. He's out of Bama. He is already 23, which is a little bit older. However, I'm okay with that. I'm looking for guys to come in and impact our team right now and help us start winning games. Devon Sheffield definitely looks like the BPA. If you ask me. Hidden development as well. 88 strength, 82 jumping, 84 acceleration despite being 6'2", 303 pounds. He's going to be a monster, hopefully, for us at defensive tackle. He looks tiny, though. I'm not going to lie. Oh, no. Did that center go? He definitely went, didn't he? I forgot about him. I forgot about the center, dude. As we were in round 2 now, our only pick of round 2, so let's make this one count. And to be honest with you, I think I'm going to go with that safety that we scouted, Brian Morrison out of Tennessee. He is only 21 years old. Look at the ratings, though. Elite strength. I like that. Solid acceleration, good speed. Combine, though, ran a 4.5, 440. Had 24 bench presses as well. Number 1 out of all strong safeties. He looks like a beast. Hopefully, he can fill the void that is gone now of Budda Baker. Brian Morrison. You are going to be our starting strong safety right away. Hidden development makes me happy, makes me smile. The first guy is going to be Brad Crawford out of right guard out of Miami. We can move him out to center potentially as well. He just looks like the best available offensive lineman, so we're going to take that risk with him. And the risk did not pay out. So guess what? I'm going to double dip and take this center, Joe Freeman here. He was a day 3 projection, but we missed it on that other guy. We need a center desperately. This guy's the best guy left. And he's hidden development. Okay. Luckily for us, we kind of lucked out there. He ends up being hidden development and is going to be our starting center right away. And the last pick in the 3rd round at pick 6 is going to go to Brandon Watkins, an outside linebacker here. We're just going to bang on the athlete. As you can see, he looks ridiculous there with elite acceleration, agility, speed, as well as great change of direction as well. His ratings aren't the best. However, he is still just 21 years old. So hopefully we can mold him into a solid player. Maybe not, but maybe we still can. Who knows? Draft recap time, and CJ McCall is only a 72. Devon Sheffield is 74. 73 for the safety, Brian Morrison. 71 for Crawford. There was 73 for the center. That was a good pick. And then Brandon Watkins is a 71 as well. McCall being a 72 kind of hurts. I cannot lie. CPU? CPU done blessed me. I'll take it all day long. Woodson. Look at this right guard. 81 overall. This was the number 1 guy, though, that we saw, Matt Woodson. I got to check him out. We could have potentially traded up for him. Like I said, we needed a game wrecker on defensive line as well. I should have traded up. He didn't even look that crazy, but oh my God. Now I'm going to just sort by rating here. Gap. Here's the center that we could have got. In another universe, I traded up to 1 and got that edge, and then we could have gotten this guy as well, who goes to the Bengals at 23, I believe. Okay, he is only a star, so that kind of eases the pain a little bit. This class was decent, though. A lot of high rateds. Unfortunately, we didn't hit on too many. I just got to really bank on their dev trait being good. However, we can reveal one of the rookie hidden developments that we got. We got a bit of them. We got 5, it looks like. I think I'm going to do CJ McCall because he was our very first pick, and we kind of are banking on him to be good. I'm kind of scared, though. All right, moment of truth. Generate best lineup. Look at my guy, McCrath here, who we got in like the 6th round. Shout out to the CPU McCall. He's only going to be a star. He's only going to be a star. I wonder if we move him to left end, he would be a 73 overall, I guess. Damn. It's okay that we can look past that because this team as a whole now, I think it's actually a pretty solid unit, especially with Najee Harris being a huge addition to this offense. Keon Coleman, let's make the wide receiver 2 again. We even got my boy McGrath here. We got a new center in Joe Freeman. This O-line looks the best it's looked so far. However, defensively is where we really struggled last season. Hopefully Greg Newsome can come in and make a huge impact on our team. Let's go ahead and start the rookie Brian Morrison as well. At defensive tackle, we have the twins here in Sheffield and Sweat. The defense will, or the offensive line will never know what hits them. And at the midway point, we are going to be 4-3, not terrible. We are 2nd in the NFC West, and definitely an improvement on what we were last season, which I believe was 2-5. Hidden development traits. McGrath, we still do not have, of course, because he's the 2nd string tight end. Defensively, though, we still do not have Sheffield as well. Brian Morrison ends up only being a star. Player contrast, we have Najee here, who does not want to join us. We have Jalen Thompson, who does not want to join us. Zaven Collins, who does not want to join us. Same with Trey McBride. Nobody wants to join us, man, or join us back, or stay. You know what? Najee, I'm not going to lie. I need you back, brother, because we kind of splashed out for you the other year. I cannot afford to let you go. Even with that bump up of money, he still does not want to rejoin. I think Jalen Thompson, Zaven Collins, I might just wait on everybody else, to be honest. Everything is so low. I'm gonna have to pay them so much. Just kind of have to bank on us having a better second half of the season here. We have the 5-1 Falcons though, and we lose 35-27. Week 9, we got a bye week and we lose that game as well. Are you kidding me? My boys cannot catch a break. We got the Titans in week 10. We smoked them 17-3. And this could be a gargantuan draft for us. We definitely need a left end. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. We're gonna scout him right away. And in case we do not re-sign Jalen Thompson, let's go ahead and put one on free safety, Jay Lipton. And then maybe a little bit of a gem later on left end. Tyler Wilkins out of Penn State here is projected round 1 to 2, but he looks really good. And now we pray, sim to the playoffs. Hopefully we can get a ticket to the wild card round. Although to be honest with you, if we don't, it's okay. It's a 20-year rebuild. We got plenty of years to move on and to try to fix things up. You know what I mean? We 12-5? Whoa. What the heck? We were on fire at the end of the season. What were we when we left off here? I think we were 5-4, right? We beat the Colts, Commanders, lose to the Niners. Oh my God, we ended this season off on a 6-game winning streak. 5-game, I just can't count, by the way. Okay, though. Oh, freaking K, though. As we got the Bears in the wild card round, they're only 10-7 as well. We even got a freaking weekly award winner, Kyler Murray, 324 yards, 4 passing touchdowns as well, 27 for 34. We are alive. We are here, and I do want to check out the Buccaneers. Were good this year. Okay, Caleb Williams, sophomore jump. They go 12-5. And then I think we have the Jets first round pick as well. Hold up. They only go 7-10. That pick might be number 12-ish. All right, I'm pretty stoked though. I'm excited we made the playoffs finally. 9th in offensive yardage in the league, not bad at all. Defensively top 3. What a jump the defensive side made from 32nd to 3rd. And look at Kyler Murray, over 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, and only 11 interceptions as well. 68% completion rate. A pretty dang good QB season, if I say so myself. Najee was a huge game changer as well, and hopefully with the season we've had, he is more interested in joining us at the end of the season. Almost 1,400 yards for him, almost 5 a carry as well as 13 touchdowns. Awesome year. 2,000-yard receivers, Hollywood Brown, 1,250, 8 touchdowns for him, but 12 for the big red zone threat. The 6'4" sophomore man out of Florida State, Keon Coleman, also breaks 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. And then Rondell Moore and Trey McBride, who did not get a good number of yardage, if you know what I mean. Divine Diablo, the new addition, 131 tackles, leads the way there. 16 TFLs for Tavondre Sweat, 11 for Zaven, 10 for the rookie CJ McCall. Okay, he's getting his name out there for sure. Zaven, 9.5 sacks. Okay, Tavondre Sweat, 5.5. Devon Sheffield, 5.5. Both the defensive tackles, awesome. CJ McCall with 4. Definitely a lot more pressure than what we had last year. Remember, Jalen Thompson and Diablo, 3 picks each. Garrett Williams with 2 there. Good year. Good freaking year. I mean, we finished 12-5. How could I complain? Let's go ahead and hop in for the very first playoff game of the video, of course, and see how our team... Why is Cameron McGrath there? Why is Cameron McGrath there in the showcase player thing? You know what I mean? Why is he there? Is he an X Factor? Or at least superstar? I hope it's an X Factor, right? He's a superstar, dude. Remember, Trey McBride had a contract as well. I do want to keep Trey McBride, though, just because he's such a good player for the Cardinals in real life. But oh my God, the CPU blessed me with my boy McGrath. All right, let's hop in against the Bears, though. They are an 84 overall squad. We're an 82. And remember, in year 1, when they nabbed Marvin Harrison Jr. from me at pick number 1. That still hurts, dude. That still hurts. But at the end of the day, who cares? We got Keon Coleman. He's better anyway, and it looks like it's going to be snowing here in Chicago at Soldier Field. We're in for a good one. These teams literally just played in real life, by the way, as well. Oh my God, look at the field. Oh, we're in white, though. Justin Fields is going to be seeing ghosts. And, of course, the Bears did come away victorious in real life when they matched up here, but hopefully it's a different story this time around. What am I doing? Just go to the end of the game, as it is 0-0 in the first quarter. However, second quarter, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. I'm awesome. Electric second quarter there, 14-0. We take the lead, 21-14, as the fourth quarter is on its way, and the boys are feasting. Ooh, 21-28, under 4 minutes to go. We have the ball. Oh my God, I can barely see us, bro. The white jerseys are a cheat code. 2nd and 10 on the Bears 26, if I'm not mistaken here. Najee Harris, the superstar back, gets us about 4-3 yards. A 2nd and long run is a little questionable. However, we are in field goal range, so to take a 2-possession lead is definitely not the worst idea in the world. However, if we could just waste more clock, Najee, that is why we traded for you. Najee Harris with a huge 3rd and 7 conversion. Oh my God, I look so white because of the snow. 1st and 10, under 3 minutes to go now. Kyler Murray out of the gun here. I say we just keep running the ball, and honestly, okay, of course we pass it. Kyler, what a dime. What a dime. Oh my God, Kyler. What are those stats? My boy's feasting. My boy is feasting. He took all those narratives personal. Now gives us a 1st and goal on the 5. Pound the rock to Najee Harris every single down here. I don't care. 2nd and goal. Najee gets the handoff again, and we're going to take a 2-touchdown lead here in the wild card round. Come on. What I'm excited for, though, is let's watch this defense, who made a massive leap from last season to this season, going from the 32nd ranked one to top 3 in the entire league. Let's see if we can put Justin Fields under some pressure here. Justin Fields would have took off a long time ago in real life. We all know the Madden CPU. 2nd and 10. Fields drops back once again here. Rolls out left. It's going to be a sack for the rookie, C.J. McCall, giving the Bears a 3rd and 20. And their first timeout has been used. Under a minute and 45 seconds to go. Fields steps up in the pocket here. I don't know why he's not running. It's Justin Fields, EA. What are we doing? Hell, any QB would have ran in that situation. There was so much room. However, I think he just got a... He threw it... Oh, he also threw it over the line. God, this game is so stupid. Especially when you consider the situation, 4th and 20, a minute left as well. They're down 2 possessions here. He's of course running that. Any quarterback is running that and putting their body on the line to try to get the win. Justin Fields ends up throwing a pick, though. It was kind of a lose-lose situation. He was back to doing a corner, and look at who it is. It's Greg Newsome. The new offseason acquisition gets us the game-winning pick. We're going to the divisional round. I do just want to take a second, though, and admire the game Kyler Murray just had. I believe his first ever playoff win as well. 151.3 QBR, 22 for 26, 281 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. Kyler Murray, this is why you're the franchise guy. Oh my God, look at the 2 receivers, though. Hollywood Brown and Keon Coleman combined for almost 200 yards. But all 4 passing touchdowns. Wow. And you know what, F it. Since it's our first time here in the playoffs, we'll go ahead and hop in again. It's going to be the Buccaneers, the team's pick, who we do have. Of course, they are rocking with Caleb Williams under helm now as well. They're in 85. We're in 83. Can we play spoiler again? But I guess we're probably slight underdogs because we are going to be playing in Tampa Bay. However, it doesn't matter because we get the first 2 touchdowns of the game here. Our defense is clamping. Caleb Williams, what is his team? 21-10. Definitely still a close game. 28-18. We capitalized so quick there. What is this shootout? 28-28. Under 5 minutes ago, we're up 3 points. What is this game? And I hopped in for a punt. All right, I should have looked around a little bit more. Come on, Kyler. Legacy drive. Because remember, it was with our pick the Buccaneers were able to get Caleb Williams. We could have had him as well. You know, in another universe, maybe we could have, or we should have, or we did. What am I saying? However, we stuck with you, Kyler. Show me why. As Najee motions out to the left here, Kyler going to be an empty on a 2nd and 9. 4 minutes to go. Through the middle to Trey McBride. Evades 2 tacklers and gets us a huge chunk. What a play for the tight end 1. 2nd and 10. Kyler drops back again here as time in the pocket. Slings it out. What is Kyler cooking? It's Rondale Moore again, who we saw make a great grab last game as well. That connection is why we re-signed Rondale Moore to this team. Holy crap. However, we are comfortably in field goal range now, but a 6-point lead is not what we want. Trey McBride again. He's playing like I gotta re-sign him. What a game. Gives us a 2nd and 8. Actually, if we could just get the first down here, that pretty much clinches the game. The running game is not gonna get us there, though. I'm not sure. They still have 2 timeouts remaining as well. 3rd and 8. What do we opt to do here? Pass or run? I say put the ball in Kyler Murray's hand. I say put the ball in Kyler Murray's hand. And it's key on Coleman, who's wearing number 22 there. But on the bottom, I don't know if you saw, it said number 87. Number 22 for a receiver is going to make me throw up, by the way. But oh my God. That play certainly is not. Kyler Murray with an absolute dime to hopefully clinch us this game if our defense can come through, because we're going to take a 10-point lead. It's the man we chose with our very first pick of this video as well, Keon Coleman. Come on. What am I actually watching that? We're making some sort of Cinderella run here. I love it. But let's see if our defense can step up and contain Caleb Williams, who is a superstar development. I'm pretty sure he's actually X Factor in this class, so I'm not too sure why that is. As they run hurry up, about 1:10 to go here. Caleb slings it through the middle. Chris Godwin makes a phenomenal grab. That was an absolute dot into traffic as well. Gotta put respect where it is due. 38-28, still the score, though. They have little time to really make up for it here. Caleb scrambling out left and doing whatever that is. Under 45 seconds to go. Caleb slings it to K. Dalton, I believe that is. On to our 22. Caleb Williams slings it through the middle. It's another dime. They're kind of driving down here. However, of course, the clock is on our side, and with just under 22 seconds to go here, I think we should be solid all around. I trust in our defense fully as well. 2nd and goal now on our 4. Caleb Williams steps up, dimes it to Chris Godwin there to get themselves a touchdown. I think it might be, I'm hoping it's a little, just a little too late, you know what I'm saying? They get the extra point, they get the onside kick, but we recover. We're going to the NFC Conference freaking Championship. What in the world? I was not expecting this already. And what are we seeing with Kyler Murray, who's putting on an absolute show in the playoffs? 152.5 QBR, 25 for 31, 344 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. What is he cooking? And it's Keon Coleman again, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has been an absolute revelation at wide receiver. Rondale Moore, 2 touchdowns as well, 84 yards. Stephen Collins had 4 sacks. Oh my God, what was he freaking doing out there? He was a man on a mission. And I mean, what can I say right now? The morale, the locker room is as high as it's ever been. The momentum is definitely there, and we got a divisional rival, the 14-3 San Francisco 49ers here. A lot of hatred in this matchup. Let's see if we can take down another team at home and make a real Cinderella story. Kyler Murray, if he gets us to the Super Bowl here, this is one of the best playoff performances of all time. It most definitely is not going to be easy, though, against the 49ers at their home as well. Hopefully we can come through. 0-0 in the first quarter, though. They get the first touchdown of the game there. We are driving down, answer right away. We get another touchdown at the end of the first half. They equalize, though. 14-all here. They take the lead by 7 points. We tie it back up 21-21, under 5 to go. As they are on our 9, however, it is 3rd and goal. If we could get a stop here and limit them to just 3, we will definitely be happy with that. And it's Zaven Collins, who, like Kyler Murray, but on the other side of the ball, is having a historic playoff run as well. I'm not too sure how many sacks he got in the first game, but he's up to 6 at least in the playoffs so far in 3 games. Wow. The kick is up, and Jake Moody does put it through for them to give them a 3-point lead. Can our offense respond? Can Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals put up at least 3 points here? What was that? He low-key kind of had him as well. Kyler having another decent day, though. Gives us a 2nd and 10. No rush here. We got all our timeouts. We got 4 minutes as well, which is plenty of time, Kyler. Oh, my God. Oh. Just a little underthrown. He had him. He had separation there. The ball was just a tad bit underthrown right there. That would have been the play of the playoffs, no doubt about it. 3rd and 10 now, though. We are struggling on this drive. Kyler gonna step up in the pocket and get us a massive first down in a 15-yard gain as well. Holy crap, Kyler freaking Murray. He is well and truly putting his team on his back right now. Najee. Okay, this game just feels different. It's to get us to the Super Bowl. It's a divisional rival as well. This one just means more. Keon Coleman just short of the first down. However, I think this is 4-down territory. 3rd and 4, under 2 minutes and 15 to go. Kyler Murray steps back. Just scramble. Just scramble. Go down, please. Kyler Murray, bro. Kyler freaking Murray, bro. K1. The 2-minute warning is now gone. Kyler Murray drops back to pass again here. Scrambles out left. And Chase Young sacks us for a negative 13 yards. That one hurt. I'm not going to lie. 2nd and 23 now. Kyler. Chasing again. Is it Cam Robinson who is just getting absolutely bullied on that side? We run a quick draw here. Najee's got room, though. And makes it a respectable 4th and 13 here. Okay. That's definitely more comfortable than a 4th and 31, which it definitely could have been. Kyler Murray. Legacy down. Oh! No way! What am I watching? 4th and 13, Kyler Murray. Was that Rondale Moore again? Rondale Moore has been incredible for us in the playoffs. Thank God we decided to give him a new contract for a few more years because he is paying up big time. Kyler Murray on the run with an absolute dime over the shoulder, right over the DB there, Bennett, who looks massive, looks twice the size of Rondale Moore. It doesn't matter because K1 can put that thing in the bread basket. What in the world? Now we need to lean on our defense, though. 75 yards, a minute to go. They need a touchdown. Brock Purdy picked that off. Good pressure, though. Great pressure. 2nd and 10. Brock Purdy drops back to pass once again. Slings it out to the right side. What a play. What a play by 9. Who's going to be Brian Morrison, the rookie strong safety who we brought in to replace Budda Baker, and he is making plays already in his young career. We're going to see it all play out as well. That's a dime. That's a dime by Purdy. They still have all timeouts as well as they opt to use their first one there. That was a huge chunk, man. Just like that, they're on our 47. There's still a lot of time, especially with them having 2 timeouts as well. Great defense for 2. This is a game, man. This is a game. 2nd and 10. Brandon Ayuk first down. There's timeout number 2. Brock Purdy wants to snap the ball quick again, though he drops back, slings it out to the left side. Of course, a field goal for them does nothing, though, as they're only down by 4, or they're down by 4 points. Can we get pressure here? Brock Purdy is spinning, doing circles. Whoa. 3rd and 10 now. You can drive down between the 20s all you want. Once you get in the red zone, that's where the defense really starts picking things up. I'm speaking too soon. George Kittle first down. What a throw, what a grab. There goes their final timeout, though. Only 30 seconds, so they got to either go out of bounds here or get to the line very quick. Brock Purdy through the middle. That's not a touchdown. What? No way. Oh my God, did our defense really just fold like that? Did he actually get in here? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That is not a touchdown. He's not even close. Nah, look at that. He is genuinely not even close. Wait, are they going to review it? Okay, they're going to review it. Okay, I was about to say, bro, the clock's got to be running as well, remember? Oh my God. This is an absolute classic. Year 3 as well. He wasn't even close, bro. We saw that. Come on now. Who is reffing the game? Steve Harvey? No, that's the wrong person. Stevie Wonder. What did Steve Harvey do? Surely the clock's ticking though, right? It's ticking, but only a little bit, bro. We need our defense to step up here. They are passing the ball. Can we get pressure here? Pressure ends the game. It would be a gamble to run for sure, but it also is Christian McCaffrey, you know? 9 seconds though. They probably have like a play or 2 left. 22. Oh my God, this is insane. I would honestly just run it with McCaffrey, bro. I would just push with Kittle. Intercepted. Let's go. Terrion Arnold. The guy we chose in year 1 out of Bama, of course, swats it down on a 2nd and goal, and on the 3rd and goal, picks off Brock Purdy on the 1, guarding Deebo Samuel, and he just got us our ticket to the freaking Super Bowl as the boys are in victory formation here in just year number 3. I was not expecting this at all. In the regular season, I was saying, even if we're not good right now, it's okay. This is a 20-year rebuild. We have plenty of time to be good. But here we freaking are, bro. What in the world? No. It's doing the cheese. Quarter end. God, I hate this game. We'll just check out the stats real quick because it's going to glitch out. Kyler Murray, another 4 touchdown performance and 3 games into the playoffs. He has 12 touchdowns to 1 interceptions and has us in the freaking Super Bowl. McCaffrey was good. Najee was good as well. Man, it's definitely a question, though. It is the talk of the town. Why not just hand it off to McCaffrey on the 1, though? You got to give him a chance, right? But they put the ball in Purdy's hand. Keon Coleman, I think, has 6 touchdowns as well in the playoffs so far. He has been unguardable. Absolutely unguardable. Zaven Collins, another 2-sack performance. CJ McCall, the rookie, 2 sacks as well. Chase Young had those crazy 2 sacks back-to-back in the tail end of the 4th quarter as well. But this team's got the dog in us. Terrion Arnold with a game-winning interception. Kyler Murray with big play after big play. I'm lost for words right now, bro. Oh my God, I forgot about this. I have to dashboard. Oh, we didn't get the win. Okay, 28-24, perfect. We have put up over 28 points every single game. I don't know what's going on, but Kyler Murray has just turned it up come playoff time. The real question is, who can we get in the Super Bowl? The Ravens or the Raiders? Who the heck's on the Raiders? Maybe they drafted Jaden Daniels or something. We're going to be playing the freaking Raiders. We'll go check out their squad after some yearly awards, where Kyler Murray has a shout to win MVP. It's going to go to Lamar Jackson here. Caleb Williams is number 3. We knocked his ass out. Kyler Murray number 10? He took that personal. Offensive Rookie of the Year number 2 was Cameron McGrath, the backup tight end. If he was number 1, he could have won that thing all right. Defensive Rookie of the Year, McCall is all the way down here at number 8, but in the playoffs, he has been performing, man. And another year where it looks like we're going to get no awards, and guess what? We don't care. We're looking at the bigger picture here, which is, of course, winning that Lombardi. Development traits, though. How does Kyler not go up? How does if we win this Super Bowl and he wins Super Bowl MVP, I am putting him up to or not X Factor. That's a little too crazy. I'm putting him up to Superstar because what I'm witnessing right now is an absolute legacy-defining season from Kyler Murray, and it is criminal that he did not go up to star after a good regular season as well. You know, dude. After the playoffs, I might just put him up to Superstar. You guys are seeing what I'm seeing, right? Defensively, Sheffield only a star. Unfortunately, Zayvon Collins also remains at a star. We didn't get one upgrade. We are in the freaking Super Bowl. Tell you what, I don't even care because the main goal is right in front of us. Keon Coleman as well. If we win the Super Bowl, I'm upgrading his ass as well because those two guys are going absolutely crazy. Raiders, who is on this team? We know the main guys: Josh Jacobs, Max Crosby, Davante Adams, Brock Bowers. They drafted. Oh my God, that offense is insane. But of course, the question is, who is the quarterback? They got what? How did they get JJ McCarthy and Brock Bowers? I guess JJ McCarthy fell a little bit come draft time, maybe fell to the second round, it looks like. Wow. They had a great draft, and they have pretty much their squad still here as well. Yeah, this is a solid team, bro. And it's crazy comparing it to our team. We have one player over 90 overall, Najee Harris, but I mean, we are here, man. We are the Cinderella story of the ages. And it's another game where we will be underdogs, 83 overall to their 86. However, it has not mattered for the first 3 games of the playoffs so far. Can we do it just once more? And it looks like we're going to be in Atlanta as well. Let's go ahead and sim quarter by quarter. We get a touchdown almost immediately there. Bro, 14-0 already. Boys, just hold on. Play slow. Play smart. No turnovers, please. They get a touchdown to equalize. Second quarter has not been in our favor at all as they tie the ball game up. 14-14 here. They end up taking the lead. They're on a 21-0 run and are on to our 15, if I'm not mistaken. 14-5, first and goal. We are down 28-14 after being up 14-0. What has gone wrong here? Paris Johnson gets a flag called on him. However, the offense is now driving down, but a huge sack for Michael Pierce, but a huge gain for Kyler Murray and Rondale Moore. Who else? As the Raiders have outscored us 28-0 after the first quarter there. I'm not too sure what has happened to our offense here. However, a quick pass out to Hollywood Brown gets us a good chunk of 7. We've seen miracles before, though, with this team. Kyler Murray, hard play action to Najee Harris, and the pass just doesn't get through. Only 130 yards today. What's going on? Kyler Murray, who's been the best player of the playoffs so far, getting clamped up here by this Raiders defense. Kyler Murray is going to take it himself here. And he's going to fumble. Things are just not going our way in the Super Bowl, it looks like. Can our defense just get one stop, though? Oh, my God. Divine Diablo with an interception. Hold up. We're right back. And it puts us on the 10 as well. Kyler Murray, we need you here. Najee Harris, I need you to punch it in as well. Anything we will take. Oh, that was a risky pass, man. I swear Rondale was kind of open over the top. Second and goal. Kyler drops back again. Good protection here. Max Crosby, though. I mean, you ran into Max Crosby. He has 3 sacks. He is killing Kyler and Paris Johnson. And we need 7 here. I feel like we're trying to go for the Hail Mary pass, get it in the end zone right away, where we should have just been taking little chunks here and there. And Kyler Murray throws it behind here. I mean, this Raiders defense just has us on locks. And we're going to go for it. We kind of have to with just under 6 minutes to go. 4th and 14, 4th and goal. We've seen Kyler Murray do miracles before, and who is this Underwood guy? He's been everywhere. That was kind of in his hands. And even after a huge turnover by Divine Diablo on the Raiders' 10-yard line, we somehow do not come away with any points, dude. That might be the game. That might be the game. Under 5 minutes and 30 left to go. The Raiders are methodically driving down, getting about 6-7 yards every play, getting every first down possible to kill the clock even more. And unfortunately here, we come up just short in the Super Bowl, even after taking a 14-point lead in the first quarter. The Raiders adjusted well, and we had absolutely no answer. And they win. They win. I mean, JJ McCarthy had a good day. Not a great day, but still a better day than Kyler Murray, who only had 159 yards, 1 passing touchdown, and 1 interception as well. We just could not capitalize when given the chances. Najee was so good today, too. I mean, come on. Josh Jacobs got 28 carries. We got to give Najee at least 20 with the game he was having, man. And I understand that we were down, but got to feed the hot hand no matter what, right? And it looks like they clamped our main weapon in Keon Coleman. Only 1 reception, 16 yards, and that was our that was our main guy in this playoffs. So they did their scouting. Defensively, Divine Diablo came through, but Max Crosby was an absolute game wrecker and probably is going to win Super Bowl MVP as well. 3 sacks, 2 TFLs. We could not block him to save our lives, man. But at the end of it all, like I said, I did not expect to be here. So that season blew every expectation that we had of this team out of the water. And now we're going to be looked at as real, threats to contending to the team, or contending for the Super Bowl. That is, Max Crosby is your Super Bowl MVP. And hopefully come the offseason, we can get, better players that want to come here and all that good stuff. The green bar will be filled up, no doubt. And speaking of that, we do have player contracts. We also have 99 million salary cap, available salary cap there. So we definitely got the funds to do it. Why? We just made the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. That is so stupid. Like, if we just made the Super Bowl, you really think the players are just gonna be like, no, you're not historic champion, so I don't want to join you. Oh, you have a 45% completion or win percentage, I don't want to join you. Bro, we just made the Super Bowl. What else do you want, Najee? You greedy bastard. Okay, he's back after I had to give him a ton of money. Jalen Thompson, I think I'm gonna let walk. He's 28 now. Zayvon Collins has been good for us, man. He really has been. He wants a good chunk, though. But once again, we're not historic champions, so I don't really want to join you guys back. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna bump it up just a mil here, see what he says. He's gonna go. I think we just kind of gotta bite that bullet. Paris Johnson has no. Okay, never mind. It's a 5th year. I'm gonna accept that. Trey McBride. I'm gonna bump it up just a tiny bit. I'm gonna let him walk. We got McGrath now, the superstar tight end right behind him. We got his replacement. Epinessa's gonna walk. Ezra Cleveland, Cam Thomas. Yeah, let's go to free agency. Hopefully we can bring in some heavy hitters. About 90.3 mil to spend here. Show me some superstars. Zach Martin, that's a good start. Joel Bitonio, DeMarcus Lawrence. Some great players, but they are extremely old, all over 33 years old. There's Zayvon Collins is here, of course. Jalen Thompson, some guys we had. Yeah, it's really just those top guys, eh? No, unfortunately, Zach Martin has zero interest in joining us because we're not his team. Doesn't have a franchise QB. Did you just watch those playoffs? Didn't you have that tag last year as well? Bro, this game makes no sense, man. I swear. Super Bowl chase, league favorites. That's what I'm talking about, Leo Collins. That's what you should have as your motivation. What matters if we're not historic champions, bro? Now, DeMarcus Lawrence does want to join us. I would not be opposed to a 1-year deal. And I guess we'll go in for Joel Bitonio as well as my guy Victor. Bring him back and see what we can do here. Gonna still have a lot of money left over, but as you guys saw, there's just not really much there for us to work with. We get Bitonio, DeMarcus Lawrence, 2 of some of the best names in this free agency class. Victor is back as well, so I think our team definitely has improved. But remember, we do have an abundance of picks as well. I think we have the Bucks pick, our pick, and the Jets pick, so it might be time to make like a blockbuster trade to help improve the team. But first, let's go check out this class, which I have not looked at much at all. Demarius Malone, only around 1 to 2. It's just not worth it at pick 2. If this class is crazy, maybe we use all 3 picks and get, 3 blue chip guys on rookie contracts as well. Look at Joe Woodard. He looks pretty solid, hey? Okay, Tyler Wilkins is around 1 where I do remember putting a private workout on him. We could choose him in the 1st round. That's not bad. We obviously did the number 1 guy, and then we did Jay Lipton as well. Looks all right. I'm going to put another one on him just to know his talent. Let's throw one on Joe Woodard as well to know how good he is, obviously. And then last but not least, I'm going to throw one on right guard Dominic Flowers. Why not? And the 2026 draft is now upon us. We are coming off a legendary playoff Super Bowl run as well. Let's see what picks we got. We have 13, 27, 31, and then 31 in the 2nd round as well. 3rd round, though, we have 9, 20, and 31. Lipton is a round 1 talent. That's good to see. Just kind of want to shop around. What could we potentially get with this pick? Number 13, Deion Dawkins, Javonte, Grant Delpit, Mike Evans, although he's 33 now, Kelsey, although he's 36 now, and doesn't care about the NFL anymore, Pollard, Achane, Drake Greenlaw, Rod Spiegel from the Niners. He's a 79, but he is X Factor. Interdivision, though. Kind of don't want to. Olufashanu would be awesome. JC Horn. That's a good addition right there, hey? Tyrann Mathieu, he's old. Tariq Woolen, Interdivision. Some okay packages, but they're not really blowing me out of the water. I guess I don't even really know what we want. Team needs free safety, right end, outside linebacker, QB. What is with all this disrespect to Kyler Murray? Did you not just see what he did? Okay, we're now here at pick 13. Woodard is still here. That is a great player. Jay Lipton is still here as well. So we have our choice. Tyler Wilkins as well. And I think we go Jay Lipton. We lost out on Jalen Thompson. He's still just 21 years old out of Auburn as well. And his stats look awesome with A, awareness, catching, finesse moves there. Only D, man. His zone is only a C. Oh, now I'm getting thrown off. His ratings are okay. Elite agility is nice to see. Joe Woodard does look better, but he is also 23. He's also not an actual safety, And corners position, we don't really need as much. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and take Jay Lipton. If he's a normal, it's going to come back to bite me. And I'm going based off a positional need instead of best player available here, kind of going against the motto when it comes to the draft. However, we're going to take him anyway. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why you go with the better looking player always, instead of your positional need. I'm going to trade out of pick 27 here with the Falcons. Going to get a future first from them, as well as a third and a seventh this season. Can I accept that? There's just no value I see at this pick. And at pick 31, both of these linebackers here, John Richards and Jacob Ramirez, look extremely similar. They both look very good. I really don't know what to go with, so I'm just going to go in 3, 2, 1, bang. Jacob Ramirez is going to be our pick. Oh, damn. Man, after a Super Bowl run that we just made, I am folding in the draft right now to improve our team. And at the end of round 2, I'm going to go with another outside linebacker, Darrell Hammond. I feel like I've gone with a lot of linebackers, but they just look like the best player available here. I haven't really hit on many of them, so hopefully we can hit on just one, right? Hey, tell you what, in the end of the second round, hidden dev, he's going to be our main guy right away. Welcome, Darrell. First one's going to be right guard Jimmy Lewis here, just 21 years old, out of Texas. Hidden dev, let's keep it moving. I'm going to go with another free safety here. We need depth at that position. Thomas Matthews out of Louisville doesn't look half... He looks bad, damn it. Pick 25, backup running back Chris Hammond here out of Oklahoma. Hidden dev, that's what I'm talking about. You got Chris Webber at tight end now, the former Sacramento Kings big man, of course. He's converted to a monster tight end. He actually doesn't look too bad. I'm going to take him. Why not? For the namesake, Chris Webber. All right. I went with my heart on that pick, not my head. And we got him. I've been looking for a kicker every year, man. We finally got a generational guy. Malcolm Henry, elite kick power, elite strength. Look at that combine. 4.78. Are you kidding me? For a kicker, A accuracy, A awareness. He is the next kicker for the Cardinals. He will be here for a literal lifetime because we got, what, 17 years left? We're going to see his entire career play out. The real question is, though, is there a generational punter in here as well? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at the combine. Dane Skillen. He's literally skilling on him. 5-star skill moves, elite everywhere. Does that beak? Oh, 24, I don't care. We just got 2 generational special team members. 96 kick power. If we can fake it, give him a little bit of a, give him the ball as well. 87 speed. He can hurdle somebody. What in the world? Okay, give me a generational fullback now and I am happy. I'm not really even sure if that's a thing, but I'd be looking out for him, bro. I really do. Antoine Winston looks like the best fullback here. He's only 21 as well, so we can develop him. Hopefully, he's got elite agility and speed in round 7. And weirdly, draft recap, the later half of the draft was kind of better for us. Jay Lipton was only normal. Jacob Ramirez is only normal as well, but they both are 75 overall, so not bad. Hammond was a beast. Thank God I double dipped with outside linebacker, 76, and I believe hidden as well. Jimmy Lewis is a beast. Thomas Matthews was the reach of the century. Chris Hammond, the running back, not bad. Chris Webber, like I said, that one was with my heart, not my head. 76 overall kicker, 70 overall punter. Those 2 guys will be here. Oh no, I have freaking Ryan Stonehouse, don't I? Oh crap, I forgot about that. I might have to trade Ryan Stonehouse. Just go check out the class real quick, see what we missed out on. Timmy Long, we saw, weren't too interested in him. Chris Keys, it was Demarius Malone. That's the guy who was top of the board that we saw, was only around 1 to 2. He's actually going to be in our division as well with the Seahawks. We don't care. We ain't scared of that, brother. Honestly, looking at this class, I think we had a freaking good one. I think we got a lot of good players in the top half of the ratings as well here, so hopefully they can push us just over that hump. Give us the Raiders again, I dare you. And we, of course, have our choice to reveal in Malcolm Henry, Darrell Hammond, Jimmy Lewis, Chris Hammond, Dane Skillen, the freaking... actually, I think this is our kicker, right? So let's not do him. Let's do Darrell Hammond. Why not? Generate best lineup. Defensively, we're looking at outside linebacker. Is anybody surprised? But here we are into year 4. The team is off a Super Bowl run. We unfortunately could not grab it, but to make it there, I'm happy Keon Coleman has now also elevated himself into wide receiver 1 position. Jimmy Lewis will be the starting guard next year after Batonio leaves us, of course, and Trey McBride is gone, but McGrath is here to take over. And then defensively, it's still a solid group all around. We added into Marcus Lawrence as well. Lipton's going to be our starting free safety now after we lost Jalen Thompson, and of course, special teams. Malcolm Henry is now here. I guess we'll sit Skillen for a year. I don't know. Thanks. Zaven Collins was actually very good for us last year, so I hope that loss is not crucial for us. And into week 8, we are currently 5-2. I think our floor is pretty safely into the playoffs now. Player contracts though, we do have 82 mil to splash out. BJ Ojulari, maybe. I don't know. He's not developing as quick, but he also still is 24. Divine Diablo has been awesome. DeMarcus Lawrence. I think with these group of players, we wait till the end of the year. And let's go to week 11 here. Lumen Field, we get smoked. Okay. Week 9, we got the Cowboys up next. Okay, we're now 5-4. Look at this. We have the Chargers, Dolphins away, and then the Seahawks again. Our schedule gets brutally tough here in the middle. Okay, just like that, we're 500 and the Dolphins are 8-1 and we're in Miami. And I don't know if you know, but Kyler's never beat Tua ever. just had to get that out there. Let's do left tackle Jaden Shepard because Cam Robinson is definitely not getting any younger. So I'll do the same thing with right tackle Mike Potts. And we low-key do need another corner. I'm going to go with Tevin Woody here out of Colorado. We just about make it 11-6. We still end up actually finishing top of the NFC West as well. Got the Seahawks round 1. This season we were 11th in offensive yardage, dropped down just a little bit, but not bad. Defensively remains at top 3. The unit has been good as well. Kyler, under 4K yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 picks. A little bit worse than last season. I think everything statistically got just a little bit worse. Najee was still good though, 1,234 yards, 4.5 a carry, 14 touchdowns as well. Receiving wise, Keon Coleman, 1,031 yard leads the way, 5 touchdowns for him. Rondo Moore with 12 though, also breaks 1,000 yards for the first time in this video for him. Hollywood Brown only 750, McGrath 464. Defensively, 111 tackles for Divine Diablo. Awesome to see. DeMarcus Lawrence came in and it was an absolute game wrecker as advertised. 21 TFLs, 19 sacks. Sheffield was a monster at defensive tackle. 20 TFLs for him, 8.5 sacks. Tavondre Sweat, same thing. McCall, 5 sacks for him as well as he was. BJ Ojolari actually 6.5 too. We had pressure. The defense once again remained pretty good. I think the offense just weirdly dropped down a little bit despite not really losing anybody big. Although who knows, maybe Trey McBride was the locker room leader all along. We are at home here against the Seahawks and we absolutely smoke them 49-7. We got another divisional matchup with the Niners who we knocked out in the conference championship last year. Don't forget, they get their revenge though. Beat us 37-24 and we are knocked out of the playoffs in year 4. They definitely took that game personal. It's going to be Niners Chiefs in the Super Bowl once again. Yearly awards and Hurts wins MVP this year. Desmond Ritter's on the Saints. Okay, huh? Can I win one award this video, please? I've not won anything. Where's my guy Malcolm Henry? 5th? You sound drunk to me. As much as this is a Cardinals 20-year rebuild, it is also a Malcolm Henry career simulation. All right. Offensively, no upgrades. Rondale Moore, 12 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Does not go up to just star. They just star. You know what I mean? We still don't have Hammond. Keon Coleman still remains at a star as well. Defensively, though, Terrian Arnold up to superstar is pretty awesome. I think Hammond was already a star, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, nothing else, dude. Oh, no, Lipton would have been star. Okay, we'll take that for the young guys going up. Malcolm Henry's only a star? What? I thought that was the most guaranteed superstar of all time. The Chiefs get their revenge on the Niners, 34-27 here. Pacheco is your Super Bowl MVP. I swear for every year we've done so far, a QB has not won Super Bowl MVP, weirdly. That's a little odd, but I'll take it. Did I even look at player contracts? Keon Coleman, Terry Arnold. Okay, no, we did. These are 5th years. We're going to accept both of them. Terry and Arnold going up to superstar is actually awesome, though. I'm very happy with that. Ojolari, what is going on? I think a 2-year deal wouldn't hurt. He's actually not going to accept it because he's not close to home or he doesn't have a mentor. Yeah, whatever. Divine Diablo, I'm not going to lie, has been awesome for us. He showed up in the playoffs as well. For a 2-year deal, I do not hate that at all, and he's back. DeMarcus Lawrence was so good this year. So good, but he is 35 now, so probably going to have to let him walk, as well as probably everybody else here, which leaves us with just under 95 mil to spend, though. Can we finally see a good pool of free agents? Tyreek Hill, Michael Pittman, wide receiver, however, we do not really need. Deron Payne, Joel Bitonio is, of course, here now. DeMarcus Lawrence, Ryan Stonehouse, Kevin Byard, Slay, Deion Dawkins. Honestly, I'd be down to just give DeMarcus Lawrence another 1-year contract. He was literally amazing for us. What in the world is that picture? Man, I just went through everybody, and all we have here is DeMarcus Lawrence, Garrett Williams back, and a mentor QB. There's just... Man, I don't know. We might have to make a big splash in the trading market, honestly, because I really do want to take this team up to another level. I feel like we're on the brink and we're close, but we just aren't quite there yet. We get Garrett and Jacoby Brissett. However, DeMarcus Lawrence has a ton of suitors now, including the Seahawks, who are right there with us. But he's coming back to our team, baby. Come on. And like, we still have 75 mil, but like, are any of these guys really big improvements on our team? Not really. I'd rather not splash the cash out. And unfortunately, Chris Hammond and Jimmy Lewis are both only star development. My boy Skillen's a superstar, though. Ooh. I don't remember who. Is this the Falcons pick? Did we trade back with them? We have pick 9, 27, 59, 91. And with our pick at number 27, the Cowboys are offering me a superstar X Factor 83 overall strong safety that is still just 24 years old. I'm definitely tempted. I'm tempted. You know what, let's do it manually, because as you all know, they always be trying to finesse you. See if I can ask for like a future second and maybe like another third in 2029. It's pretty close. Okay, we'll just take out the 5th round pick. This should work. We can get a future second from the Cowboys. Okay, I'll add in a 5th round pick in 2029, and that goes through. We get ourselves Hill here, a superstar X Factor for our pick 27, of course, as we have pick number 9 too. This isn't really the game-changing trade that probably you guys were expecting, but I think it's going to be a good one for the future of this video. And then hopefully at number 9, we can get a generational edge. That is really what I'm in the market for. Is there going to be any in this class? I should have put one on the number 1 guy just to see what his talent was, but I did not. What am I saying? I've totally forgot we had another 1st round pick. I'm going to put one on this guy as well just to see what he is. And then I'm going to do the last one on our guy here, Mike Potts, that we did earlier. Because really, I just want to see, damn, the Browns have been terrible this video. Same with the Patriots. I just want to see if these guys are game changers. Are they going to be worth trading up for to potentially take our team up to the next step? Tyler Peralta here, only 21 years old, speed rusher out of Michigan. Stats look good. Ratings look real good there. Everything pretty much really solid, if I say so myself. Only B awareness, but A finesse moves, power moves are a C. B pursuit, B tackle. A to B block shed, not bad. That's my boy Mike Potts. Damn. Now the big question on the other hand is, of course, what would the Browns even want for pick number 1? Probably the house. Look at this. Look at this. Look, they want my whole team. Everything I've been working for, they want it all. No can do, man. How about I give you pick 9 and 59? All right, that's not happening. No way. Which is definitely pain. At number 1, they're gonna go Kevin Marsh. That's not even the guy that was number 1. There he goes. Okay, well, you know what? It might be a little bit of a reach, but I'm going to go with Junior Robertson, who's number 12 here on the big board, but we know he's a round 1 talent. We know he's going to be good. We know he's going to be solid right away. That's kind of all we need at edge right now because we're within there besides DeMarcus Lawrence, who's obviously 35 years old now. Junior Robertson hopefully can get mentored by him and up his game, take his game to another level as well as our team. Welcome to the Cardinals. Round 2, Greg Briggs is going to be our pick here. Middle linebacker out of Georgia. Devon Diablo is only on a 2-year deal and is a little bit older. We got his understudy right here. I pressed A, I swear. He's in development. I'm happy with that. Look at the speed at an 87 as well as 89 acceleration. In round 3 now, Xavier Hambrick looks like kind of a beast here out of the U. B hit power, B tackle, ADC man. Skip the combine. Poor jumping, poor speed. It's around 3. Okay, that's why. Draft recap. I feel like we haven't had a draft where we really went crazy and got like a generational guy or so. Or even got that superstar. I guess the CPU got me one, but like, you know, are any of these guys going to take me over the edge? I'm not too sure, but I hope they do. As Marsh was only a 73, here's Peralta, who we were, of course, eyeing. He goes 2. Oh my God, could you imagine the Browns traded with me to 1 and I picked up this fraud? Oh, my heart would have sank. This class looks terrible. My God. Sean Trapp, here's the running back, although he didn't really look that good, and it would have, yeah. Oh my God, this class just trash. 78, it's another running back, goes to the Dolphins there, a tight end. 3 running backs and a tight end are the highest players in this class. Who is this? Goes round 3 to pick 21 to the Panthers. He's only a star, but that would have been great value. Wow, and Mike McCants, the guy that was number 4 on the draft board that we were looking at as well, only normal. This class is just historically dog shit. We got Robertson, Greg Briggs, and then Mateus Cooper, who I'm not too sure that was. That was the CPU. Let's go ahead and do Junior Robertson, see what he is. And moment of truth, Junior is a star, of course. Oh, but I totally forgot we got this fella now here. Superstar development. Brian Morrison's been solid as well, though. Kind of sucks delegating him to our safety number 2. Dude, all I want is a really good edge in the class, and I just cannot get one. We had our chance, I believe, in year 2 where that X Factor was, but I folded. I didn't trade up. What? What? Player contracts, Tavondre Sweat, Paris Johnson, Hollywood Brown, Rondell Moore. Not too much still here, though. Man. Tavondre I'd love to keep, although I wouldn't really give him a deal much bigger than this, especially when we have Devon Sheffield as well. He's back, though. Paris Johnson, definitely would like to keep him around for the majority, for this entire video, for his entire career, that is. He's also back. Hollywood Brown, I think we let walk. Maybe I even try to trade him right now. Rondell Moore, on the other hand, has been an awesome player for us in playoffs, in the regular season as well. 3-year deal sounds good to me. But the rest, we will wait. We're 1-5. However, the top of the NFC West is only 4 wins, so just a few good weeks and a few bad weeks for them, and we're right back into the mix of things. But it has to start now, and we win 28-20. Buccaneers up next with Caleb Williams, of course. Can we come away with another W? 41-20. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Mid-season spark here. 3-5 now. I think we had the Rams up. Of course. There's just so much going on here. Please give me a good class with some amazing edges. Please, look at this. Who is this? Like, this guy is the #1 projected guy, and he doesn't even look that good, bro. First one's gonna go on Davion Wiggins here, a wide receiver. Hopefully the replacement for Hollywood Brown. Next one's gonna go on left tackle Wade McKee. And last one, cornerback Devontae Capers out of Iowa. And definitely a concerning start at the mid-season point. After that year 3 Super Bowl run, I thought we were destined for greatness, but man, now we only go 7-10 here in 2027, joint bottom of the division. And I mean, just a few years back, my team ranks were all green. This year, we only have 1 freaking green. What happened to the rush game? Like, out of everything, I still expect Najee to be good, right? Top 10 still in offensive yardage as a whole, though. Defensively, fell off a little bit, but still not terrible. Kyler over 4K yards, 31 touchdowns, 14 picks, pretty regular Kyler Murray numbers. Okay, the ground game wasn't terrible, though. He had 17 touchdowns. I think that's the most he's had, about 1250, which he's had almost every time, as well as 4.5 a carry. So I guess that pretty much remained the same as well. Receiving wise, Rondell was a monster, 1,221 yards, 15 touchdowns. And tell you what, those first 3 years, I had Keon Coleman in the slot, and ever since then, I've changed it to Rondell Moore. Maybe I got to throw him back in the slot because that recipe was cooking for us early on. Devon Diablo, of course, 131 tackles made. CJ McCall, maybe a little breakout year for him. 21 TFLs, 8 sacks, 19 for Devon Sheffield there, and DeMarcus Lawrence, 15 for Devondre Sweat. DeMarcus Lawrence leads the way for sacks, 12.5 there. McCall, 8 sacks like we saw. Devondre Sweat was 7. Sheffield with 5. Defensively, it's still fine. Oh my god, we had negative turnovers. Only 3 interceptions all year. An extremely disappointing year 5 all around, though, to say the least. MVP goes to Lamar again. I think he's at 3 this video. And tell you what, man, the time is ticking on this team. The window is not as wide as we're expecting, right? Kyler's even getting up there in age now. Najee's gonna start regressing soon. Rondell Moore finally goes up to star, which is lovely to see, but yeah, if we go another year or two with that record and not making the playoffs, then I might really have to blow things up and really just start from the beginning again. Look at this. Sheffield went up to superstar. CJ McCall goes up to superstar as well. Those are awesome. And the Raiders get #2 of the video. 31-21. They beat the Falcons. JJ McCarthy is Super Bowl MVP. We got a 5th year here for Kenny Hill, who we traded for. He's up to an 86, of course. Devon Sheffield up to superstar now as well. Going to be accepting his. We also have another one for CJ McCall, who also went up to superstar. That's 3 for 3. Hollywood Brown is 31 now and is also down to an 81 as well. So we're going to let him walk. I think I'm going to let everybody walk here. There's nobody really too big. And at this point now, 5 years into out of 20, I feel a bit stuck. I really do. I'm not too sure what we can really do to improve the team. Free agency hasn't really been, too much of a game changer for us, and the trading hasn't really gone our way as well. And especially the draft, though. The draft is where I really usually hit and make a difference in these rebuilds, but we have not been hitting at all. Everybody I get is just a star or normal. Oh, and JJ McCarthy won Super Bowl MVP, and the Raiders said, see you later. What the hell? There's literally nobody here. Keon White and Bobby Brown, just to provide us a little bit of depth on our defensive line that we are lacking after losing a few players. They both join us. Nice. Yo, look at this. I was just scrolling through the trade block here, and there's a right guard, 75 overall, superstar Devin. He's only 24. Of course, the Chiefs already have Trey Smith, so they don't really need this guy, and one man's trash is another man's treasure, Oh my god, and look at what they're asking for. A 5th, 6th, and a 7th? That is actually criminal. Look at this. It's already green. For my literal backup right guard, I'll give you a 2030 5th round pick, and they accept it. We get a superstar player through the doors. I'm going to put another one on Davion Wiggins as well, and then final one on Trezmaine Carroll just to know his talent. Davion Wiggins, on the other hand, is a round 1 to 2 guy. We are in need for a wide receiver 3. Okay, Trezmaine Carroll is a top 5 talent. I favorited him because I wanted to make sure I private worked out him and this guy as well. And then the corner that I did earlier too. Dang, I really want Davion Wiggins as well, though. We only have 14 in the first and second. We do have number 30 in the second round as well, though. And to be fair, this guy's going all the way at 39. I definitely do not want to stall on him, though, because I do not want to risk any other team taking him but me. All right, I've been thinking about this for a minute. Hear me out here. I'm going to trade back with the Vikings here to 19, get some future draft capital as well. Well, I was trading back, obviously, to grab him a little later on. Now I am terrified that that edge is going to go. Oh my god, one more pick. Please don't do it, Bengals. Okay. As long as I get this edge, honestly, I'm happy. But the Vikings just did me so dirty. Man, what was that? Okay, whatever. Let's just take the left end here. Tresman Caro, who we know now is a top 5 talent. I'm a little scared that he's going to be a normal because this always happens to me. However, we finally found one of these gems in the draft. Can he be special? I knew it. I just knew it. I knew it, bro. I've seen this story once too many times. Normal development top 5 is just a dagger through the heart. And you know the worst part about it too is that Davion Wiggins is about to be a superstar receiver. Well, there goes that corner. There was one more receiver that I saw though that looked interesting. Isaiah Wakefield here out of Oregon. Go Ducks. So obviously I got a little bit of bias towards him already. Great acceleration, agility, change of direction, I can't speak, speed. He ran a 4.32. This is the deep threat maybe we need after losing out on Hollywood Brown and Davion Wiggins. Isaiah Wakefield. Now, we low-key do not need another offensive lineman, but he just looks like the best player available. I had him favorited from very early on as well. I'm just going to take him here at pick 30 in the second round. Simply was best player available. We could use him later on. We're probably going to lose Quinn Miners in a year or two. Dre Lincoln just looks unreal. Elite acceleration, agility, jumping, and speed there. Combine. He killed it everywhere, too. It's another outside linebacker, which I feel like is a position we have a lot of depth in. However, can't hurt to have another guy, right? He is only normal, though. I think we just went 3 for 4 with normal developments. Oh my god, Isaiah Wakefield is a 68 overall. Are you kidding me? Carroll's a 76, 71 for McDonald. Lincoln 70 as well. Yeah, that was not a good draft class for me. There is one person I have in mind though, and it is Davion Wiggins. He's a 73 overall. Of course, he's hidden dev. This was the main guy I wanted initially. I told you. I literally told you. I know how this game works, bro. I know how this game works. They can hear me. They are listening to me. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding. Okay, so Tresman Caro was a top 5 talent, but it was kind of a Mickey Mouse top 5 talent because there was a million people at a 76 overall here. This class, once again, just not the best looking, is it? And if you're still watching, which I appreciate, leave it down in the comments right now. I hate Wiggins, and I will give you 2 times the chance of winning the giveaway. And I'm not gonna lie, right? We're here now in year 6, and it may be a do or die season for a lot of the core pieces of this team. Because Kyler Murray is now 31 years old, and what isn't cool is he is now starting to regress little by little. His awareness, -5 regular throw accuracy short there. Are you kidding me? -5? And not just that, but he's also in the final year of his contract as well. So the Kyler Murray experiment might come to an end if we don't win it all this year. Najee Harris is also 30 years old now, and he's starting to regress as well alongside Kyler Murray. So if we don't go all guns blazing this season, it might be the end of a few players here. I still also can't believe this guy's only normal, dude. That's so...
Yeah, just pain. It was pain everywhere. So we got to keep on pushing through and being resilient.
Because as things stand currently, we're a middle of the pack team, and that's where we don't want to be. We either want to be contending or we want to be rebuilding, right? So it's either we reset or we keep going all out, I guess. Who knows? But like, here we are again. We're only 3 and 4 at the midseason mark. We do have a breakout D-line though, which is going to be Robertson. That would be a huge upgrade to superstar. Hold the Bills to less than 75 rushing yards or getting 2 of the defensive stats. Player contracts, we have 110 mil. Guys like Terry and Arnold, Keon, Coleman are here. Cameron McGrath is even here now. Brian Morrison, a lot of generated players now. Kyler Murray's even here, but as you guys saw, he's starting to go down. First and foremost, let's get Keon Coleman out of the way. He has been amazing for us so far in this video, and he's here for another 5. Terry and Arnold sadly does not want to rejoin us because Kyler Murray is not a franchise quarterback. He's been amazing. 24, 86 overall now, superstar dev. I am willing to give him a massive contract for him to stay for another 7 years. McGrath, we'd love for him to stay as well. He's developing slowly but surely, but is superstar, of course. And then I think for the rest, we wait. Let's go ahead and sim this week 8 matchup against the Bills with a breakout D lineman. We actually win 31-14. And Junior Robertson, unfortunately, didn't get it done, which is so pain. Week 9, we got the Rams, who are only 3 and 5. Okay, we're starting to find a little bit of heat here. 4 and 4 Patriots up next, 3-game win streak. Even got a weekly award winner for Divine Diablo. He's actually been awesome ever since he signed for us. Forced fumble, had a fumble return, even had a pick. Oh my. The real question is, are we in the market for a new quarterback though? What we are definitely going to need though is a new running back, and Sean Sharpton looks like the best one here. This guy needs to go play for the OKC Thunder. And we could use another weapon as well. There's 2 good ones in Dwayne McCord and George Cabrera. I'm going to throw it on you. It looks like we could make a late playoff push here, and we do. We end up going 10-7, second in the NFC West as well, but a tough wildcard round matchup. And offensively, we fell off a cliff. 24th? Defensively wasn't good either. Okay. Kyler only had 3,384 yards. That is criminally low. 29 touchdowns, 8 picks is decent as well, but offense was not moving like it used to. However, Najee still gave you the most Najee stat line of all time, 1250, 4.5, about 10 tutties. Receiving wise, and Keon Coleman was back in the slot, 1,150 yards for him, 13 touchdowns as well. But other than that, Rondell Moore was the second leading receiver with only 726 there. Carlos Hendricks was the 3. McGrath doesn't do much, does he? I think the playbook and scheme just don't really favor tight ends, to be honest with you. Devon Sheffield, 19 TFL, 16 for McCall there, 12 for Tavondre Sweat, Tavondre Sweat. CJ McCall with 8 sacks leads the way. He's actually been putting up some decent numbers for us, I can't lie. The 2 defensive tackles was 7.5 each there, and then 2 picks for Kenny Hill, Terrion Arnold, and Mateus Cooper. But a very tough matchup here in the wildcard round against the Eagles. They're in 86, we're in 84, so it's not too far apart. But we lose by 6 points. We are knocked out just like that, and this might be the end of an era. And look at the top 2 in the MVP race. It's going to be Drake May and Caleb Williams, who also play in the same division. That would be pretty awesome to see. Yeah, the day we win an award is the day pigs fly. I mean, there's just not going to be much that goes up. Keon Coleman actually finally goes up to superstar. We will definitely be taking that. That is an awesome one to get. Defensively, however, McCall, I believe, was a superstar already. Terrion Arnold was a superstar as well. We did not get anything over here. Eagles beat the Bills again in the Super Bowl. You know how the Bills are. Super Bowl MVP, though, goes to Malcolm Rodriguez. And sadly, I think the time has now come. Kyler was great for us, gave us some incredible moments, especially that year we made the Super Bowl as well. He was literally the best player in the playoffs by far there, gave us some unbelievable plays and moments as a whole. But we failed him. I failed him. Couldn't build a competent team around him after that. Just couldn't get us to that next level. So the time is now up, sadly. We're going to have to let him go. And I know he's still solid. We could sign him for a few more years, but him being 32 now and the size he is at the position he plays, it just scares me a little bit for the future, you know? Jay Lipton has a 5th year, however, and we will be accepting that. Brian Morrison I actually really like, but I think he's asking for just a little too much now. Joe Freeman is solid as well, but he's already 27. We could draft his replacement quite easily. Quinn Miners, we already got his replacement, and he's on the wrong side at 30 now. Jacob Ramirez, I think we have a lot of depth at linebacker as well, so probably going to be letting him walk. Same with Watkins and Divine Diablo, who's actually been really good, but he's regressing heavily now, so we might have to hit a fresh reset here in year number 6. You know, looking over the team now, we've done a bad job. I think I've just had a bad time drafting. I've not hit on many players here. We have not built that true juggernaut that we of course want in this video. There's plenty of years left to do it. We definitely want a dynasty, but it's gonna start probably on a brand new slate. But hopefully the attraction of Glendale, Arizona can at least bring in some more people to help out. Trey Smith is here. That's a huge player. He's only 30 years old as well for an offensive lineman. Not too bad. McCaffrey is here. Tunsil, Kittle, whoa, Trey White, Marlon Humphrey. We're getting a lot of good players in real life now, but obviously in the simulation, they are 35, 34 years old now. And you know what? For whoever our next quarterback is, I want them to be protected. I want them to have a great squad around them right when he gets here. Trey Smith, I'm going to go all out for you. There are other suitors for him, though. We'll bump it up even more. If we have a new quarterback, he's likely going to be on a rookie deal, so we can do this. So he's obviously going to be the big one. We got McQueen here, another corner just to add some depth. Brendan Watkins we would like back as well, and then Mustafa just as free safety depth in case we can't draft anybody great in, of course, the draft. Watkins, come back home, buddy. Up the deal again, and now we're ahead of the Vikings. Last chance here, Brendan. Last chance here, Brennan. We go 4 for 4. That's what I'm talking about. I may have found a late round gem here in Jerry Love, a running back projected to go round 3 to 4. I got my eyes on him. Sharpton fell down 10 spots and honestly doesn't look that great now that we have him at an 80. And then remember, we did this other receiver for 80%. I'm going to do the other guy now just to see. And by the way, the quarterback, Tim Harper, does not look too great. This may be a year where we just literally don't have a quarterback. And I know I keep drafting defensive ends on defensive ends, but Harold Coleman looks really good. If he's a good prospect, I'm not going to hesitate again. However, he is only round 1 to 2, so nothing too special. I also forgot we made the playoffs, so our pick is all the way down there at 20. It's kind of pain. It was just one last ride with that squad we had. Maybe I should have just gave away Kyler at midseason. Wow, and at pick number 20, Tim Harper's actually still here as well as Jaron Booth, but like I said, I don't really think they're that good. So at pick 20, I'm going to go with Dwayne McCord, the receiver that we did scout out of UW, 6'3", reminds me of a Ramadanze. He is better than the other guy. I already double checked. I cannot draft in this video. What is going on? Oh my, I have missed so much. Well, at this point in the second round, let's look for that running back. We saw Jerry Love. Might be a little bit of a reach, but you know what? I think he could be that good. He's still only 21 years old as well. Power back, great acceleration there, elite jumping, good speed, great strength too, combine really good, top 10 in just about everything, but 20-yard shuttle. Najee Harris is starting to go down now. Can Jerry Love be the next man up? Oh my God. I don't think I've drafted one superstar player. Round 3, I'm going to go with Raheem Hendricks, a free safety out of Georgia Southern, only 21 years old. Oh, okay, well that draft pretty much sums up how this rebuild has gone so far. Just very underwhelming. Very below expectations. He's a 66 overall. McCord and Love are only 73s as well, plus being normal just makes that even worse, dude. Like, I'm obviously missing, but oh my God, this guy's an 83 overall corner. Is the class even crazy? This was the guy that went number 2 or number 3, I believe. I should have just traded Kyler and Najee at that midway point. Here's the other wide receiver we were looking at. Ends up being hidden. Goes to the Titans. Is a star, but that's... It's better than our guy. And now here into year number 7, things are looking a little bit different, especially at quarterback, where it seems like we're going to be riding with Levi Pierce, a 24-year-old here out of Purdue, into his 3rd season. We're going to give him a chance here, see what he can do. He does have a good arm with 90 throw power. Accuracy is all right, not so much deep. However, he's got some speed to him as well. 86 acceleration, or 85 acceleration, 86 speed, that is. He's a scrambler archetype. We'll give him the keys, see what he can do, see if he can impress me, or even go up a dev trade or 2. And the team around him is definitely not bad. Najee Harris, I think I'm going to move on from right now. We tried bringing him in to take us over that hump with Kyler Murray, but it has not worked out. He is starting to regress big time now. I mean, I guess the real question is, does anybody even want him? The Steelers want him back. And of course, remember, we gave him Budda Baker as well. That was actually for Najee Harris, who we're now trying to give back to them, funnily enough. How about a 3rd and a 5th? Trade is accepted. Okay, Najee goes back to Pittsburgh. We get a 3rd and a 5th. I'm not going to complain about that. But now Hammond's going to be the starting running back. We, of course, got Jerry Love behind him as well. Keon Coleman, however, up to a 91 superstar dev. Not bad at all. Rondell Moore finally went up. This O-line's actually pretty decent. We brought in a Trey Smith. This right side looks absolutely locked down. We moved Deontay McDonald, who we drafted last year, into center now. Have Goodson, have Lewis at left tackle. Not bad. And the defense is honestly pretty good, right? We have some solid players. Kenny Hill's here. Greg Newsome is still an 87. Terry and Arnold up to an 88 now. Free safeties are good. Corners are good. Linebacker is solid, as well as some depth here as well. The defense should be able to hold its own. But of course, we're only going to go as far as our QB take us. Levi Pierce, what do you got? And Levi Pierce gets it done first try. Pretty impressive. He definitely wins the QB battle in training camp. Doesn't go to star though. And the new prospects here in this class, as you can see, there's a guy sitting very pretty at number 1, a quarterback, Max Pierman. As we are, of course, going to hire a 3-star scout for quarterback. And at midseason, no surprise here, we are 1-6. There was a slim chance Levi Pierce could have been that guy, and it could have been a real awesome story. However, quarterback is going to be our 3-star scout. And we got our eyes on one man. It is, of course, Max Pierman, who also is actually the literal only quarterback in this class. He's 22 years old out of Virginia Tech, 6'1" improviser archetype ratings. Yeah, he looks the part. A awareness as well, short accuracy, throwing one under pressure, trucking even. I think it's pretty clear for us this season, hashtag tank to the max. Of course, we beat the Texans. We now have some focus players to do. Oh, he's actually a top 5 talent. We already got it at 100%. Okay. Well, that's awesome. But now, who else do we want? We still really are looking for a running back. There's some good ones in this class, though. And surprisingly, I think my favorite one is the guy on the very bottom here, Gabe Long out of Minnesota. He looks awesome. Quincy Merrill, round 1 to 2 projection. He looks maybe like a top 5 talent. Also forgot to look at contracts. We should have a ton of money with Kyler Murray now gone. Kenny Hale, Lorenzo Goodson, CJ McCall, Devon Sheffield, some superstar players. Problem is, they don't really want to rejoin us back, which means we're going to have to bump up the money a bit, which is fine because we're going to have a rookie quarterback for a few more seasons, 5 at that. Lorenzo Goodson, I don't know why he only wants a 1-year deal. I'll give you a ton of money, not really a ton, but I'll give you a long-term contract. You're a superstar, you're still developing, you're a beast. And CJ McCall, who's been pretty decent as of late, has little to no interest or anything to even do with us. However, I think I do want to keep him around. He's back. And then for the rest of these players, I think we'll figure it out at the end of the year. Actually, except for Malcolm Henry, who of course we're going to be keeping for 7. Really? Superstar punter Dane Skillen. He's back for a 7. I honestly don't think our squad is that bad. The quarterback position is just lacking. We finished 3-14. But even with a trash QB, we're still an 86 overall squad. Like, once we get that boy Max Pierman through the door, we're going to be booming. 27th in the league offensively. Levi Pierce, Oof, 17th defense. Yeah, he put up 3,900 yards, 26 touchdowns, 17 picks. You tried. To be fair to him, the run game was not here either. Chris Hammond, terrible, 3.5 a carry. Joel Coleman with 2.2. Where is Jerry Love? Who is Coleman? Receiving wise, it is not pretty at all. McCourt actually 900 yards. McGrath 900 yards. Rondo Moore 975. But Keon Coleman, out of all people, is the lowest with 577. He had no chemistry with our QB. Greg Briggs, the new starting middle linebacker, 139 tackles, 20 TFLs for Devon Sheffield, 17 for McCall, 14 for Sweat. But look at the sack numbers, 13 for CJ McCall. He is really coming alive here. Junior Robertson, even with 7 there. Not bad numbers on the defense. Terrion Arnold, 3 picks as well. And the MVP goes to Caleb Williams. Did we make a mistake in year 1 not trading away Kyler and potentially rolling with him? Some will say I did, but that's just the gamble we had to take. Devy's probably not going to get too many, especially on offense. Nobody really broke out or did anything special. Levi Pierce is up to a 72 now. Defensively, Devon Sheffield actually goes up to X Factor. That is big time. However, he is in need of a new contract, so that definitely puts things in the air. McCall, I wish these could switch and McCall could go up to X Factor. Pretty fun Super Bowl here. The Bengals end up winning though, 31-28. Joe Burrow is your Super Bowl MVP now in 2029. And Sheffield, I do want to keep around. He's up to an X Factor now. We traded, or if we drafted him a few years back as well. He's one of our own, you know. He is 28 though, so if he doesn't accept, it's not the end of the world. However, he will be back. Darrell Hammond, I think I'm gonna let walk. Same with Greg Newsome, Jimmy Lewis as well. Junior Robertson's already here. Actually, it's a 5th year. We'll accept it. Chris Hammond, the running back, he's terrible. Jacob Ramirez can leave as well. Chris Webber, yeah, I'm sorry to see you go. But Malcolm Henry is still here. The kicker, of course. Is this a little overkill for a kicker? Probably, but he's one of our guys. It's a Malcolm Henry career simulation, which is probably going better than this rebuild so far, to be honest. Free agency with about 55 mil. I have never in my life seen Patrick Mahomes in free agency. Okay, Chris Lindstrom. Zay Flowers is here, still only 29, has green interest in joining us. I have literally never seen Mahomes here ever. That's pretty crazy. In what world do they not sign back Mahomes? He has 15 teams interested, of course. Still only 34, still definitely have some years left. Gonna be going in for Brandon Cashier as well as Mailata, who we are the top offer for right now. It's not much, it's not a lot. And it doesn't look like we're gonna get him now with the Patriots in the way. We don't, but we're going to end up just with Brandon Cash. And Mahomes is also now in our division on the Rams. All right, that's kind of annoying. But we got a new left tackle in the name of J.C. Newton. I'm going to put another private workout on our guy Gabe Long. Also wide receiver Daniel Jackson here. And then let's just do Quincy Merrow again, the crazy looking corner. Now I actually don't even know what pick we have. Let's go to mock draft number 5. We are pick number 2. However, remember the Steelers drafted that X Factor quarterback last year, so we should be able to get Max Pierman. The draft is here. The Steelers surely go with that left end, and they do. And remember, we got the Steelers 3rd round pick as well, so we have 1 and 2 in round 3. But at pick 2, round 1, hashtag tank to the max is gonna become a reality here. Elite acceleration, change of direction, elite throw power as well, great jumping, good agility. He definitely looks the part like we said before, and he definitely is going to be the franchise guy here in Arizona, and hopefully can lift us a Lombardi any time of the next 13 years. I'm hoping to maybe at least 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Hidden development, 96 throw power, 93 change of direction, 91 acceleration as well. Max Pierman, I believe in you. We could check out the running back as well. He's only round 2 to 3, man. I cannot get a stud running back. What about the corner? He's a round 1 talent. We did lose Greg Newsome, so we actually could very well use him. He is unfortunately gone. However, Rashawn Layman is still here, who looks pretty decent himself and might just be my pick here. Elite acceleration, jumping as well, great speed, great agility. Rashawn Layman, say less, round 2, only normal dev. Oh my god, bro. Okay, we now have picks number 1 and number 2 here in round 3. We gotta make these count. Philip Swartzen looks like the best offensive lineman here. Our left tackle is only on a 1-year deal, so hopefully this guy is the next man up for the future. And we did lose a few players at outside linebacker, so let's go ahead and replace them with Rob Roth, the outside linebacker out of the Utah draft recap. And the big one, of course, is going to be the QB, Max Pierman, he's a 78 overall, not bad. Layman actually is a 78 as well, which means he was a top 5 talent. Unfortunately, was just normal development. 72s here for Roth and Davey, who we got later on. Pierman, though, talk to me. That hidden dev, of course, is what we wanted. 96 throw power, 86 short, 80 medium, 81 deep there with an 88 throw on run, 84 break sack as well. He looks solid, man. I can't complain. I really can't. We got a top 5 talent at quarterback. Phil Bayless here. A center is the #1 rated guy. Johnny Campbell, Pierman. But the Pierman and Layman, the two mans there, we were able to get in this draft. Enrique Wilcox. Who was this? He ends up being hidden dev. We could have got him in round 2. Only a star, though. Justin Pugh is into a new body and is still straight off the couch.
Justin Pugh, straight off the couch.
Where's the guy I wanted? Gabe Long, 73 overall, goes at the end of round 3. He was only normal as well. All right. And we do have 500 staff points, of course. So let's go ahead and use one of those to reveal what the franchise QB is. We are here. Year number 8. Moment of truth. Generate best lineup. Max Pierman is a star development. Oh my god, bro. This has been maybe the worst drafting video I have ever had. Now, it's not the end of the world, of course. Star development is still fine. He's a rookie. He's 22. He's already a 78 as well, which is honestly close to what Kyler Murray was. He was like a 83, 84 for us at the highest. So there's definitely something to work with still here. We will develop him. I wanted the banger. I wanted the generational guy. You have got. And Max Pierman in year 1, how does he do at midseason? We're 2-5. Jay Lipton is here. We do need to bring him back. He has little to no interest, so the money has to be high, and it's still not enough. Greg Briggs, Tavondre Sweat. We have a few people here as well, but just no point in re-signing them right now. And we end up going 7-10. Not terrible. Look at our, we have an 87 overall squad. Maybe we just need a little feel out year for Max Pierman, and the next year we could start booming again, because this team is not bad. Look at this. Offensive yards, 11th in the league. That ain't too shabby if you ask me. Defensively, 14th. And Max Pierman in year 1, 4,139 yards, 30 touchdowns, 15 interceptions for a rookie. We will take that. The run game is still struggling, although Jerry Love 3.9 a carry is not the worst it could have been. 1,006 yards as well, 8 touchdowns for him, 9 for the rookie Davey. And it's actually Carlos Hendricks, the wide receiver 3, that went nuts. I believe he was in the slot. 13 touchdowns, 1,100 yards there. But another year where Keon Coleman, even though he's at wide receiver 1, has not done too much. I need to put him in the slot next year, because right now we are kind of wasting that, brother. I can't lie. Greg Briggs, 125 tackles. McCall with 18. TFL Sweat with 17, 13 for Robertson, 12 for Sheffield there. But the sack numbers are kind of back to earth. And really no interceptions as well. I believe that's only 7 on the year. Cannot really find a formula that works right now. That playoff, that Super Bowl run really is just in my head rent free. But we really got to start changing things up soon as well. And the Rams with Mahomes now, of course, are in the Super Bowl against the Raiders. Jalen Hurts bags another MVP. Bijan is number 4. Can we at least win Offensive Rookie of the Year? It does go to Max Pierman. I am praying he goes up to superstar development because of that, which I believe he should, and that would be incredible for his development. He does. Hendricks goes up to star, and I also see my boy McGrath up to X Factor. Okay. Is that the first X Factor we've had on offense this entire video? That's pretty poor. That's pretty poor. I cannot lie. Defensively, Layman goes up to star. That's big time. He was only normal before, of course, obviously. Nothing else, though. I think next year we put Keon Coleman in the slot, and this offense is going to go crazy. And the Raiders win number 3 of the video. They've been the media darling, or the video darling, I guess you could say. Max Crosby, I believe, is 2nd Super Bowl MVP as well. He's going to go down as one of the best defensive players of all time. And Jay Lipton, we desperately want him back. He's an 85 overall, still just 26 years old. Honestly, I think, 5-year deal was probably sweet. 6.5, 5.5. And he is back. Greg Briggs gonna let walk. Tavondre Sweat, he's an 87 now. Rondell Moore's here as well. Rondell is going down though, sadly. I don't think we can re-sign him. He's already 31. I feel like we wasted him too. He had a great stretch with Kyler in the playoffs there, but just never really could maximize his potential. I think 2 years for Tavondre Sweat would be nice, and he is back. And everybody else can go. Logan Paul. Paul Logan is a free agent running back now. And we're gonna be bringing in left tackle Donald Henderson and a backup right end and Travis Woodward. And we also get a pretty good corner here, Kalen Carson. There were other suitors for him, but he joins us. This guy pretty much sums up my drafting so far in this rebuild. I'm gonna put one on Cassidy Barnett just to see his talent. And with Rondell Moore gone, we're in the receiver market again. Dante Sawyer. I guess we weren't too bad, but dang, I thought it was gonna be higher. Barnett's only around 1 to 2, bro. Oh my god. However, the receiver Dante Sawyer looks quite solid out of USC as well. Another Michael Pittman / Drake London archetype as well. So pick number 12, we're probably going to go Dante Sawyer. He's going to come in and be our wide receiver 2, probably immediate alongside Keon Coleman, of course. Oh my god, bro. What in the world? I don't really know, but I can't draft in this video. I literally can't do it. The amount of normal developments has been genuinely outrageous, and the running back I wanted is gone as well. Oh my god. This rebuild genuinely started off so good as well, but it has just spiraled downhill. Look at these linebackers. I think Earl Thurman's the best looking guy, and he's the youngest of the 21 years of age. Thank you. That's all I want to see, man. It's all. And we do still have this guy here as well. Sidney Lewis is a round 1 talent here, 22 years old. Another run stopper, outside linebacker. Hopefully that position can carry us to the... Okay, man. I don't. We're in this one for the long haul, though. It is only year 8 out of 20, so there's still 12 seasons remaining to change things around. And we got to change them quick, because right now the team is not looking too great. I'm missing on every single draft pick. I will be better. Highest rated guy in the class. This is the running back I was talking about when I said I wanted him. He's the number 1 rated guy in the class. Hidden development, goes in round 1. This is exactly the guy I was talking about. He was 40 picks away, so I thought we were maybe able to get him in the second round, and he would have helped out so much. This was the other receiver I was looking at. He goes at 28, 74 overall as well to the Lions. Of course, dude. I just can't seem to hit on the right player. Oh my god, bro. Maybe it's just me. Who really knows? This wide receiver room is so nasty, but hopefully Max Pierman can elevate them. And look, even though things are looking bleak right now, at the end of the day, we have an 84 overall superstar development franchise quarterback who is still just 23 years old. As long as we have Max Pierman around, things will be fine. The main goal, of course, is just to obviously build a very good and competent squad around him, and he will take us to the heights that we want to be at. And in mid-season, we're 4-2. We will take 4-2. Top prospects, there's a wide receiver at 1. There's also a running back at 5. If he looks crazy, honestly, I would do it. We're looking good this year. Let's just go ahead and sim to week 11 and get some... Can the Cardinal take down the Falcon? Oh my god. Well, 4-2 feels like a year ago. Yep, we're now... Yep. Oh, this team has been the most bipolar rebuild I have ever done, bro. So many highs, but way too many lows. Okay, Anthony Hewitt's an outside linebacker, top 5 projection, still just 21 as well. He might be the game wrecker we need and have been looking for 8 freaking years. Another year we miss out on the playoffs. However, a 9-8 season, we're close. We're really, really close. And being close at this point makes me happy. 16th in the league in offensive yardage. Defensively, what happened to our defense, dude? I don't understand. Max Pierman, good yards, 4,300, 25 touchdowns, 11 picks. We would like the touchdowns to go up a little bit more. Jerry Love, 945 yards, 3.8 a carry, 13 touchdowns is nice, but the run game really is not there. Keon Coleman was finally in the slot and put up 1,250 yards, 13 touchdowns as well. McGrath, the tight end, I believe his first 1,000-yard season, 5 touchdowns for him. Sawyer was okay for a rookie. McCord was decent as well. Brandon Watkins, 131 tackles for him. CJ McCall. Look at the stats here on defense. They look really good. 24 TFLs, 17 for Sweat there, but sack numbers. 15 for McCall. Sweat had 11. Sheffield had 10. 7.5 for Junior Robertson. Yet the yardage given up on this side of the ball was still 28th placed in the league. We have a Lions-Colts Super Bowl. Don't think I've ever seen those two teams match up. Lamar once again wins another MVP. Like, who the heck is this guy? Dalton Sutphin? Where did he come from? Brett Galloway? Where's our guy, man? What am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong right now. CJ McCow is a depoy, though. Defensive player of the year. That might just be X Factor. By the way, we finally won something as well. What, year 8 now? It's something to smile about because right now there's not much going on. Keon Coleman, though, up to a superstar X Factor. That is awesome, but we desperately need a number 2. We desperately need a running back as well. The skill position has really just been lacking, man. I guess we still have McGrath, and McCall is now up to a superstar X Factor, but the guy I'm looking at is Layman. Actually, the guy I'm looking at the most, Thurman. Superstar. Did he go up, or is he actually a superstar off rip? He was a superstar off rip. Okay, there's some life. I believe Watkins went up to star as well. And of course, we did see Layman go up, which is an awesome one to get. This defense, man, 28th in the league though. And the Lions end up winning it all, 21-20. Their Super Bowl MVP is Channing Kirkpatrick. And now for contracts, Junior Robertson is here. Deontay McDonald, Trey Smith, 33 years of age now. McCord is here. Woodward. Trey Smith for one more year. I would not hate it at all. He's back. However, Robertson, McDonald, McCord, I'm gonna let everybody else walk. We got 50 mil flat. Deshaun Watson is a mentor. Okay, Chase Young is here, 33 years old, but it's still an 89 overall, would be a game changer for us on the defensive side. We got Kelvin Roach here as well to be a new wide receiver, as well as Zach Wilson to be a mentor out of all people. Just like Ash Ketchum used to say, we go 4 for 4 next year. We will be contending. And Anthony Hewitt is only a round 1 talent. I say only, but I'm looking for top 5. I'm gonna do Gabriel Williams again. Let's do Jason Bullitt, another outside linebacker. And then I'm just gonna get the overall talent on Grant Overton. Jason Bullitt would be an absolute reach. The running back. We may have finally done it. We may have finally found a franchise running back. Oh my god, it has took freaking long enough. Oh my god, I actually can't believe it. I really can't. Grant Overton looks good as well. Main question though, when is he going? We have pick number 15. He is 23. Do I risk it? I don't know. The answer is no, I'm not messing around with this one. I'm gonna trade up and just make sure we can get him. I want somewhere around pick 10. Pick 15, I'll give you a future 3rd round pick as well. It's close. And then a 2034 5th round pick. God, that doesn't even sound real anymore, huh? How much closer can it be, brother Cleveland? Trade is accepted. We go up to number 9 to finally get a running back, hopefully. A star running back, a superstar running back, an X Factor running back. I freaking hope so. Oh, has it finally happened? A top 5 running back, Gabriel Williams out of Georgia here. He's still 21 years old as well, so we're gonna have him for probably the rest of the video. His ratings don't blow you out the water, but the talent is there. The guy, the mental is definitely there more than anything. 8 pass block as well. My man is for the team. Hidden development. Superstar, hopefully, plus running back is finally going to be a part of our squad. Pick 15 in round 2. It's a little bit of a reach, but I'm going to go with the center, Kevin Crawford. He's my favorite player here. Looks like the best offensive lineman at a position of need as well. Can we finally have one of these drafts? These league-changing, franchise-changing drafts. Another outside linebacker, Tyler Foster out of Notre Dame. However, those first 2 picks that we got, the center and the running back, was all I needed to be happy. Gabriel Williams is a 79 overall. Crawford's a 73. The rest of the draft sucked. I don't even care because we got what we were looking for. 80 overall. Sutton, of course, the number 1 guy in the class, but number 2 was the running back that we got. Here's McCoy, the running back that was top 5. He's hidden dev, goes to the Bears at 3, I believe. Crazy choice. He's only a star as well. Gabriel Williams is absolutely clear of that guy. Anthony Hewitt is the guy that we were looking at as well. He goes 2, 75 overall. He is going to be only a star as well. Gabriel Williams. Gabriel Williams. And it's been a while since I've been this excited to reveal a player. Gabriel Williams, the running back, the top 5 talent. Can he be the guy? Can he be the man to change this rebuild around? The partnership between him and Max Pierman at running back and quarterback. Could it be generational? He's not a superstar X Factor, but he is a superstar. He's an 84 overall. I bought a ton of stuff with my staff points, by the way. I had like 900, so these guys are boosted a ton. And we're going to be nasty this year. Mark my words. I don't know if you saw, but we had this guy last year. The CPU drafted him way later on. He never got his development trait revealed because he never played. He's an X Factor. He's 24 years old already, though, and 69 overall, so I'm not too sure how much of a difference he's going to make. But he's an X Factor. That makes me happy. Holy. And also, if we did that, we would have the craziest trio of all time on the defensive line. Okay, though. That puts some pep in my step. This team is looking ready. Remember, we added in Chase Young now as well, so this defense should be a lot better. And at mid-season, we are 3-3. However, contracts, we got CJ McCall here. Devon Sheffield, and they both don't want to join us back at all. CJ McCall took a while to develop, but tell you what, I'm willing to give him the world. I want to keep him here for a long, long time. 3-year deal. Wow. And Sheffield has honestly been so good for us as well. We have so much money. I don't mind splashing out a little bit for the guys that we drafted. but I can't say I blame him for not accepting. And ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time coming, but we are back in the playoffs with an 11-6 record, second in the NFC West as well. Finally, top 3 in offensive yardage. That might be the highest we've seen our squad have. 15th defense though. Max Pierman, what a season. The year 3 leap is here, especially when you got the mentor Zach Wilson behind him, guiding him through. 4,258 yards, 32 touchdowns, but just 4 interceptions is actually ridiculous. Holy crap, what a year, maybe even MVP. That is an insane year. Gabriel Williams, 1,100 yards right away, only 3.9 a carry sadly, and only 5 touchdowns. Jerry Love vultured 9 of them as well, but the run game is definitely much improved. Receiving wise, and oh my god, Keon Coleman, 1,474 yards, but 19 touchdowns is crazy. Dante Sawyer, only 3, but 988 yards for him. Kelvin Roach, decent as well. And McGrath had himself 5 touchdowns, 650. The offense came alive. The offense has finally come alive. CJ McCall, 23 TFLs, 20 for Chase Young, 16 for Sheffield, and Sweat with 15 there. Sack numbers, Chase Young comes in with 10, 9 only for McCall this year, 8 for Sheffield, I believe that was, and interceptions only 4. Only 4. However, I'm just happy to be back. This is going to be Max Pierman's first time in the playoffs as well. Let's see what he can do in the wild card round against the Commanders. Convincing, dominating, outstanding win. 35-0. We now have the 12-5 Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 99. Caleb Williams, as you can see on the bottom there. Can we take him down? 24-17. We now have the Rams, interdivision. Of course, they have Patrick Mahomes, but he's old. He's regressing. He's a 96. Max Pierman is the next guy up. Can we kick him off the throne? 38-35. They just barely beat us there. But that gives us all the life and all the momentum I need. I'm ready. Next year, we will be there. Also, we got a battle of LA here, the Rams versus the Chargers. And Caleb Williams ends up winning MVP, but Max Pierman does finish number 7. Keon Coleman is Offensive Player of the Year. That's pretty cool. And that right there was the best season we've had in a long, long time. The morale was getting extremely low. However, we are back. Max Pierman is up to a 96 overall, and of course goes up to Superstar X Factor after that incredible season, leading us to the NFC Conference Championship as well. Nothing else on the offense, it looks like. On defense, I think maybe Rob Roth, my guy Rob Roth, goes up to Star. Hey, I'll take it. And Mahomes and the Rams lose another one, 17-20 to the Chargers. Justin Herbert is Super Bowl MVP. And the funny part is Mahomes has been beaten twice now by an AFC West team. However, we do have some big players to resign. First and foremost, Max Pierman, 5th year, 1,000,000%. And then CJ McCow and Devin Sheffield, we need him back. Give McCow a 2-year deal, but I'll bump up the money so much to the point where he just cannot decline this, right? You're staying here in Zona, my boy. Devon Sheffield, same with you. I'm going to give you double 11 mil for a year. We might be losing out on Devin Sheffield. Brandon Watkins, we're going to let walk. Devontae Sweat is here as well. Damn, am I going to lose both my DTs, though? That's going to be quite tough to replace, I'm not going to lie. I'm actually going to keep Jerry Love because he's a decent backup power back. Harris Johnson is 32 years old now. I don't mind keeping him for just another 2 years. Kalen Carson probably going to walk though. Trey Smith just 34 years old now, sadly. And then I think I'm going to franchise tag Sheffield here. We got to keep at least one of the DTs. But with 84 mil available to spend, what can we cook up? Mahomes is now out of our division. That's big time. That's the team that just beat us in the conference championship, of course. So hopefully now is our time, finally. Chase Young and Donald Henderson are back now. Thaddeus Kitchens, Marquise Monroe, and Emmett Amos are here to round off the team a little bit more as well. And you know what? I'm going to go check out the trade block again and see if we can find any gems here. Look at this. There's an X-Factor tight end here that's only 24 years old that's on the trade block. There's another X-Factor here from the Eagles. Like, dude, for a tight end too, I don't mind if I do. Look at what they're off, or look at what they want. Literally nothing. I don't even know who this guy is. You can have him. You can have it. Bro, the trade block is kind of OP, you know. Look at this. An 84 overall superstar center is on the trade block? Who the heck do the Ravens even have for him to be? Oh, they still have Linderbaum, don't they? Wow. I will take him from you if you don't want him. They want, look at this. They want a 70. Yo, this is kind of OP. I'm doing it, bro. We're so deep in this video and I'm struggling. I'm desperate. But these players also just are literally on the trade block, so I mean, they want to get rid of them. And literally just like that, with the snap of a finger, our offense looks that much better. We got Schultz now as our fullback or backup tight end, whatever you want him to play. And we also have Bayless now as a new starting superstar 84 overall center. And like I reiterated earlier, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Connor Gaines, my wide receiver scouting has been trash this video, but hopefully this guy changes the narrative. Jamal DeBose, a cornerback out of Michigan State, number 2. And third and final one, why not? Glenn Davis, strong safety, big baby. Okay, we're at pick 30 now. I think I'm gonna go with Jamal DeBose. He looks like the best player, A, catching B, B, and B for the next 3. Elite acceleration, jumping, great agility as well. Jamal DeBose, come be our court. He's also 6'4". He's also normal, so me, man. I swear, why can't I just have nice things? Why? Okay, round 2, we got a round 1 talent here, fully scouted. What do you know? Another outside linebacker. You can never have enough. This guy actually looks ridiculous, though. 40-yard bench press, vertical jump finish, number 1 in all of those. How can I pass up on a generational player like Mark Paxton, baby? Decent draft, I suppose. Nothing crazy. Dude, Bose is a 78, though. Paxton is a 77. And he was also hidden, right? So that was a banger if I say so myself. Also drafted this 72 fullback. He was only normal, though. Dude, Bose was joint top for the highest rated player in the class. Paxton was number 2 out of 77. We got 2 top 5 talents. We're getting to that point of the video where Jalen Hurts' son is now in the NFL as well. And this may be the final thing I do today. You guys don't even want to know how long this recording session has been, bro. Mark Paxton, let's reveal him. The only way I would keep going right now is if he is a superstar X Factor. This offense looks sexy now. I can't even lie. Look at all these beautiful colors. Look at all these X Factors. Mark Paxton, show me something nice. And we is back. 2033 now. We are 10 years into this rebuild, and honestly, I think this is the best overall squad we've had. Max Pierman has no doubt turned himself into a franchise quarterback, playing up to a 95 overall now with some morale there as well, and we're gonna have this absolute monster for the rest of the video. We finally have a really good running back as well as superstar Dev playing up to an 89. However, at wide receiver, Keon Coleman has been amazing, 93 overall, up to an X Factor now, and it feels like we just drafted him yesterday. But he is 30 years old now. And as you can see here, there are little signs of regression happening every here and there, so we don't got too much time left with Keon, man. On the defensive side, CJ McCall has turned himself into one of the best edges in the entire league. We still got my boy Verdon here as well. Sheffield, we brought back corners. Terrian Arnold and Lehman are awesome. 86 plus there. Superstar Dev, we drafted DuBose, who was a top 5 talent. He comes in at a 79 already as well. This defense looks ready to win as well. And of course, don't forget Malcolm Henry, 90 overall, and his twin partner in crime, my boy Skillin. It is a fresh new day. The morale is high. I believe in this team. Hopefully we can get one very, very soon in the next few years. And at midseason, talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Here we go. Oh, wait, he's already X-Factor, huh? And the funny part is we actually lost week 1 against the Vikings, 24-31, but after that, we took things personal. 5-game winning streak. We got a bye week up next. Can we win out? That's a little crazy, but can we win out? Can we just check his stats at the midseason mark? 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, not 1 interception. Are you kidding me? He wants that MVP. He wants that Lombardi. Zach Wilson also has a completion for 2 yards, if you care. That's my mentor. Be great. ... Again. Player contracts, we got Phil Baines, the new center. Keon Coleman is here. I want to keep Keon Coleman for life. If I'm being honest with you, my guy McGrath is here. Rayshawn Lehman, Devon Sheffield, Rob Roth. We got a lot of first-team guys here. And what do you know? The only thing bringing down Phil Bayless's motivations is historic freaking champions. What if we just win the championship this year, brother? Okay, he's actually back. Thank you. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Keon Coleman is 30. And he wants an absolutely outrageous amount of money and a 4-year deal. We might have to wait till the end of the season for him. My guy Rayshawn Lehman, on the other hand, has green interest, wants to stay for another 5. How about we make it 6, brother? You have been amazing for us up to a superstar now, and he's here to stay. We do have the 5-2 Niners up next in a big divisional clash. Here we are in San Fran as well. Gonna be a tough game. I think we're here. I think we have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Yet Max Pierman did not get the dev upgrade still, or the XP boost, whatever. And at the end of the year, we only end up finishing 11-6. I was envisioning number 1 seed bye week as well, but we kind of collapsed in the second half. However, we still had a top 6 offense, which is nice to see. Defensively, 16th though. Man, we were so good at the midseason point. Max Pierman, almost 4K yards, just about 150 short there, but 35 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. He is really playing himself up to an MVP MVP level now. And Gabriel Williams was also awesome. 1,300 yards, 4.8 a carry though is great to see. 8 touchdowns for him as well. Pierman had 5, 8 for Jerry Love, who was our power back. He also had 4.7 to carry. The running game was awesome. Good God, I mean, if he keeps playing like this, I'm gonna have to give him that contract he wants. 1,450 yards, 20 touchdowns. He is definitely Max Pierman's favorite target. Kelvin Roach was decent. Sawyer was okay as well. McGrath only 519 and 4 touchdowns, but man, Keon Coleman, have yourself a season. Defensively, the superstar linebacker Earl Thurman, 143 tackles, 16 TFLs for McCall, 12 for Kitchens, Sheffield, 10 for Chase Young. Sack Durban's not too much this year, but 8 for Young and McCall, the duo. Of course, Sheffield, 6.5, Kitchens with 4, I believe that was, then 4 for Jay Lipton for interceptions, 3 for Terrion Arnold, not bad. But end of the day, we are still here. Last year, we made a NFC Conference Championship appearance. Hopefully this season we can go one step further and get back to the playoffs where we belong. Wildcard round though. Bryce Young, I'm assuming, and the 10-7 Carolina Panthers, we handle them safely. I don't know what I'm saying. We handle them comfortably, I guess I'm trying to say. Earl Thurman, the superstar linebacker, 1 pick and a forced fumble, as well as the recovery. What a player he has become. We got another 10-7 team though, this time the Giants. They're a little bit higher of an overall at an 86, but we are an 89. Like I said, this is the best squad we had. 24-17, the Atlanta Falcons. 85 overall. They have a 99 Drake May, remember. And at midseason, I actually saw they were 7-0, and they do finish as the number 1 seed over here. So it's a battle of the bird teams. Number 1 seed versus number 3 seed. 99 Drake May. Of course, I got my guy Max Pierman all day long, though. Finally, we are back, and we're going to be playing the Cincinnati Bengals. I wonder if Burrow's probably still going strong over here, but I wonder who else they have. They are only 10-7 though, so we're kind of favorites here, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, and Joe Burrow also wins the MVP award there. Max Pierman, number 5, feels so low. Keon Coleman, another offensive player of the year. He's going to go down as one of the best wide receivers to ever do it. And before we hop in, we can check out some devies here. Anything on offense? Dude, honestly, Williams had such an outstanding year. I wouldn't have been surprised if he went up. He honestly probably deserved it. Nobody on offense, though. Earl Thurman, up to a superstar X Factor. You love to see that. Terrion Arnold up to an X Factor as well. 2 people, we will take those 2 all day long. Terrion Arnold has actually been so good for us, so crucial for us as well. We drafted him in year 1 out of Bama, of course, in the real life draft. He was only a normal, remember, and he has developed a long way. X Factor, 96 overall now. One of the best cornerbacks in the entire league. And you're telling me 10 years into this thing and Joe Burrow is still winning MVPs at the age of 36? Good God, he had a ridiculous year. 4,400 yards, 43 touchdowns, 3 picks. I can't even complain. I can't even argue. But just curious to see their team 10 years in now. Jamar Chase is still going strong at a 99. They have Daryl Amerson. What a replacement for Joe Mixon. Gavin Cage. This is the center I wanted way back. DJ Turner is up to an X Factor. They have a superstar right guard. Daxton Hill was an X Factor. They have Roma Dunze with Jamar Chase. That would be an awesome pairing, to say the least. They've drafted well. They've hit on a lot of players here. This is a good team. That's why they're here. And ladies and gentlemen, what we have all been waiting for, Max Pierman versus Joe Burrow in the Super Bowl in 2033. Let's get things going. Of course, we did make the Super Bowl way early on in this video. I think in year 3 when Kyler and the team just went on that absolutely Cinderella story of a run. But we did lose that game to the Raiders, so our record in the Super Bowl is 0-1. However, hopefully today we can change that, make it 500 at a 1-1 against this Bengals team, and our offense is going crazy. First half is done. It is 17-0. Our defense is clamping the Bengals up 24-7. The boys are buzzing. Is this the year we finally make some noise? I would feel pretty comfortable with us to hold on to this lead and look at Max Pierman, our very first time hopping in and seeing him in action. And he throws a dime immediately, gives us a fresh first down into the Bengals 13. 1st and 10. 7:50 to go. If we can get 7 here, I think we win this game. Wide open man, number 81, I believe that is Sawyer. Dante Sawyer finds himself in the end zone, and Max Pierman is on his way to a Super Bowl MVP. Oh my, come on. Man, it has been a long time coming. However, the game is not done yet. Let me not talk too soon. Because if I'm not mistaken, the fat lady definitely hasn't sang yet. However, she might start singing right now. Rashawn Layman intercepts Joe Burrow. We get another touchdown to Cameron McGrath, the tight end that was drafted in with the 5th, 6th round by the CPU, came out as a superstar X Factor, replaced Trey McBride, and we haven't looked back since. Under 5 minutes to go here, we have a 31-point lead. I think we finally got ourselves a Super Bowl here. And how fitting is it in year number 10 as well? This video has been a struggle so far. This rebuild as a whole, drafting has been tough. The team has been not too great, but I think we finally are starting to find our stride and are on our way to a real dynasty now under Max Pierman at the helm. And it is none other than Max Pierman lifting the Lombardi for the first time for us here in the 20-year rebuild. Leave a comment down below, hashtag tank to the max, and I'll give you a 3 times chance to win the giveaway if you commented the other ones as well. You know what I mean. And yeah, there's no doubt he's gonna win Super Bowl MVP. 143 QBR, 274 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Wow. Gabriel Williams, it's awesome to finally have a running back as well. We really lucked out with getting him in the draft. 84 yards, 4.6 a carry as well. Pierman also, he had 5 total touchdowns this game. That is ridiculous. He actually is built so different. We may be witnessing the next GOAT here. Kelvin Roach actually leads the way with receptions with 807 yards as well. Dante Sawyer, 65 yards, and we saw that touchdown. McGrath got the touchdown. Gabriel Williams got one through the air as well. And Keon Coleman, surprisingly, was the quiet man. Looks like the defense was really zoned in on keeping him quiet, but the other boys ate. Max Pierman's got other weapons as well. 5 solo tackles for Jamal DeBose and CJ McCall, TFLs. CJ McCall with 2 for Thaddeus Kitchens as well. And then sack numbers, Thaddeus Kitchens, you know, the offseason acquisition, the backup defensive tackle, had himself a day. 2 sacks, 2 TFLs. McCall has been great as well. And I think we did get 1 pick. Yep, we saw it. It is Rashawn freaking Layman. And honestly, I'm just happy right now we finally did it. It has been so long. We were just in a dark spot in the middle of this rebuild, but luckily we have found and we have hit on some great players in the draft, mostly, of course, Max Pierman, who is your Super Bowl MVP. And it looks like Chase Young's going to be hanging up the boots here. He's going out on top with the Super Bowl, so can't say I blame him. And after, of course, winning a Super Bowl, some of your players are going to want to get paid. Keon Coleman is now down to a 92, is asking for a little less money as well as only 3 years now. I think I'm fine with this deal. I might bump it down just a little bit, 11.5. He has green interest, so he should stay with us, and he does. Keon Coleman has been an absolute monster. I want to keep him around. And Connor McGrath, 89 now. He's 30 years old. He's starting to regress as well. It might be time to let him go. I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't really have any re-sign interest as well, and he only put up like 600 yards up this year, so I don't think he's a vital part of this offense. Devon Sheffield has been amazing. We did draft him. I would love to keep him. So I'm going to bump up the deal a ton. 11 mil there, only for 1 year. Of course, he is 32. He's back and stays home in Arizona. However, guys like Rob Roth, Philip Swartzen, Wagner there, Dante Sawyer as well, who we saw get a touchdown, I think I'm going to let them all go, including the GOAT mentor, Zach Wilson. But we go to free agency with some fresh money. 42.5 mil. Tyrone Wilkins is here. 91 overall edge, 27 years old and X Factor. I'm intrigued. However, he's not close to home in Oklahoma, so he has no interest at all. Jalen Carter is here. That would be awesome. Brock freaking Purdy is here. DJ Turner, who we saw in the Super Bowl as well. There's some decent auto-generated guys here. Nothing too crazy here in free agency. Our squad is honestly pretty set, and next year we're going to have to pay Max Pierman, so I don't want to splash out the cash on some big players. Backup tight end, backup right end. Zach Wilson. The GOAT mentor, of course. However, he is just... Zach, what are you doing? Come home, brother, come home. We get Westbrook and Tomlinson, though. Just great. I'm looking for right tackles in this class, and there's a round 1 to 2 guy. And then the rest is undrafted projection, huh? And at pick 32, I'm going to go with defensive tackle Derek Morrison. I haven't really looked too much into this guy, and I didn't plan on going with him, but I think he looks like the best player here in defensive tackle. Is a position that we're going to need to replace, of course, Devon Sheffield sooner rather than later, so he will be my pick at number 32. Hidden development, I'm happy. And at the end of the second round, I'm going to go with strong safety Don Hutton. Our safeties aren't getting any younger as well, so we got to start looking to replace them too after they leave us. This guy's only 21 out of Auburn, looks pretty decent, and is another hidden development. You're telling me we just won a Super Bowl and we're going to have the best draft as well? Come on. We ain't planning on slowing down anytime soon. Round 3, outside linebacker Andrew Gardner. We lost a few players in the offseason. Hopefully this guy can step in. There's our first normal. And we'll let the CPU do the rest because low-key, the CPU be blessing us, you know? And now we can go check out the draft recap where Derek Morrison is a 74, Hutton's a 72. Gardner's actually a beast. 76 overall, unfortunately, was normal, but that is okay. We can live with that. And we'll just check out the class real quick. An 84 overall defensive tackle goes number 1, probably generational Eli Eubanks, my God. A center, 77, Connor Dodson as well. Round 2, cornerback, 76 overall. decent class. I was looking, it was either Gardner or Lawrence. Although I would have gone Lawrence in the second round. He's only normal, so who cares? And also something I forgot to do last season, Fountain of Youth, which is of course slow rating regression for one season for one position. Let's put that on, of course, wide receiver, so Keon Coleman goes down a little slower. And we of course got enough to reveal somebody as well. We got Morrison, Hutton, CJ Sloan, CPU. You see Cordell Brown, the CPU got me 2 hittens. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do the defensive tackle though. And heading into year 11 now, defensive tackle Derek Morrison is a star. And on defense, I think I'm going to start Gardner right away just because he's the rookie. And then I'm also going to start Verdon, of course, because he's freaking X Factor. Can he finally get his opportunity to boom and get himself a new contract? And yeah, not going to lie, now that we're after year 10, probably going to start speeding things up. Going to be speed running through the years. We're just going to be going straight to the offs. And here we are in week 18. We finished 11-6 again. However, that's what we were last year when we made it all the way. And look at the squad now, bro. We're up to a 91 in offense, defense, and overall. This is a real juggernaut. And for the top performers, I see Max Pierman there for QBs. I see Keon Coleman there for receiving leaders. And I even see Devon Sheffield and CJ McCall for sack leaders. Are you kidding me? 2 of my players? The boys went crazy. Second in offensive yardage. Defense, talk to me nice. It was 16 last year. It went up 2 spots. We'll take it. Max Pierman, 4,335 yards, 41 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Amazing year for the reigning Super Bowl MVP. Gabriel Williams is awesome. 1,300 yards, 5 a carry, 6 touchdowns as well. And Jerry Love as the RB2 as the power back has been great for us as well. 13 touchdowns, 4.5 a carry, almost 500 yards for him. And receivers, once again, Keon Coleman has been a one-man wrecking ball. 1,500 yards, 19 touchdowns. He has been putting up ridiculous stat lines throughout these past few seasons, throughout this entire video, to be honest with you. Roach was good. Sawyer, 7 touchdowns, nice. Schultz, the new starting tight end, of course, the superstar X Factor, had a pretty decent year with 5 touchdowns as well. And none other than Earl Thurman leading the way for tackles made, 124, but TFL's 20 for Sheffield, 18 for Verdon, not bad at all. Remember, he was the new starter, and 15 for CJ McCall. However, 16.5 sacks for the defensive tackle. Devon Sheffield, who we gave a 1-year deal, remember, and he paid us. He repaid us well. CJ McCall, 14. Thaddeus Kitchens has low-key been a monster as well. Verdon, my brother only got 1. Jesus. Kenny Hill with 2 picks. Same with Rashawn Layman, not bad. And here we are in the wild card round. I feel like we've played the Buccaneers a ton of times, but low-key, I think we kind of own them. We have their number in the wildcard round. We are in Glendale, Arizona as well. And we barely scrape away with the win, 27-25. Get a weekly award winner as well. CJ McCall had 3 freaking sacks. This guy he started off really quiet, but ever since then, he has just been picking it up, getting better and better every year. Also, Brock Purdy is now on the Cowboys. I don't know why, but that would just be hilarious. We have the 14-3 Atlanta Falcons again. We beat them last year in the conference championship. 99 Drake May. We just beat Caleb Williams. Can we beat the other pick of the 2023 NFL draft, or 2024? I think 2024. They beat us. They smacked us. They put up 42 on our dome. We're out of the playoffs. Damn. So sadly, no back-to-backs for us. It's going to be Raiders Lions. This Raiders team is disgusting. Yearly awards. Max Pierman wins his first ever MVP. To be honest, I'm happy with that. I'm even happier my boy Tua is number 2. We get our first MVP for Max Pierman. That's awesome. Ooh, Devon Sheffield also wins Defensive Player of the Year now at, 32, 33 years of age? But the Raiders lose this time, 21-29 to the Lions. Super Bowl MVP is QB Jaron Booth, who I have been seeing in the top performers, top stat getters. No, the GOAT mentor is retiring. Zach Wilson calls it quits after 14 years, but tell you what, he got himself a ring, hey. However, here's the only bad thing of going straight to the playoffs. You don't get to see any contract negotiations or anything. We have Max Pierman here, who has no interest for some reason. Gabriel Williams here has no interest. Well, Thurman, no interest. Why do y'all not have no interest? Did I even say that right? I don't know. What? Really? Because of the scheme fit multiple zone run after you just won MVP of the league. Last year we won the Super Bowl and you won Super Bowl MVP, but the scheme fit is not right for me. Max Pierman, shut up, man. I'm gonna bump up his deal a ton. I want him for life. He's our guy. I want him for the remainder of the video. And Gabriel Williams, it's a 5th year. He's a 91 now. He's been developing like an absolute monster. Up to only a superstar though. I want him to go up to X Factor. Earl Thurman, Earl Thurman, and look at this. Player motivations close to home. He was from Europe. International. Or, I don't know, somewhere. Africa. Probably not, but, I don't know. How can he want to be close to home? Because nowhere is going to be close to home. That makes no sense. What a stupid player motivation. However, you have been a monster. I would definitely love to keep you around for the next 5 years. Thank you very much, Earl. Ooh, Paul Schultz is here as well. We do have a ton of money, thankfully, so we should be able to re-sign some of the assets. I mean, do I? He is an X factor. He's only 83 though, 26 already. Tight ends are usually pretty easy to find in the draft. I'm just gonna give him this deal. If he doesn't accept, he actually did accept. Okay, I was not expecting that. Well, welcome back, Paul. I wanted you this whole time. Ooh, Kenny Hill is here. He does have green interest. He wants so much money. He is 32 now and is going down little by little to an 88. I think I don't mind a 1-year deal. And he's back for that. But that may be the final contract he gets. DeMarcus... Oh, CJ McCall's here. Oh, no. CJ McCall, Loki, though, is 32 years old. He has been so good, though. He has been so good. So I have bumped up the money a ton here just on a 1-year deal. He can't say no to that. And then DeMarcus Verdon, it's up to a 78 now. He did have a decent year, I'm not going to lie. He had a ton of TFLs, but not too many sacks to show for it. And he does have interest in rejoining us. I don't hate a 2-year deal on that length and contract and money, you know what I mean? Oh my god, okay, Lorenzo, oh, there's so many people here. We have Devon Sheffield here as well. Lorenzo Goodson, 31 years old now, 85 overall. I think I'm gonna let him walk. I believe we traded for him as well in the middle of the season. Devon Sheffield has been amazing, the reigning defensive player of the year. However, I think the time is up here in Arizona. He's going to go out on top. And then we have Dante Sawyer, Donald Henderson, Sidney Lewis here as well. Let's just go to free agency. Ooh, and Paris Johnson's going to be leaving us as well. He has been here for 13 years now, 34 years old, has been our starting right tackle every single year, every single snap, but our time has come to an end. And there are a ton of positions we're going to have to replace, including left tackle, both tackle spots, left guard as well. We're going to need a wide receiver 3 as well. Defensively, it doesn't look too bad, though. Honestly, I think the defense is completely fine. What we really need is just the old line. Justin Jefferson is here now, 36 years old. Crazy. Jerzon Newton's a 33-year-old now. That is crazy as well. Cam Langley doesn't look bad, but not a position of need. Patrick Paul's here as well. We're getting some real-life rookies here. We also need a new mentor at quarterback, Desmond Ritter. Why not? Let's get DoorDash Desmond. If we ever need food, he's the guy. Actually, you know what? We need to check out the freaking trade block. Look at this superstar quarterback right away. What? Another one. 22-year-old right guard, star development from the Chargers. He will be mine. And a superstar right tackle on the Eagles. I'm calling him up right now. Philly, what do you want? You want Verdon? You want a second? Okay, they do actually, they kind of want a bit, which I guess is totally fair. I'll give you a future 3rd round pick. Hopefully this right guard on the Chargers isn't though. Okay. The Bengals on the trade block have Devon Anthony, a 23-year-old superstar X Factor, 80 overall strong safety. Or free safety, my bad. What do you want for him? I would honestly give you... They only want a 3rd? Let's try to cook up something first. What about a 2037 3rd round pick? It's so close. I'll give you a 2036 5th round pick. And it is accepted. The Bengals just got fleeced. We get an X Factor 23-year-old free safety. He's our future for sure. That is actually insane. He was just getting no playing time on the Bengals, it seems like. Look at this. Oh, he's 32 years old. He was getting no playing time, and they said you can leave. Jamie Hightower, a superstar as well. The trade block is a future I will be using in future rebuilds, because you can find some real gems here in guys that are just buried on their own depth chart. And in free agency, we got a new left tackle here in Louis McDonald, a cornerback, Alex Durham, Justin Johnson, just in case we can't find anybody in the draft, just to be a serviceable right tackle for us. And DoorDash Desmond. Pick 27 in the 1st round. I'm going to go with this wide receiver. Marcel Dobbins looks like a beast. Also out of Bama, which is a good wide receiver school. 21 years old, elite acceleration there. Good speed, great agility and change of direction, but his skills look really good. A break tackle, A catching, B spec catch, and then deep route, short route, medium route, all look decent as well. Could he be special? Could we mold him into one of the best wide receivers in the league with Max Pierman under center? I think we can. And in the 2nd round, I think we're going to be converting Pat Lucas to be our new right tackle, of course, after losing Paris Johnson. After a very, very good career, Pat Lucas, can you replace him? Hidden Dev, that makes me happy. 22 years old as well. Probably franchise right tackle for the rest of the vid. Round 3, I'm actually going to go with the right tackle, Mike Bond here. He's a day 3 projection, only 21 as well. Hopefully we can develop him into something on the O-line. Only normal development, but praying for a good rating, of course. And recap of the draft, Marcel Dobbins is a 77 overall. That was an absolute gem. I was actually scouting another receiver, but I found him later on. He looked really good. Rest of the class is okay. Pat Lucas is all right. These two, everything else was a reach. Holy crap. 380 overall players in this class, a QB, a corner, a safety as well. This was a very high overall class. Marcel Dobbins, I think, just missed out on being a top 5 talent. Actually, I think he was tied at 77 here with a few other players. And Steve Barron was the other wide receiver that I actually had scouted 90% as well. We made the right choice. And earlier in this video, I could not make the right choice to save my life. Marcel Dobbins, Lucas, CPU got me too as well. We're going to be revealing him. I'm actually really excited for this one because he just seems a little special. If you know what I'm saying, I think he might, if we can get a superstar, an X Factor, that would be incredible to be our new wide receiver too, the Keon Coleman replacement as well. And we finished with what I think third season in a row with an 11-6 record, top of the NFC West though. Max Pierman had another spectacular season though, just under 4K yards, but 37 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. I mean, these are Aaron Rodgers type numbers, bro. Gabriel Williams, great on the ground as well, 1,300 yards, 4.8 a carry, 8 tuds. In this season, we get 2,000-yard receivers in Keon Coleman, Kelvin Roach. They get themselves 20 touchdowns combined, but Marcel Dobbins almost gets them 30 touchdowns combined. He had 9 himself in his rookie year, 750 yards as well. Schultz not too bad. Defensively, Earl Thurman, of course, leads the way for tackles made. 15 TFLs for CJ McCall, 10 for Thurman. Morrison, Verdon got himself involved as well, as McCall is the only person over double-digit sacks there. Derek Morrison gets himself 7 as the new starting defensive tackle after losing Devon Sheffield, of course. Lehman and Terrion Arnold with 2 picks each. Wildcard matchup against the Panthers. I believe we beat them the other year. We kind of own them. 28-21. However, we've got the 21, or where did I get 21? The 12-5 Commanders, who have a 99 Brent Galloway. Literally who? Okay, well, MVP goes once again to Joe Burrow, who is still going strong, but Galloway, who we just faced, is number 2. Number 3 is Max. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Marcel Dobbins. Okay, could he go up to Superstar? That would be big time for the future of this video. He does end up going to Superstar development. That is incredible to see. And defensively, I do not believe we got anything. And the Chargers win another Super Bowl here, 26-21. Super Bowl MVP is cornerback Justin Traynor now here in 2035. And we got some big names who need a contract. Terrion Arnold, Kevin Crawford, Kenny Hill, who's been here for a minute now. CJ McCall, same thing. Jay Lipton as well. Kelvin Roach has been really good for us. Terrion Arnold's been like one of my favorite players that we've had. He's just developed into an actual like standout superstar CB1. I would love to keep him around. I would love to have him for his entire career. I'm going to bump it up a little bit. I'll put it up to 4 years as well. He's actually back to stay. I'll take that. However, this may be the last year for Kenny Hill. I think we're going to let him go now at the age of 33. CJ McCall is also 33, but he has also still been just one of our best defensive linemen so far. So I'll just keep giving him these 1-year deals. If he wants to stay, I don't mind. Jay Lipton is 31 now. Of course, we got that backup free safety that we traded for, who is also an X Factor, who is going to be taking over for him more than likely. Jamal DeBose is already here. Never mind, 5th-year option. We're going to accept it. Free agency, we have an X Factor, 33 years old, Nate Wiggins. Bijan Robinson is here. Monty Callahan. Here's Jay Lipton, of course. Tua is here, 38 years old now. 36-year-old Trevor Lawrence. 40-year-old, 85 overall Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, we're in 2035, all right. Burrow's here as well. A few players here. Bijan actually did throw him a deal. If he wants to join us and be our backup, that would be nice. Get himself a little ring as well, hopefully. Ben Ayers is a really good-looking tackle here. Nobody else is interested. He's only 25 as well. Will probably be our starting right tackle right away. And then some backup linebackers and safeties. Contracts have been reviewed. Everybody is gone. We get Bijan Robinson. There was a lot of suitors for him. We get everybody there, go 4 for 4. The team is back. And in the draft, what we definitely need most is another wide receiver. So I'm going to focus both Daniel Bates and Mateo Gomez here. Emmett Cooper, a left tackle to Georgia, is around 2 to 3 projection, but he might be around 1 talent. I sure hope so. That's something you don't see every day. The Chiefs have the #1 overall pick. I mean, he was almost around 1 talent. We are now here at pick number 26, and Mateo Gomez is going to be my pick. He's 21 years old, 5'10", deep threat out of USC. Physically, though, elite acceleration, change of direction, great agility, good speed as well. He looks like the perfect wide receiver 3 to complement our other 2 receivers as well. Mateo Gomez, hopefully he can take, okay, well, he's only normal, sadly, but he is 21. We're going to hold our horses. He should be able to come in and contribute right away. Round 2, right end, Rashawn Felder will be my pick, 21 years old, out of Boise State. It's a run stopper, 6'6". He's massive, and he's also known. Colin Graves, the left guard here in round number 3. Feels good. Gomez ends up being a 74. That's a fine wide receiver 3. Felder, 73. 71 for Graves. Hopefully we can develop him as the years goes on, but the CPU got me a 70 in round like 5 here. CPU, George Cooper. He's also out of USC, hello? The CPU pretty much just looked me dead in the eyes and said, you chose the wrong USC receiver, dummy. 80 overall running back, that went 7. Daniel Harris here, quarterback. decent little class tight end in the 3rd round. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna review George Cooper, and if he's a superstar, I'm gonna make him wide receiver 3 right away. Honestly, even if he's a star, I probably will as well, just because he's hidden dev. Gotta eat my pride a little bit. The guy that I chose in the 1st round is gonna have to get benched by a guy the CPU drafted me in day 3. We might see it right here. George Cooper is only a star, but you know what? Why not? We'll make him wide receiver 3 alongside an 86 and ageless Keon Coleman here. Dobbins is developing as well. This O-line a little bit better. Of course, we now have Bijan Robinson here. And then defensively, we added in Felder now, who's actually a 78 DT2. I might just make him the number 2 right away here in our D-line. Doesn't look terrible. Who is this guy? The CPU has been the best drafter in this freaking video, bro. Superstar, 22-year-old, 2nd-year man, Vince Wall here. Our cornerback room, low-key nasty. Like, we got depth, we got studs. Do Bowles in 87. I spent all my staff points on, like, the offensive and defensive coordinator tree, so everybody has, like, insane boosts now as well. This team, maybe the best it's ever looked. Layman is now at 95 overall. Terry and Arnold still at 93. New safety pairing this year, though, with Anthony and Hutton. No more Kenny Hill, and of course Mr. J. Lipton. Also, Dobbins is a 97 return man. And this team sure loves finishing freaking 11-6. Is that like literally the 4th year in a row? 1st in offensive yards? Okay, talk to me. Nice defense? Okay. 27th, bro. What the heck? Max Pierman had 3,835 yards, 33 touchdowns, 5 picks. Not a bad year, but I want more. I really do. I want 5K yards. I want 50 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? He's a 99 overall. Oh, Gabriel. Oh my God, the run game actually was insane this year. Almost 1,500 yards for Gabriel Williams. 5.5 a carry, 15 touchdowns. Bijan had 5.5 a carry as well as 11 touchdowns. My boy Sloan averaged 15.8 a carry. Okay, so the run game was absolutely unreal this year. Dobbins, 1,200 yards for him. 18 touchdowns, though, is unreal. Keon Coleman is sadly just regressing now, going down in overall. Cooper, not a bad year one. Only 1 touchdown for him, though. Schultz, 5 touchdowns. Thurman, because of course, 119 tackles for him. TFL's McCall with 15, 13 for Verdon, 11 for Derek Morrison. Sack number's not too bad. McCall with 13, but he of course is regressing heavily as well now, up to 34 years old now, I think. Derek Morrison, 10 sacks for him. 5.5 for the rookie though, Felder there. Terry and Arnold, 3 picks, 2 for Thurman and Layman. And I swear we've matched up with the Panthers so many times in the wildcard run. The Bears are actually the number 1 seed, and this Raiders team has had a crazy dynasty for this entire video. I should have did them. Because man, Brock Bowers and JJ McCarthy has taken that team up to another level. I thought we lost their 24-13 though. We got the Commanders up next, who beat us last year, I believe. And Gabriel Williams willed us to that wild card win. 14 carries, 130 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns as well. Had a few catches, had some good yards as well. He's actually been maybe one of our best players, honestly. His stats are insane every single year. The Commanders are only 83. But they did take us out last year, so we take it personal. Now we have the 12-5 Marvin Harrison Jr. led Bears. Now we're actually just a ground and pound team, because look who wins Offensive Player of the Week this week. Bijan Robinson, now the backup running back, had 9 carries for 110 yards and a touchdown. Are the Raiders still in it as well? They are. They're playing the Bills in the 1-2 matchup in the AFC. The Raiders beat the Chiefs there 24-28. We want the Raiders again. Remember, they beat us in year 3. They smoked us in the Super Bowl. We want our revenge. However, I should probably focus on this game first. The Bears are a solid team, man. They're an 89 overall with a 91 defense, 87 offense. We're an 89 all across the board, and we are back in the Super Bowl. However, it's not going to be against the Raiders. We're going to be playing the Buffalo Bills. And if you know how the Bills perform in the Super Bowl, I'd say ring me up that 2nd ring right now. Who's this Channing Kirkpatrick fella? Joe Burrow's on the Colts now. Caleb Williams, Drake May. Where is Pierman? Number 7. As Josh McDaniels wins Coach of the Year. Do they know? Not gonna lie, I have not won Coach of the Year once, and it's been like 13 years. It's kind of sad. Ooh, Marcel Dobbins is Offensive Player of the Year, though. We love that. And Gabriel Williams is the best running back. I don't even think he's X Factor, right? So he should go up. Marcel Dobbins might go up to X Factor as well, which is very hype. I'm just happy to see some of our draft picks work out. The first half of this rebuild, I'm not gonna lie, was tough, man. I was struggling, but the second half has given me life with the guys like Max Pierman, Gabriel Williams, Marcel Dobbins as well. Look at this freaking offense now. This is kind of insane. This is what I was envisioning at the start, but it took me a little while to keep up. You know, Paxton goes up to superstar dev. We will take that all day. I don't think we got anything else though on defense. Also, I'm not sure who this guy is too, but he's a 78 overall cornerback, 4-star development. He's in year 2 as well. Dude, the CPU went crazy. Unless I drafted him and just forgot. No, he was picked in round 7, pick 27, almost Mr. Irrelevant. And then when was Vince Wall taken? He was at round 5, pick number 27, bro. If I could kiss the CPU, I freaking fucking would.
I'll let a teammate squirt me sometimes.
That's just a good teammate.
Yeah, I'll squirt.
And here now in 2036, this Bills team is probably completely different. Ron Carrington's their only 99. They have Monte Benson, Terrence Kidd there. Pretty much all auto-generated guys. Remember, this guy, Miles Neo, he was the highest-rated player in the draft class, I believe, last year. Have a good center as well. Jerson Newton's still going strong. Crazy. Who is their QB, though? Donald Bigby, 90 overall, 25 years old. He's only normal dev, despite being 90 overall. What did he come out as then? 98 throw power. Pretty fast as well. It's literally just Josh Allen. They got a good team up there in Buffalo, but only an 84 overall squad, 85 defense, 84 offense. Our team is 89s across the boards. We are heavy favorites here in the bowl. And I believe this is year 14 now, which is crazy. Can we win just our second Super Bowl of the video? But I feel like from now onwards, I feel like we're going to be right in the mix every single year contending. As long as we have this 99 overall Max Pierman, the squad is always ready to compete. And in the first half here, we're going to be taking a 17-3 lead. Not bad at all. Second half on its way. We get the ball again. If we score here, we might... Okay, I'm not going to talk too soon. We do have a 4th and 5 on the 30. We're going to be punting it. Dan Skillen only for 40 yards there. Come on, Skillen. Come on, my guy. The Bills kind of driving down here. Fresh set of downs now. And despite putting up 24 points, our defense has been incredibly good this game as well, only holding them to 10 points in the middle of the fourth quarter. Donald Bigby slings it out on the left hash. That was an absolute dime. Nope, I guess we're challenging it, though. Was he out of bounds? One. Ooh, that left foot. That left foot might have been up. I don't know if he dragged it. Look at that. He I don't know how he didn't drag it there in that situation, but I think we might win this challenge. And it's back on the 30, 2nd and 10. Let's go. I'm just such a good coach, you know what I mean? 2nd and 10 though on the 30, under 8 minutes to go. Donald Bigby drops back to pass again. Finds a wide open number 86. 2-possession game though, still a bit of time as well. Everybody still has their timeouts. They're going to be running here on a 3rd and 5, which is a questionable call, meaning they will probably go for it on 4th down. They were expecting to get, you know, a few yardage there, but our defense absolutely stuffed that rookie running back. Welcome to the big leagues, brother. Welcome to the big leagues. 4th and 4. If we can get a stop here, I will be feeling very, very confident. However, Miles Neal, there he is. 3rd and 7, you would imagine. 4 down territory again. They hand it off to the rookie. And once again, he goes for only about a yard. Our game plan this game was simply do not let Miles Neal, the rookie, run all over us. And we have been doing that successfully. But Donald Bigby capitalizes on another 4th down there. They get a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. We got a game here. Dwayne McCord? Wasn't he on our team a few years back? No way. What the heck, he just levitated. I'm pretty dang sure Dwayne McCord was our former receiver, right? But here we go. 5 minutes to go. 1-possession game. Can Max Pierman lead our offense down? Where is he going? You're going the wrong way. Protection, of course, didn't help him at all there. I was expecting the ref to trip him like what happened to Lamar on the Monday night game. Dude, why does he keep running backwards? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's gone. Max Pierman. Max Pierman, who is that? Marcel Dobbins, bro. The connection of Max Pierman and Marcel Dobbins. Marcel to Max, Max to Marcel. Oh my god. What was that pass? On the run, in our own end zone, on what, 2nd and 26? And it just went for a freaking touchdown? What are we witnessing, bro? What are we witnessing here? You've got to be kidding me. That was actually unreal. All the questions were, how will you respond 0? How will you do Pierman under pressure? 1-possession game, 4th quarter. And he answered, bro. What in the world? And the chemistry of Dobbins and Pierman is one we're going to see play out throughout this entire video, bro. I'm keeping them for life, no doubt. They've given us countless memories, countless ridiculous numbers. They've given us a Super Bowl, and maybe even 2 after this. What a defensive play by 18. Who is that? There's my boy Paxton who went up to superstar. 4th and 2. If we can get a stop here, we're looking real nice. It's going to be a pick by the new starting strong safety, I believe, number 15. Is that Don Hutton? It is going to be Don Hutton, the man who had to patiently wait behind Kenny Hills and waited for him to get off his contract. And once he got his opportunity, he seized it to the absolute max. Don Hutton, Super Bowl game clinching interception. I'll say it right now. We got number 2, baby. I think we're good here. Under 4 minutes to go. We're already in field goal range as well. We can go up by 3 possessions if we want 4th and 1. What did we do? I don't really know what happened there. It said like incomplete pass, but we got the first down. We also scored a touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, 38-17. We win our 2nd Super Bowl of the video. And honestly, from here on out, I think we got a few more left in us for sure. This team is sick, dude. As Pyramid goes 22 for 29, 302 yards, 30 touchdowns, no interceptions. We call him playoff Pyramid around here. Gabriel Williams, of course, still doing what he does, 4.5 carry, but 2 touchdowns as well. That was massive. Bijan Robinson, I said when you signed, you were coming to get yourself a ring. You got yourself a ring now. Thank you. And also, you're welcome. But of course, the weapons on this team are the talking point of the town. Keon Coleman, 8 receptions, 79 yards, still going strong in year 13. Marcel Dobbins, we saw that incredible play, 153 yards as well as a touchdown. Schultz got in the end zone. George Cooper, the rookie, got in the end zone as well. Earl Thurman, 9 tackles made, leads the way. Derek Morrison had a tackle for loss, the only one though, but he also had 1.5 sacks. McCall, in what may be his final season, gets his maybe last sack, and it comes in the biggest of moments. How could I complain? Shout out to Don Hutton as well, of course. And Max Pierman gets his 2nd Super Bowl MVP of the video. Man, and like I keep saying, I love this squad, bro. Like in the first half of this video, I was like, am I washed? But now look at this team. Look how far we've come. Gabriel Williams, why do you not want to join us, man? Devon Anthony's here as well, although he doesn't want to come back for Verdon. I bring back, he's still 29, can go a long way. Max Paxton, Terry and Arnold. We got some of our guys here. Keon. Gabriel Williams, I don't really care. If you don't have interest, I'm going to give you so much money that you don't have a choice because we need you. You're a 97, you're an X Factor. Having a good running back is so key in simulation, and the fact that we drafted him and developed him all this way as well means he's got to be ours. He's got to stay for life. Devon Anthony, who we traded for 86 overall, now still 25. He should just accept this straight up. He has interest. He's back as well. I believe his first year as a starter for us, and hey, we won a Super Bowl. My boy Verdon, I don't hate a 2-year deal. I'll bump it up a tiny bit just to make sure he stays because we do like Verdon. His story has been really nice. He was just, I think he was another CPU pick for me that ended up being an X Factor. He was only like 68 overall as well, which is crazy. Good guard, Mark. How much do you want? Man, I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot of money. We have 66 mil still, so we can definitely splash out a little bit. Maybe I just bring the boys back, man. We just got off a Super Bowl. This is so much though, and a 5-year deal. I mean, this could really hurt me a few years down the line. I'm gonna bump it down a tiny bit, but you know what, Mark Paxton, you are one of our guys as well. He's happy to stay, even with the pay cut. Terry and Arnold, I don't mind. Every year, I'll just keep re-signing you for 1 year. 31 mil left. Derek Morrison, 5th year. We're gonna accept that. He's actually been awesome for us. Keon wants a 2-year deal, 18 mil as well. And honestly, that bomb that we saw Marcel Dobbins catch and take to the end zone was probably the passing of the torch. So Keon Coleman, I'm sorry, but don't think I'm gonna re-sign you. But tell you what, I think he deserves to have his stats shown. He was our very first pick in this video, if I'm not mistaken, and look at all of these accolades that he has racked up in this video so far. We picked him at pick number 16, which I believe was the Texans pick, but let's go to his career stats here. He has been awesome for the long time he's been here. 942 yards. How many 1,000-yard seasons did he have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what the heck happened this year? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9,000-yard season. In this, like, after 2031, he became a different monster. We started utilizing him to the best of his abilities. He was putting up ridiculous touchdown numbers as well. Keon Coleman, been an absolute stud. But that is going to be the last we see of him in a Cardinals jersey, sadly. Landon Tompkins does not want to rejoin us. He's also only 74 overall, so who cares? CJ McCall, who similarly to Terry and Arnold, I just keep bringing back on a 1-year deal. And you know what? I think he has no interest, man. The no stadium tax is really killing our relationship here, but he still stays. Oh, Malcolm Henry is here as well. We got to give him a fat deal. He actually has green interest now, if I'm not mistaken. Earlier, he didn't because of historic championships, but because we have won 2 now, it's yellow, which is something I still think that it's kind of stupid. I'm gonna bump it down a little bit. Please stay with us. Malcolm Henry is back. The Malcolm Henry career simulation goes on. Dane Skillen is here as well, but he's 35. He's only a 79, so we're in the market for a new punter for sure, and a new fullback, it looks like. Also, if I am not mistaken, Bijan Robinson did retire on the high after a Super Bowl. Shout out to him. Because remember, I believe in the divisional matchup, he won player of the... Where am I going? What I was saying, though, despite being that old age now, he still was winning player of the weeks in the freaking playoffs, which is crazy. Got a good center here. Timmy Long. Shane Brown. I don't know why I said it like that. Keon Coleman, Trevor Lawrence. Okay, Carson Beck. And in free agency, we're still cooking, bringing in right guard Shane Britt, who I'm probably going to move to right tackle, and then Connor Romero as our backup edge as well, because the guy we drafted last year, I think I'm going to move him inside to defensive tackle. And to start this 2037 draft, I think I got my eyes on somebody that's going in the top half. So we're going to move up to 11 with the Patriots, right? I'm giving up left guard Pat Lucas because we drafted that guy last year. We can elevate him to be the starter. The first round pick this year, number 32, of course. The first round pick next year, and then a future third round pick. Now, is that an absolute haul? It definitely is. However, I think this player may just be worth it, and he goes by the name of George Russell. An outside linebacker here out of Auburn. He's still just 21 years old, so a lot of room for improvement. Speed rusher, though. I like that. Elite acceleration, great speed, and even great strength. Combine did really good in everything. He doesn't have a flaw about him. A, awareness. B, block shed. B, finesse moves. A, tackle. C, power moves. He can even drop back. C, man. Or B, pursuit. Like, this dude is an absolute gem. Maybe the player that can put this great team into a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Take us to another level. George Russell. We traded up for a reason. He's going to be worth it. Trust me. Woo-hoo. Come on. Did we finally get that stud on the defensive side? Hell, I even believe in him so much. Comment down below right now, 37 George, and I'll give you a 4 times chance to win the giveaway. End of round 2 now, and this free safety Roman Webster looks ridiculous. We need depth at the position, and he can just help out play in the slot, play in the back end as well, be the overhang defender. Roman Webster is normal development. Now, George Russell ends up only being a 74 there. Webster's a 76, though. That's really good. I absolutely reached on this tight end and punter as well. As the highest rated player in the class was a running back, not a high rated draft class, though. Only a 78 there. Okay, I really wasn't even paying attention. I traded up to get, of course, George Russell, but this was the guy right next to him that I also had 90% scouted. Maybe I went the wrong choice. Damn, are you kidding me? Yep, they went right after each other as well. Number 11 and number 12. Did I just make $1 million mistake? We will find out right now because George Russell was the only hidden I got in that freaking draft class. We're gonna go ahead and review him. Generate best lineup. I'm looking straight at our linebacking group. George Russell, do not let me down. I just gave up all that draft capital and traded all the way up to 11 to get the next Sam Hubbard, which is okay, right? I can live with missing from time to time, but the fact that the guy right after him was another guy I had drafted or I had it scouted and he was an X Factor, that hurts, man. That really hurts. 15-2. This is our best record. I believe this is our first time as the number 1 seed. About damn time this team is ready. Oh my god, we started off the season with a crazy win record or winning streak. Loose to the Niners, they're at home as well. Kind of got smoked by them. And then the Lions 10-35, but 15-2 number 1 seed. Oh my god, we have arrived. I'm saying we have arrived as if we didn't just win the Super Bowl last year. First again in offensive yardage. Defense, tell me it stepped up. 15th? Okay, I mean, it's all right. If the offense is number 1, I'm not going to complain, right? 4,077 yards, 39 touchdowns, 3 picks for Max Pierman. This is an MVP type year, especially when you consider our record. When did we get my boy A-Rich? Gabriel Williams has been the absolute X factor of this offense, though. Almost 1,600 yards, I'll round up for you. 5.6 a carry, 13 touchdowns as well. Max Pierman, low-key got some wheels to him as well. He be running a bit every single year. Shout out my guy, CJ Sloan. Whoa, these are very underwhelming, though. Marcel Dobbins, only 975 yards, although he did have 16 touchdowns. Schultz had 8 touchdowns, 913 yards. Gomez got fed as well. Cooper. Gabriel Williams, 600 yards out the backfield as well. It was a little more spread out this year. And of course, Earl Thurman. Somebody count how many times Earl Thurman has led us in tackles made. It's always him. 13 TFLs for McCall, Morrison, Verdon. Love to see it. Sack numbers 11 for the defensive tackle Derek Morrison. He has developed into a very good defensive player now. McCall 10.5. He's still going strong at his old age. Interception numbers 3 for Rashawn Layman, 2 for Arnold and DeBose. But man, does it feel good to finish as the 1 seed, have that first round bye, have home field advantage for the entire playoffs as well. We have the Eagles in the first round visiting us. We beat him 23-17. And that boy CJ McCall is still going crazy. Defensive player of the week, 2 sacks. However, the offensive player of the week is who we got up next. Drake May and the Atlanta Falcons have themselves an 85 overall squad. They're an 11-16 themselves. After a Super Bowl last season, after a bye week, a 15-2 record, Drake May takes us down. Max Pierman did everything he could, though. What went wrong? Gabriel Williams, we only fed him 9 times for whatever reason. Dobbins, oh my god, Dobbins had 164 and 3 touchdowns, but for some reason, our defense just could not get a stop. And the only sack of the entire game goes to Devin Jenkins. We didn't get pressure at all. And that is just such a disappointing way to go out, man. However, on the bright side of things, Max Pierman does bring in his 2nd MVP award. Did we win Coach of the Year? Finally, we win Coach of the freaking Year, 20-year kill streak, baby. Ooh, George Russell actually finished number 2 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. If he could have won that, that would have been massive. Hold up, my guy Kevin Crawford, I believe our right guard, just won Best Offensive Lineman, and Graves in his sophomore season is already at number 3. So a few linemen could definitely get some devies here if I say so myself. Crawford goes up to Superstar. That is pretty awesome. Nothing else on offense, though. Defensively, maybe 1 or 2. Paxton goes up to Superstar X Factor. That is pretty awesome. Russell remains the same. I think Lehman finally goes up to Superstar X Factor. That is much deserved. And how many X Factors do we have on this freaking team now? 1, 2, 3, 4 on offense. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 Superstar X Factors here in 2037. And would you look at this, the Ravens beat the Falcons 20-17, and Super Bowl MVP is Jaden Daniels out of LSU, of course. Expect a rebuild with him soon. And I'm not gonna lie, we have 3 mil. Luckily, it is a 5th year from Marcel Dobbins, so we're gonna accept that. He's a 95 overall now, 24 years old, bro. However, Don Hutton is here. Terrion Arnold is here. CJ Sloan. Okay, it goes down after that. Although it looks like we're going to have to say goodbye to CJ McCall, who we've had for around 14 seasons now. And I believe he came out as star development as well. He's been pretty consistent for us. 4, 5, 8, 8, 13, 6, 15, 9, 8, 14. He had some pretty good seasons, man. A double-digit guy comfortably at the end of his career. It was a slow start, but he developed into probably our best pass rusher in this entire video. We chose him in round 1, pick 6 in 2025, a long time ago. He made 8 Pro Bowls, won some Defensive Players of the Years and Defensive Lineman, Best D Lineman. However, yeah, we simply just don't have money to re-sign anybody. Terrion Arnold, we are going to let go now because we do have his replacement ready to step up as well. So it's going to be a new era here. And we're going to be bringing in a CB4 for our team, and this backup tight end will just not accept for some reason. And actually, I'm sitting here in my private workouts now, but I have just remembered we traded away our first last year for George Russell, man. This right end is a day 3 projection. He actually looks all right. His name is also Antonio Brown. We need a nutcase on the defensive line. Round 2, I'm gonna go with outside linebacker Patrick Nichols. I think we lost a few there in that free agency that we couldn't bring back, so he's hopefully gonna be the guy that can step up after that. Hidden development. And then end of round 3, Brandon Bryant, the center, but he's a versatile guy. We can move him around if we want to. He's good enough to do it, eh? And I'm gonna let the best drafter take over. 73 overall, 72. The CPU got me a 70 rated corner in the end of the 4th round. Only normal, but we take those. Let's see, the draft, I did not have a 1st round pick. Probably had the craziest players of all time. Philip Lincoln went 4. A lot of good corners in this class, it looks like, but pretty regular looking class. I'm just gonna spam it. We only got the 2. Whoever it lands on, I'm gonna review in 3, 2, 1, bang. Patrick Nichols, the linebacker. And he is going to end up being... Holy crap, I thought he was an X Factor for a second because I saw these 2. He's only a star, of course. And we're back in familiar territory, 11-6, of course. All right, this defense is just not getting it done. Our offense was number 2, by the way. Pierman put up pretty similar Pierman stats. Gabriel Williams put up pretty similar Gabriel Williams numbers. And I actually changed the playbook to Chiefs playbook. I usually use the Bengals one, and these numbers have just not been great. Even though our offense has been good, but I gotta change the defense up. Earl Thurman, because of course, 23 TFLs for Derek Morrison, 14 for my boy George Russell there, 8.5 for Morrison, George Russell 4.5, Verdon 4.5, Felder 4. We need pressure badly because it's gone again. Layman and Noel get some picks. The amount of pass rushers that I've drafted in this video that haven't been great, I've only been star dev, has been a little crazy. All right, man. As you can see, our offense is good. Number 3 in points per game. Our run game is awesome. Pass game ain't too bad either, but the defense is killing us. As Jaron Booth of the Lions wins MVP, Kevin Crawford is just an animal. Is he getting to go up to X Factor? Oh, best kicker, Malcolm Henry. Believe it or not, that's actually the first time he has won that award, so shout out to him. Crawford stays at a superstar, sadly. Malcolm Henry, I think, went up to superstar, though, so we'll take that for him. Pretty awesome to see. Defensively, Derek Morrison finally gets the upgrade to superstar. That is a great one. I think this Johnston guy even went up to star, so you know what? I'm going to switch it up here. I'm going to go offense. I'm going to go with the Falcons. They've been insane in this video. Arthur Smith has won like 9 Coach of the Years, and obviously Drake May has been going off as well, and then we're going to try KC defense. And the Broncos, for the first time in this video, win in themselves a Super Bowl 28-14, beating out Drake May in the Falcons. Trevor Lawrence is going through a Peyton Manning phase, I guess. And I'm not gonna lie, we only have 23 mil now with our center here, who's 95 overall, our tight end as well. Although I think we're fine with letting him go. We could replace him in the draft. But Derek Morrison, we got to bring back Verdon. Getting a little up there now, so probably not. We got a few players here, man. And like Phil Bayless has been so good, but I don't think we can re-sign him. We don't have money. We drafted his backup in Brandon Bryant already as well, or his replacement, I guess you could say. I gotta let go of a 95 rated center superstar dev who's only 30, but that hurts. I gotta do it though, because I think the money would be better invested in Derek Morrison on the D-line. He's kind of the heart on our defensive line right now, on our defense as well, so he is back on a long-term deal. So anyway, we could save some money. No, we're not doing that. Thurman, of course not. Kevin Crawford, of course not. Layman, of course not. Cordell Johnson, I mean, we only saved like $500,000 though. Yeah, we're kind of tied up now. We're in a pretty sticky spot. Why is Pierman's salary cap at 76.9 mil this year, huh? Whoa, hold up. Is he also going down? That's pretty whack. I need to do the regression sliders for my future rebuilds, because a 31-year-old QB should never be going down. Cap hit, yeah, I mean, we just have a ton of players now that are getting paid, and they're all deserving of it. You know what I mean? Pierman, Braxton, Williams, Morrison, we just paid Devon Anthony, Malcolm Henry. He's low-key getting a bit. I should have just drafted a new kicker. My heart re-signed him, not my head. So like, I'm just gonna try to get Noel back on a really cheap 3-year deal, and he's back. That's pretty awesome. Okay, we had just enough for me to put in an offer for Kevin Ramsey, a pretty good looking right end here, only 26, and then the left tackle Ronnie Watford as well. If we can get both of them, that would be big time. Only got Ronnie Watford, sadly. Damn. Not gonna lie, that edge looked really good, Kevin Ramsey, but he goes to the Giants. However, we did have a backup option, and Nasir Floyd has joined us. And I'm checking the trade block. Tommy Robinson, a superstar tight end from the Bengals. They want him gone. What would they want for him? Josh House? I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that brother is. You can have him. That's our new tight end. Round 1 pick's going to be a tackle, Mike Raymond out of Auburn, a pass pro, only 21 years old as well, probably going to be a plug and play immediately, also hidden dev, so he's more than welcome here. Not that I'm discriminating against normal developments, but you know, there's a little bit of favoritism going on. And we also don't have our 3rd round pick, because we used that to trade up to get Mr. George. So in the 2nd round, I'm gonna go with my guy here, Bryce Rice, free safety. We need a backup safety, 22 out of South Carolina. Another hidden dev for Mr. Rice, aka Bryce. Too fire of a name for me not to draft.
You know what? It's fine. I have a preliminary sketch here. Is this the man who assaulted you?
Raymond's is 74, Rice is 72. And tell you what, anything better than 11-6 makes me happy now. Remember, we did change up the playbooks as well, so let's see how it did. 4th in offensive yards. I think we were on Falcons, right? So that's pretty good. And defense top 5. Pierman only had 3,452 yards. I think Falcons playbook is mainly catered towards the running game though. 35 touchdowns, 3 picks. That's amazing. But Gabriel Williams did Gabriel Williams type things, although this has kind of been similar numbers as a whole. 1,600 yards, 5 a carry, only 7 touchdowns, and then our backup had 9. But Marcel Dobbins still manages to put up over 1,100 yards, 16 touchdowns as well. Cooper was good. Tommy Robinson, the new tight end, 11 touchdowns, not bad. Getting himself acclimated on our team. Thurman just barely edges out Paxton there for tackles made, because of course he does. Derek Morrison, 17 TFLs, 13 for Nasir Floyd, the offseason acquisition. George Russell, 9.5 sacks, 9 TFLs, not a bad season at all. Rashawn Felder, 8 sacks, Floyd 5.5, and 5 for Morrison there, and 3 for Thurman. Johnson had 2, Webster had 2. Thurman has been one of the best players in this rebuild, honestly. I've loved him. What is he up to now? He's at 98. I didn't even, that's a quiet 98, 29 years old, superstar X Factor out of Boston College. If I'm not mistaken, I think Matt Milano's out of Boston College as well. Maybe just a little regen of him, although he's definitely way better. What's even going on in 2039 anymore? The Patriots are the #1 seed, and then the Falcons, like I said, they've been insane this video. Them and the Raiders, bro. They've been absolutely killing it, and they've been rocking with JJ McCarthy and Drake May as well. So 2 2024 quarterbacks, potentially, or what am I saying potentially? Definitely. 28-14, we beat the Vikings, though. Next round, we got the 12-5 Eagles, who I believe we beat last year as well. We beat them again, 21-9, but here we go. The 13-4 Atlanta Falcons. You know what? I'm a freaking hopping. We are going to be in Atlanta, so hopefully we can steal one away them at their home. 7-0 at the first quarter. Defense doing well, however, they can score right after that, because of course they do. 14-7. 14 all. End of the first half, can we get a field goal? 17-14. Heading into the second half here, no scores yet, but we get a touchdown to go up 23-21, and you know what? It's my time. We got a 1st and 10 here on our 41. I just want to play with this team that we have built, what, 16, 17 years into it now. Let's see how the boards are rolling. It is on Madden, so don't worry about that. What a freaking run by Gabriel Williams. Up to 100 yards now. Even has a tutty. And tell you what, let's feed him again as long as we can get some good blocking here. Oof. He actually gets me way more yards than expected, though. Second and short, run a little play action here. I see my guy through the middle. It's Cooper, I believe, the third-year man. Gets us onto the Falcons 12. Got RB there. My boy Dobbins. Close to a first down, 2nd and 1. This squad is too like that. Can we get into the end zone and punch our ticket to the Super Bowl? Blocking wasn't there. That was a bad lane to take to by me. 3rd and 1. Is there a tush push anywhere? Don't believe so, but we're going to go ahead and hand it off to the fullback, Drummond, the backup tight end, and he ends up scoring a touchdown for us to go up by, I think we were up 2, right? So to take a comfortable 2-point lead, or 2-possession lead now, with just under 2:33 to go. Hopefully our defense can step up here. That was a 4th and 5, and Skylar Tyson converts with 11 yards there. They're kind of driving here, but time is ticking. No doubt they score a touchdown, get 1 point there, onside kick, we recover. That is game over. They are out of timeouts. Let's go to the Super Bowl. Hey, that wasn't a bad drive by your boy though, wasn't it? Hopefully we can get a similar situation in the Super Bowl, and it's going to be the Patriots who go 13-4 with the #1 seed in the AFC. And MVP goes to Drake May, who we just kicked out of the playoffs, of course. And I haven't been showing it, but Arthur Smith, like I said, he has won literally like 12 Coach of the Years. Development traits, I don't think we're going to get anything on offense. Cooper remains the same. Gomez remains the same. The main guys are already the main guys at a high development trait. Defensively, though, I'm hoping for George Russell. Only stays at a start. But this Johnston fella's been developing nicely up to a superstar now. I believe he's the only one we got. But let's hop in once again here. We're a 91. They are an 85 with a Nick Witherspoon, who I believe is a 99 rated quarterback. Tyler Cloud, free safety. Travis Haynes as well. Should be a good game. And let's get things rolling here in 2039, 2040. I've honestly lost count, bro. 7-0, 7-3 in the first quarter. They're not bad. We take a 10-3 lead in the middle of the second, but they tied things right up. 10-all, second half on its way. We got another close one here to my delight. They take the lead, though, 17-17. With just about 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here, the Patriots are on midfield at the 49. Whittington drops back, slings it up. Oh my God, what a great pass breakup. He had that in his hands, and I think it was Thurman that got it out. Incredible play by one of the MVPs of this rebuild, no doubt. Earl Thurman. Short catcher is going nowhere, though. Is that a face mask? Don't do it, ref. Oh, my. That would have been a 3rd and long, too, but now they're on our 30. Fresh set of downs. Going to hand it off here to number 13, an X-Factor running back. He gets stuffed, though. Is that Thurman again? This guy's everywhere. 3rd and 2 now for Whittington? Witherspoon? I think it's Witherspoon. I don't know. 3rd and 2, though. They got a guy motioned out. Jet sweep here. He just gets the first down. But Witherspoon is an empty again here. Fresh set of downs into our red zone. Now he drops back. And that is somehow caught by 86. Wow. Making it a 3rd and inches now. Probably 4-down territory if they don't get it. But what is that, Earl Thurman again? This guy is literally unreal. We got the next best linebacker, and they're going to opt to kick for a field goal to go up by 3 points. Give us the ball back. This is a legacy drive for your boy. Or should I just watch it? I think I'm going to watch it. I just kind of wanted to make sure we got to the Super Bowl, but now that we're here, let's let the boys free. Let's let the boys hang them loose. 1st and 10 on our 25. Legacy drive for Max Pierman and the Arizona Cardinals. It's only 10 for 1,530 yards. Quite underwhelming numbers, I can't lie. Hopefully we snap this ball before the 2-minute warning, you idiots. 2nd and 10 now. Max Pierman drops back once again, has time in the pocket, slings it out. It's just not on target. And just 1 second to go before the 2-minute warning. Pierman drops back again here, 82. He really just dropped that. Who was that? 82. What are you doing? 4th and 10 now. 82 again! This boy's got butterfingers. Oh my. Are you kidding me? Who is that? Was it the tight end? It's the new tight end, Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson, you bozo. I'm going to hop in and just make sure we stuff the run here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Thurman, get him down. There's no way. There's no way he just broke that tackle, dude. It was Earl Thurman as well. There was nobody else I would rather have in that spot, bro. However, it is going to be too little, too late. The Patriots are in victory formation. They're going to beat us by just 3 points, man, to give us, I think, a 2-2 record in the Super Bowl now, which is not great. And it was just a defensive battle. Witherspoon and Pierman combined for not even 300 yards there. Only 2 touchdowns combined and no picks. The run game was utilized. Gabriel Williams had 4.9 a carry, 15 carries as well. Maybe we should have fed him more, but we were playing from behind at the end there. But yeah, through the air, Cooper had 76 yards, but Dobbins only 24 yards and a touchdown there. And then defensively, Cordell Johnson, our corner, had 2 TFLs, 2 sacks for Kentrell O'Neal on their team. But Floyd got one, Derek Morrison, Felder. Man, tough one to take, I can't lie. Kentrell O'Neal, the guy that got 2 sacks, I believe, wins Super Bowl MVP as well. We got some contracts, but we do have money, thankfully. 117 mil, but we got guys like Marcel Dobbins, Earl Thurman, Rayshawn Layman, Kevin Crawford, George Russell to bring back huge names, huge key first on the depth chart type guys. And Dobbins wants a ridiculous amount. However, he has been that good to be demanding this sum of money. To be honest with you, I want to make sure we keep him at all costs. Earl Thurman as well. He is 30 now, wants a 4-year contract as well, which is quite hefty. He's a 97 though. Like I said, he's one of my favorite players in this video so far. And he doesn't want to rejoin. I might tag him. We will see. Rayshawn Layman, I'd love to keep. I think he's going to be our new Terry and Arnold, where I just keep re-signing him on a 1-year deal. Kevin Crawford as well. I feel like we cannot afford to lose. 91 overall guard. He is leaving as well. George Russell, 5th-year option. We're going to accept that. He's developing okay. I would love for him to go up to superstar development, but unfortunately that hasn't happened. Cordell Johnson's actually been solid. Give him a 3-year deal. Bump it up a tiny bit. He is back. George Cooper, the wide receiver, I think I'm going to let walk. Colin Graves, though, I would like to resign. He doesn't want much at all. He literally wants like nothing. And then with 54 mil left, I am going to franchise tag Earl Thurman for 21.6 mil. Dude, this guy looks incredible, but get a load of this. Close to home, Alaska. Nobody in the NFL is close to freaking Alaska. Come on, bro. And that singular motivation has his interest at literally nothing. Are you... You know, I don't care. I'm giving him a big deal because nobody else should be close to Alaska as well, you know? It's going to be yellow there. We are the top offer. Okay, I would love this guy. Go ahead and evaluate. I would love to get George Cooper back as well. We get Chad Ross and George Cooper. Okay, those are 2 big players. And pick 31, I think I'm going to go with a wide receiver, Kevin Brittingham, because we don't really have a number 3 right now. We need weapons on our offense to help out Max Pierman as he is starting to regress now. So hopefully this guy can come in and be a game changer, a difference maker. Round 2, and both Sal Rhodes and Christian Tyson both look really good. They are very similar as well. I don't know which one to go for. I think Tyson's a little more of a gamble because we don't really know his core attributes, whereas Sal Rhodes, we know he has like A awareness, A impact block, A lead block, but I do see that D pass block power, which is kind of throwing me off a little bit. They're both only 21. I'm going to take the gamble. I'm a gambling man. Hidden development. Christian Tyson, I think, going to be our new right guard. I'm not going to lie, though. We need the trenches on the other side as well. Our defensive tackle group is not great. I'm just going to take Daryl Colbert here. He doesn't look the best, but it's round 3. What did I expect? Might have to trade for somebody to fill that void because we don't got much there. And Brittingham right away is a 75 overall. Tyson 71, not terrible. Colbert is not good. Zach Smithson, CPU did work. They got me another receiver here in the later rounds. Only normal. And our guy was only 71, right? Sal Rhodes ended up being 74, so +3 overall, and he's also hidden, dude. I took the gamble. It might still pay out. He might be a superstar or something, but Sal looks like a better prospect right now. Let's go review the wide receiver, though, Kevin Brittingham, as he is going to be a star development. I think everybody I've revealed, I swear, has been a star. All right, the Giants are just hoarding 4 defensive tackles here. I'm gonna try to get one of them. And for the 76 overall youngest guy, they want a first. I'm just not giving them a first, am I? I'll give you 2 third-round picks. I'll be fine with that. Okay, guess not. The Jaguars have this guy who's only normal. Okay. All right, the Panthers have this 79 overall superstar dev, 23 years old. They are gonna want a first and a 5th, or a 2043 first and a 5th. I think I'm honestly just gonna send it. This guy will be worth it with that dev trait, with everything involved. Week 18 is here, and we end up going 14-3 and a bye week. I'm pretty hype about that. First and a 5th. Dude, Falcons playbook, good God. Falcons playbook is really it. Defensively top 12, we'll take top 12, honestly. Max Pierman, 4K yards, 37 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. His tutty to interception ratio has been ridiculous this entire rebuild. Ever since we got him, that is, oh my God. Gabriel Williams, almost 1,900 yards, 6.2 a carry, 18 touchdowns. How old is he now? We've had him for a minute now. He's at 99, 29 years old. He might start regressing soon, but I mean, if he's putting up those numbers, I'm not worried anytime soon. What a freaking year. He might be in the MVP conversation. To be honest with you, Dobbins, another phenomenal year for those standout wide receiver. 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. George Cooper, decent. Tommy Robinson. You got a lot to make up this year in the playoffs, my guy. Brittingham, decent in year 1 as well. We did reveal him. What am I doing? However, it was Tyson who we didn't have revealed. Remember, Sal was a star. He's only a star as well. But up to a 77. Defensively, Thurman. Of course, leads the way for tackles made. 16 TFLs for the new addition, Chad Ross. 14 for Russell. 10 for Morrison and McClendon, who we traded for. And Morrison also leads the way for 10.5 sacks. He's been incredible as well. Russell, good. Ross, I'm expecting more after giving him a pretty hefty contract. I'm not going to lie. And then 5 picks for Rayshawn Layman, 2 for Thurman and Johnston. And after our bye week, we're going to be matched up with the 10-7 Lions, an 86 overall squad. They're not too shabby themselves. However, we barely handle them. 27-24. And here we go. This has been the matchup of the rebuild, maybe. Falcons and Cardinals. We have matched up with them and Drake May so many times. It has been pretty even throughout this entire video. And this time we get the best of them again, heading to our 5th Super Bowl, I believe. And we got the Indianapolis Colts there, a team we have not seen. They go 12-5. John Hurts, you remember that guy from way earlier? He's at 96 now. MVP Gabriel Williams goes to Peter Shirley. Pierman is number 2, though. How is Williams not even on here? Coach of the year, 20-year kill streak, baby. And offensive player of the year, we have Gabriel Williams, Max Pierman, and Marcel Dobbins. These 3 have been just ridiculous. Development traits, and Tommy Robinson decides to go up to a superstar X Factor. Okay, then you have a big game here. The Super Bowl last year is when he kind of crumbled. I'm not gonna lie, defensively, do not think we got an upgrade anywhere. And before we hop in, let's go check out their squad. John Hurts is at 98. He is their highest rated player. Malachi Alexander. Here's their QB though. Colton Hand, superstar overall, superstar development. 31 years old, 91 overall. Their squad is decent, but only 390 plus players there. Shout out to Blazers legend Greg Brown. That was quite possibly the most random player I could have named, but their squad is like decent, right? But if you look at our squad, we got 499s. We have a ton of people over 90 overall. Our squad is stacked. Our squad is outrageous, to be honest with you. So we're definitely going to be clear favorites, and hopefully we live up to that tag. And here we go in year number 18 to hopefully get Super Bowl number 3. As the first quarter is done, we're up 7-3 there. I believe our record is 2-2 so far. We would like to improve that to above 500. That would be very nice. However, the second quarter, we are struggling. But we do end up taking the lead in the dying seconds there, and after a huge halftime performance by Flying People and Talking Fish, we're back live here. I don't know, it's 2040. However, we are on the 29, never mind, we're on the 4. Marcel Dobbins, who freaking else? The trio of Dobbins, Williams, and Pierman have been pretty much the legacy defining draft picks of this video. Those 3 guys have really changed the entire energy and atmosphere of this rebuild, and it's not going to be a whole... Gabriel Williams has 7 rushes for 122 and 7, or in a touchdown. Why does he not have more carries? Give him the ball every time. Are you kidding me? Oh. Balls of steel, tank to the max. Pierman with a nice little read option. Takes it himself. Open field in front of him, and Max Pierman runs it in to give us a potential 12-point lead, which is 8 minutes to go in the Super Bowl. I guess the Colts defense heard me. I said feed Gabriel Williams every time, and they were... Oh, that's a punt. I thought that was a big play. But I said, of course, feed Gabriel Williams, so they all stacked the box just for Max Pierman to take it himself. Okay, give me something here. Give me something here. 2nd and 11. Tommy. Making up from last season with a beautiful diving catch. There's some trap. Gabriel Williams. Okay, well, we now have a 3rd and 10. Not great. I'm just going to feed our guy. It's a little overthrown. As we'll punt it away, just about 5 minutes to go here. We do still have a 12-point lead. The Colts are getting some chunks, though. I'm not going to lie, convert the 3rd and 1 there. And just like that, they're into our 30, 22, 15, 10. And this game is definitely far from over, especially if they can score between the 2-minute warning and now, as they get a nice conversion to get them on the 3. 2 minutes and 10 to go. And Colton Hand takes it for himself. So the QBs have gotten the last 2 touchdowns here, and this is definitely still a game. But can our boys clinch the game? We're actually passing here. Max Pierman. We got to complete this. Okay, at least, no, 2 minutes and 1 second. Why did we just pass? That was the most bonehead play. We're passing again here. We're only up by 5. We drop it. The 2-minute warning is gone, so that really didn't matter too much, but now it's a 3rd and 10, and they have all of their timeouts remaining. We're going to pass it for the 3rd time to try to really kill this game off Max Pierman with his legs. Of course. Please go down. Of course. Of course. That's why he's the GOAT. That is why he's the GOAT. 2nd and 9, Williams. Can he get a 1st down? He goes nowhere. And the Colts have note. Why did we snap the ball? Why are we passing? That's why. That's why, because we have Max Pierman under helm. That's game. That is a big balls play right there. Oh my God. Who am I to question why are we passing on this down? Because we have this guy. And ladies and gentlemen, in year 18, we get Super Bowl number 3 beating the Colts by 5 points. And Max Pierman in that 4th quarter, he couldn't have been any better, honestly. However, he did go only 12 for 25 there, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, also had an interception. Colton Hand had a decent day as well, but the ground game is where we really killed them. Gabriel Williams had 137 yards, 11.4 carry, 1 touchdown as well. He did have a long of 91. Oh my God, so that's where the majority of the yards came from. And then we saw Max Pierman in the 4th quarter not only score a rushing touchdown, but also get us the game-clinching 1st down as well. George Cooper, we saw get the Super Bowl winning 1st down. Dobbins was great, 94 yards, had a touchdown. Gabriel Williams even scored. He had a 75-yard catching touchdown as well. He might win Super Bowl MVP because what are these stats? And Paxton leads the way with total tackles made. He also had 2 TFLs, same with Chad Ross. The new addition, we had 3 sacks today. McClendon, Morrison, and Chad Ross himself. Man, this team we have is so awesome. Honestly, bro, I'm very glad we turned this video around and we're able to witness guys like Gabriel Williams now, who wins Super Bowl MVP alongside Dobbins and Max Pierman and Earl freaking Thurman. And we may have a problem here. 15 mil remaining. We have Earl Thurman, Tommy Robinson, Rayshawn Layman is here, and we do not even have the funds to give Earl Thurman a new contract. This is a guy I want to keep for the whole video. I'm gonna lower it down a considerable amount. If he doesn't accept, I completely understand. Yep, but I obviously did that so we could still give Earl Thurman a contract and then tag him in the end. Been one of my favorite players in this entire video. We drafted him as well. He's up to a 95. He's 31. We're going to tag him for 21.6. And it is sad to see Layman go. I believe he came out as a normal development as well. He's been here for 12 years now. X Factor, 94 overall. Him alongside Terry and Arnold was one of the best cornerback partnerships of all time. And after losing Layman, of course, we're in the market for a new cornerback. And Kamani Cormier here in round 1, pick 32, of course. He looks like the best guy here, 6'2", 21 years old, out of Buffalo with elite acceleration, jumping, good speed as well. And at that size, that's a deadly combination. Hidden development too. Oh, I just accidentally sent that through. I'm trading up here to number 18. We didn't really have to give away anything too big anyway, so it's okay. We have these 2 tight ends though that I'm definitely interested in. But I think where did I get Tom? Steve Clancy's going to be my guy here. 23 years old, a little bit older, but we, of course, are a win now squad out of Boston College here. We lost Tommy Robinson to free agency. Didn't have the money to re-sign him. Steve Clancy, who we did put a private workout on, 90% scouted as well. Looks like the man. Looks like he's going to be our starting tight end 1 tomorrow. Hidden development as well, and him and Cormier, the corner we got 2 starters on already a Super Bowl winning squad. Kamani Cormier, the cornerback, which is also the most fire name of all time. 75 overall, Clancy's a 73. The CPU got me a 72 corner in round 4. Out of ASU as well, he's only normal though. Here we go again, 11-6. Pierman with 3,900 yards, but only 26 touchdowns this year, 3 interceptions again, which is good, but man, the touchdown number. We're all on the ground, as you can see. Gabriel Williams, another 1,500-yard season, 4.7 to carry, 10 touchdowns for him, 6 for Pierman, 4 for Nance, 2 for Dante Springs. And the outstanding Marcel Dobbins, of course, leads the way, 1150 for him, 8 touchdowns. Cooper gets over a K, though, 5 tutties for him as well. Steve Clancy, the new tight end, 775, 7 touchdowns, 74 receptions, and his development trade is a star. However, I did check out the other tight end, and he was only a normal, so that was definitely the good choice. And Paxton actually overtakes Thurman here for tackles made. That's awesome to see. Chad Ross, 23 TFLs, 21 for Russell, 18 for McClendon there. Sack numbers go 8 to Morrison, who's been just so good for us, but nothing really crazy here. As Cordell Johnson gets 3 interceptions, leads the way. Kamani Cormier, the rookie who I made CB2, is also a superstar dev. Pretty good pick if I say so myself. We have the 9-8 Buccaneers. Do they still have Caleb Williams? Who? Oh, I thought we lost there because it was the previous one, but we win 35-28. And Max Pierman put on an absolute clinic, 339 yards, 4 passing touchdowns. Got the 11-6 interdivision Seattle Seahawks up next. We will be traveling to Seattle in Lumen Field, and they beat us by a good 14 points as well. Well, I don't think I've been able to go back-to-back once in this video, which is kind of sad, but the Seahawks go all the way. They did win the NFC West as well, although we did have the same record. They're going to be playing the Bengals. And speaking of the Seahawks, Sean Alexander wins MVP. He's on the Vikings, probably a quarterback though. And Kamani Cormier wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. He was already a superstar, remember, so he might mess around and go to an X Factor in just his rookie year. And with the very last pick of the first round, that was an absolute gem of a player. Clancy went up? I was not expecting that. He goes up to superstar dev off that season. He had about 770, I think, 7 touchdowns as well. I guess he was pretty reliable, but a dev upgrade, I was not expecting that. But we, of course, will take those dev upgrades. Are one of my favorite things about the game. Cooper had a K, and he doesn't go up, so that's a little surprising. Defensively, though, Cormier does not go up, sadly. I don't think we got anybody over here. But the Seahawks do lose 27-24 to the Bengals there. Peter Shirley is the MVP. It's pretty much just a Joe Burrow regen, this guy. He's been on the top of MVPs, like, pretty consistent as well. Which means we're probably going to have some crazy players here like Mark Paxton, Devon Anthony, Max Pierman is now here. And I believe this is going to be your year 20 as well, so gotta get the boys back. Mark Paxton accepts. Devon Anthony, the free safety, is also back. I'm gonna have to give McClendon a lot of money. He does not want to rejoin us, but I make sure he will. And RB1 stays for one last dance. Earl Thurman, the X Factor linebacker, stays for another 2. George Russell, the man we traded up for, is also back. George Cooper, the wide receiver 2, sticks around, as well as the cornerback 3, Glenn Noel, which leaves us with just 17 mil remaining, and I gotta put this down all the way. Bro, this is gonna take forever. And we finally got it down low enough. Of course, he doesn't accept. But before we tag him, let's get the center back as well. Why not? And now with just 6.4 mil remaining, Max Pierman gets a tag of 62.7 mil. And yeah, I don't think we're going to do anything in free agency now. Round 1, pick 27. I'm going to go with corner Darrell Walton here out of Penn State. I even got the college wrong. Okay, well. Round 2, I'm going to go with strong safety Dennis Law. We low-key actually kind of need a strong safety. I was playing my boy Bryce Rice there last season. Rice is good. In round 3, with the final pick of this 20-year rebuild, make it count, Richard North, 21 years old, linebacker, LSU. We get a hit in to end things off. Darrell Walton was actually a 77 despite only being normal. Lowell only a 70, but North in the 3rd round, 75 and hit it. And here now in the final season, year number 20, let's go ahead. Let's go week by week until we get to the playoffs. Hopefully we can get ourselves up. Okay, we're starting off 0-1, losing to... Guys, this is a little embarrassing. I'm just... Okay, never scratch that idea. It's not working. Are we even going to make the playoffs? Odds we miss out on the playoffs in year 20. What the heck? Okay, well, offensively, we were top 3 still. Defensively 20th, we are number 4 in the legacy leaderboards behind Josh McDaniels. Pearman, 4,223 yards, 28 touchdowns, 3 picks. I just needed more from you. Gabriel Williams, 1,200 yards, 4.7 to carry, 10 touchdowns for him. Nance had 9 as well. Dobbins once again goes crazy, 18 touchdowns. We have 2,000-yard receivers too. Brittingham was good. Clancy, 701. I'm lost for. How did we just miss the playoffs? Paxton and Thurman, of course. TFLs go to Chad Ross and George Russell, and then sack number 13 for the GOAT defensive tackle, Derek Morrison. He's been awesome for us. No picks at all this year. But here now in year 20 in the Super Bowl week, I guess it's time to round off the team. And let's start with Max Pierman, of course, number 0, 34 years old now, still a 99 overall, a superstar X Factor out of Virginia Tech. This man changed the video because the first half of this rebuild was tough. Kyler Murray almost got us there, but then just started regressing, started getting very low in overall, and we were not going to pay him another contract, but we had to wait, I think, a year or 2 before actually getting Max Pierman in the draft, and he changed this franchise and this rebuild, the video, the entire atmosphere around. We got him all the way back in 2030, and he put up 30 touchdowns right away, had a few picks, but of course he was a rookie here. Second season was all right, but in the 3rd season is when he really started to get comfortable into the system, into the league, and he just started to ball out, bro. 4K yards, about 30 plus touchdowns every year, but the pick numbers were so low. He was very, very accurate and precise with the ball as well. Like, the numbers were so consistent throughout every single year. Of course, we did pick him at number 2. I forgot about that. I think an edge went number 1 to a team that already had their quarterback. By the way, this screen right here for the awards is terrible. Why is it laid out like this? Just give me 3 times offensive player of the week. Why is it separated? League leader, passer rating 1, best QB, MVP here, MVP there. Just say 2 MVPs and give me the years. Like, please, why is it all spread out like this? But as you can see, his accolades were crazy. 5 Pro Bowls? Only 5? Of course, he was also in the Super Bowl a handful of times as well, but he couldn't have done it without his right-hand man. Gabriel Williams, who is 31 years old now, just about the dying age for a running back, unless your name is Raheem Mostert, of course. This guy was unreal. I was trying every single season to draft a good running back, to get a guy that was a top 5 talent, at least superstar development, and I missed on so many before we finally lucked out with Gabriel Williams, who came in 2032 there and immediately put up 1,100 yards, 1,300, 1,300, 1,300, almost 1,500, almost 1,600, 1,500, 1,600, 1,800, actually 1,900. Let's round up for my guy. 18 touchdowns as well. This year was bonkers. 6.2 a carry as well, 1,500 yards, and this last season here, 1,200 yards. So he did not have 1 year under 1,100 yards with 10 years into the league. That is historic. He's going to go down as genuinely one of the best RBs of all time. And you can tell here by his resume as well, 7 Pro Bowls, league leader. See, why isn't it like this? Look at the best running backs. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is it all spread out like that? Why couldn't he just do this and then give me 4 or 5? You know what I'm saying? And then just give me the years after, bro. Offensive player of the year. He won so many best RBs. He even won 2 offensive player of the years as well. Gabriel Williams was an awesome choice for us. But of course, it wasn't just these two. It was a 3-headed monster we had on the offensive side. And it, of course, included, last but not very least, Marcel Dobbins, who's actually still 28 years old. Of course, we have to give our respects and flowers to my boy Keon Coleman as well. The very first pick of the video. He was incredible for us throughout the first half of this rebuild. However, Marcel Dobbins, we saw the passing of the torch in that one Super Bowl when he made that insane grab and took it to the house. And I mean, look at these stats. Marcel Dobbins, out of Alabama as well, no surprise there, but immediately came into the league, had 9 touchdowns, year 2, 18 touchdowns, 16 touchdowns, 9 touchdowns, 16 touchdowns. He was a red zone monster at 6'2", 201 pounds there, gave us some good yardage as well, and in the Super Bowls, when the lights were shining the brightest, Marcel Dobbins came up with some incredible catches. And he actually wasn't a top pick as well in 2036. We got him at pick 27 there, and he deserved to be a top pick with the way he played. The rest of the O, though, Brittingham we brought in, as well as Cooper actually developed very nicely and played as an amazing wide receiver too for us. Clancy was cool as well. We had like the weirdest tight end groups ever, because I think I traded for the first 2 guys. I think Schultz, and then I forget, no, McGrath was his name. The CPU drafted him very early on in like round 5 that was, and he came out as superstar dev. This O-line was awesome. We actually revamped it to be very good now here in 2042. All-star development there, all above 82 overall. O-line was awesome, but I don't think I ever drafted a superstar guy. We of course got a few guys from the trade block, but I never really hit. The drafting in the first half of this video was abysmal, by the way. Like, I was just constantly making the wrong decision after wrong decision after wrong decision. However, here now in 2042, this defense is pretty damn fire. Chad Ross, we brought in, was a huge free agency signing, 91 overall, but George Russell, the man we gave up the house to grab, he was only a star development, and he was okay, right? I would have been fine with it, but the guy that went after him ended up being a superstar X-Factor, same overall, or same position as well, so we missed out on him. However, George Russell did come in and contribute. He's up to an 88 now, has developed well, and has become a very solid player in this league, got us a few Super Bowls too. However, Derek Morrison might have been one of my favorite players we drafted, and still just 29 years old, up to a superstar development. I'm not sure how he never went up to X Factor, because he was awesome and so consistent. When did we draft him? Round 1, pick 32, so right after a Super Bowl as well, and we added a player like Derek Morrison onto the team here, and he barely even played in year 1, but after that, 7 sacks, 10 sacks, 11 sacks for a defensive tackle. These numbers are outrageous. He was, like I said, so consistent and just a vital part in the heartbeat to the defensive line. We also traded for McClendon, the superstar DT, the other season. I also want to shout out, I think, Tavondre Sweat, we drafted in year number 1 from, of course, out of Texas. And then Devon Sheffield as well gave us a few good seasons, developed to an X Factor. He was an animal as well. He was Derek Morrison before Derek Morrison. And cornerbacks, I don't even know if I can name all the ones we had, of course, but the big ones were Terrion Arnold, who we drafted in year 1 from the Real Draft class out of Bama. We, of course, had Rayshawn Layman was his name as well. He developed into an awesome cornerback. Him and Terrion Arnold were really something special. But in the dying years here, Johnston, Noel, Cormier, Kamani Cormier, the most fire name we may have drafted in this entire video, Walton as well. DB group was always pretty solid. And same thing goes at safety as well, where I believe we had Jay Lipton at free safety. Remember, we traded Budda Baker extremely early as well. We had guys like Brian Morrison and then Kenny Hill, who we traded for on the Cowboys. Still remember that. Lowell's here now, and of course my guy Bryce Rice. Actually, the Devon Anthony, I believe we traded for in the trade block as well. He was on the Bengals, now was a 96 overall. Crazy linebackers though. Braxton, why do I always say Braxton? Paxton here, and of course Earl Thurman. By the way, North is a superstar. Earl Thurman may have just been my favorite defensive player that we got throughout the entire video. He was awesome. He was putting up ridiculous numbers every season. He led our team in tackles like for half of this video, honestly, and even in the Super Bowl, in games we hopped in, we saw him just make tackle after tackle. He was everywhere, sideline to sideline. And he wasn't a day one starter as well. As you can see here, only 41 tackles, but then 95, 143, 124. I mean, triple digits I believe, until the very end. And when did we grab him? We grabbed him in a round 2, pick number 12 as well. Yeah, what an absolute gem he was. And I feel like Mark Paxton was actually in his shadow a lot in this video. I didn't really mention him too much, but he himself has developed to a 98 superstar X Factor at the age of 30. Mark Paxton was awesome as well. Gotta give him some flowers too. Because although it was always Thurman up top, Mark Paxton always put up triple digits himself. He was incredible for us. When did we get him? Round 2, pick 30, man. By the way, did Earl Thurman not make 1 Pro Bowl? And last but not least, the Malcolm Henry career simulation has now come to an end. The 38-year-old kicker is still an 85 overall, still going strong at the superstar development. When did we get this brother? All the way in 2027, we drafted him in round 5. He made 3 Pro Bowls, even won himself a best kicker. But we're not quite done yet. Let's go check out some career stats, and we check out like the all-time records as well. Look at Pierman's numbers, dude. 12, 13 years in the league, had over 50,000 passing yards there, 433 touchdowns to just 68 interceptions. That ratio is insane. 68% completion rate as well. Pierman's gonna go down as one of the GOATs. And same with Gabriel Williams, who has 15,707 yards, 5 a carry throughout his entire career. That is insane. 115 touchdowns for him as well. Pierman added in with 37 on the ground too. He had almost 5K rushing yards himself. And look at this, Pierman had a long of 99 yards. That is insane. Also, Pierman's is 12, but I believe in the Super Bowl a few years back, his longest run in that game for, I believe the touchdown was 18 yards. Receiving wise is none other than Marcel Dobbins, 8,600 yards for him, over 100 career touchdowns now. George Cooper was awesome as well. I wish we could see Keon Coleman here as well. And then defensively, no surprises here. Earl Thurman with 1,349. Thurman dumps onto the opposing team. Mark Paxton right behind him though with 970. TFLs, of course, Derek Morrison with 106, but 105 for Chad Ross here. And then sack numbers, the defensive tackle put up 73 in his 8-year career so far. 47 for Ross, 36.5 for Russell, not bad. McClendon, Thurman with 16 as well. And then interception numbers, Thurman with 12 leads the way, Johnson with 9, Paxton with 6 there. And we gotta check out my boy Malcolm Henry as well. 250 for 298, 83% completion rate. Nope. Field goal percentage rate, I guess you could say. He missed a few extra points as well, but still was overall 98% as well. What was his longest field goal? Can I check? He did hit over 107 over 50 there, but I don't know if I can see the longest. Oh wait, so we're literally right here, 58. So he never got to 60, but 58, we will take that. And now let's go check some NFL records here now in 2042. And what do you know? Brady still leads the way for passing yards, but Mahomes is right here, about 5K yards behind him. He's on the Raiders. That's insane. Caleb Williams on the Texans is number 4, just behind Drew Brees. He might still be going strong. Drake May's now on the Chiefs. Joe Burrow's on the Cardinals. I mean, what is even going on here? Peyton Manning still here. Favre, T-Law, and Herbert both make it, though. Passing touchdowns, and it is still Brady. However, Drake May is just 17 behind him. He actually overtakes Mahomes there. Caleb Williams gets in here. Joe Burrow passes guys like Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, rushing yards, and Bijan Robinson absolutely killed it here. Him and Josh Jacobs overtake the most there, but Bijan by a long margin, almost 24K for him there. K9 even gets in here. Jonathan Taylor, McCaffrey, of course. Is that James Cooks? No, it's not. And the most rushing touchdowns also goes to Bijan, who ended off his career, remember, in Arizona with a Super Bowl, so we get his team name here with 205. Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, Taylor, K9, they're all overtake the rushing touchdown leaders there. Pacheco even gets in here. And the most catches of all time is broken by none other than Jay Jetta, Justin Jefferson. He smashes it by almost 200 yards there. Amon-Ra St. Brown gets in here, CeeDee Lamb, Stephon Diggs, D-Hop, and none other than the Cheetah. But despite almost 200 more catches, Jerry Rice still leads Justin Jefferson in receiving yardage there. But CeeDee Lamb gets number 3, Amon-Ra number 5, Mike Evans gets in here, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs. However, the old heads still lead the way for receiving tutties with Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, but Chase gets in here. And look who it is, Keon Coleman, who ended his years off with the Rams. That's a little tough for us, but he ends off with 146 touchdowns. Of course, a lot of those were in a Cardinals jersey. Pretty awesome to see him up here. Micah Parsons now leads the way for the most career sacks ever with 221, but look at Myles Garrett. Max Crosby gets in here as well. Crazy names. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be wraps for the first 20-year rebuild. It was definitely a long one. However, if you made it to this point in the video, I want you to comment down below VT0 for Virginia Tech, and 0 of course is number VT0, and I will give you a 5 times chance of winning the giveaway. Actually, if you comment that, I'm gonna give you a 10 times chance, because that means you made it to this point in the freaking video. I'll probably do the giveaway around January 20th, which is my birthday, by the way, for the 10K special. But of course, we have been flying up in subs recently. I think we just hit 15K now, which is awesome to see. This video took a minute to get out. Obviously, just the holidays and New Year's, I was a little busy, and this video was kind of a beast to not only record, but especially edit as well. However, we're done. The squad was awesome. The team was awesome. The rebuild was good. We won ourselves a few Super Bowls. I am very happy with how it all turned out, and I hope you guys all enjoyed as well. Of course, leave the video a like. That would help me out a ton and help us grow even more. And for all you OGs out there, definitely appreciate you guys already being here and subscribing to the channel, and subscribe if you haven't already, because we got a ton of Madden content like this already on the channel and to come as well. So just very excited about the future, eh? Of course, follow all the socials, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this video / movie. That's the end of me. See you.